from Hydra. Can they find their way through? Fabuloso with a jump up top is going to get shut down. Now players towards that left side as well. Nice double coming through from Cartels. Nexus braving the storm gear for the moment. Hydra still trying to filter through from that last hardpoint side. Fixo is going to be the player, if anything, to do anything in this situation. We'll get one kill with the R9. Again, and it's still trades galore. It's still close spawns for Nexus. They are hanging on.
Yeah, they sure are. And again, it mostly comes through those green useless building positioning, right? You can watch everybody try to maneuver their way all the way through P3, where Fix was trying to battle from, is going to be able to at least find that kill, but it's just a moment's too late. Nexus had such a stellar set up through that one building alone that the moment that they face pressure inside the hardpoint, they can start cycling numbers back inside the time. So what was a very close first set of rotations, Nexus will barely pull ahead. It's 133 to 105. Back to P1 we go.
See how much time Nexus can take away on this hard point. Fixo has been a stellar player for Hydra this game at 20 kills. He's going to find a couple with the Sparrow, but that's not really the value we wanted out of that operator. Now King sat inside, Houston, Fixo trying to assault.
Dude, it's mad hot today.
For that time, Hydra, no.
Need my fan
Still 45 seconds left to garner off the back of this hard point. This is big time for Hydra can get if they go for it. Stug wants to go for it himself though. Slide into.
Wait, this game's pretty close, chat. Look at this.
He's going to get it done. Now switching over towards the operator, switching over towards the Sparrow. Wants to go for it himself though. Slide into the hardpoint with his hand. He's going to get it done now. Switching up towards the operator, switching up towards the Sparrow. What value can he find? Players all the way in front of him here. Has the spawn for his teammates as well. Sparrow will go away, but next up the back will be Jez. Nexus using the operators now to try and guide this. Keep an eye on that rotation as well, because Hydra have just flipped it out. This is not a terrible position for whatsoever.
Hung out with some friends.
Talk about a moment's notice to be able to flip the spawns as well. It's actually saucy that makes the entire rotation possible just by hitting all the way through office again. Hydra have found value.
We went to like
just once, but now
a carousel. That shit was crazy. I rode a lobster.
Utilizing the south side of the mini map. Nexus were able to garner a lot of time off of P1, but now they have to try to find a very difficult break going over towards P2. They do have a few operators should they feel a positional advantage and maybe try to pull them, but Hydra have two of their own to respond.
This should be some operator coming out from both the side now. Kings with the Annihilator has already found a couple of kills. How much more damage can Kings do? It's going to get caught out there by Used. So Hydra holding on for the moment by those operators. You're also seeing the Gravity Vortex gun now coming out from Fabuloso, but it's a full blue kill feed here. Cartels have a couple of kills with the War Machine. He's continuing this reign of terror.
Do I wear a mask when I'm outside with my friends? I don't think people realize the only time I wear a mask is on stream.
Mean that they do so. Jez still attempting.
Even most of the content creators know me.
But an unsuccessful attempt from
without my
Nexus
mask
at breaking that hardpoint time. Hydra will take the lead once again. P2 reigns supreme here on hardpoint. It's going to give Hydra the lead.
There were so many opportunities for Nexus to potentially try to work their way inside of P2, but the Gravity Vortex gun shut down.
Nexus is good, but I'm surprised that it's this close.
The War Machine, albeit finding kills, still had those blue fence spawns for Hydra. So as you point out there, 12
What am I eating? Watermelon.
Back over towards P3 once again. Hydra are currently manipulating all the way through warehouse, trying to get their players closer.
I just needed some water.
This hard point to try to contest through the smoke. You can just hold down the trigger if you are Nexus. They start to find the kills. But Fabuloso's right.
Yeah, I ate like shit today, so I'm gonna just take it easy.
Hydra gonna pick up a load of kills there. Hydra with a massive break with the first 15 seconds. This could be a pivotal moment here in this game. Used through in the middle of the map. Will find 3. Hydra now just on a complete tear, and Used will
nice 4-piece. Holy crap. Sorry, I like choked on my food. Am I early? Yes. Hello.
They have a 20-point lead, and it is expanding as they continue to control this hardpoint. Nexus try as they might to get in towards his chime. Try as they might to take Hydra away from it. They just can't get it done. Andy, again, Hydra in control, looking for the back 15 seconds now. And again, with this whole control, they
a bunch on Taiwanese beef rolls and milk tea. That sounds great.
Picking up these gunfights.
And it was
Taiwanese beef rolls. That sounds magical. Ooh, he like dropped on him.
They saw on P4 in the last set of rotations, but Fabuloso.
Nice double.
The Gravity Vortex gun not able to at least get a good line of sight on where a lot of these players are coming from, but still has an operator. And you know that Nexus are going to be thinking about that before they try to break them all the way in, unless King says otherwise. 4 quick kills. Fabuloso's not necessarily a part of this.
I agree. Nexus looks very shaky.
Go up on 4 in a row. The break comes through at a moment's notice. Nexus.
I'm eating watermelon.
To hold on to the majority of this time, but it'll make this game dead even.
And Nexus really do need this time. Kings is going to pick up a couple of kills here.
That was awkward. This is your sign to get some watermelon.
35 seconds. I gotta imagine Hydra will give this a good shake, and then of course they'll rotate towards New because they do have those spawns as it currently stands. Used from up top though. Has he found the perfect route in to try and disrupt things? No.
Who do I think is winning?
Both of those players
going into this, I would say Nexus, but this game is looking very dominant.
Also finding some gunfights of their own, and Noisy continuing. This is not good for Nexus on this hard point. They are gonna have to give this time away, but Nexus are okay with this because they've got the rotation.
Wow, 50 points though. I mean, sorry,
Hydra,
240.
You're just gonna need one more break, and they're already starting to flood players.
That's a big lead.
Picket fence. They're trying to get themselves inside of P5. But you remember the last set of hard points. Nexus got about a full 60.
What am I watching? This is stage 4 in a
clock gets pulled out.
Group B.
Premature to the hard point actually becoming active.
Big 3 piece from Raph.
To be able to find 3 more. So
oh, they broke spawns.
Secured. Not as strong as the setups Nexus had on the previous set, but still a setup to have for themselves. They need to hold.
They do. Raph's going to bring out those equalizers early on in this one. That's Thug picking up all these kills. Nexus holding here for the moment. Has to be perfect. Raph's now extending himself out of the hard point as well. They know that Hydra will continue to spawn close. Raph finally going to go down now. Cartel's on the other side. Will pick up a double through the middle of the map now. Kings is also picking up some of these kills. It's a full blue kill feed here for Nexus. Hydra cannot get past Kings. Oh, no. They definitely can't get past
They
Kings
win off this too.
3 in a row for him. Hydra trying to
he missed the jump.
Through. Only 1 kill to the name. Has one player managed to get past. Fabuloso is going to do so. Saucy will find a kill. Thug inside though, gets a kill.
It's over.
System, Jets and Cartels also there for the kills.
They can't break it. Wow. Wow, what a comeback.
In emphatic
when
Nexus will get it done. And if
yeah, that hill is too hard to break.
Totally disappointed about that.
I'm frustrated for them, honestly. I mean, that is just, again, back-to-back P5s. That you have just about a flawless hold on. And that's just impressive within its own right. Given how
you play on Instagram looks amazing. Oh, yeah, they're beautiful.
Hydra, the way that they were able to manipulate the entirety of
the pastries we bought. Well, I bought.
Their breaks were sublime.
2 like mini cakes for my family, and then we shared like at a different restaurant. We had like burgers and fries and cake.
That Nexus got on P1
Show's fire.
I'll be candid. That is the only difference in between that scoreline. Should Hydra be able to actually work that break the way that they were trying to for all the P2
Post 60 P5. Yeah, P5 is really busted. There's a lot of hills on this map that's busted. P1 is pretty even. P2 is busted. P3 is even. P4 is pretty busted, and P5 is pretty busted.
No more response. No more fuel left in the tank for Hydra to be able to answer back with the operators that got pulled on P5 specifically for the Annihilator that finally called game from Kings. It was Hydra that were always a little bit further forward than Nexus as far as investment for, or return of investment, I should say, for their operators.
We all thinking it's going to win? I have Nexus winning.
Very, very close. Not only in the scoreline, but also in the slaying. Hydra came to play.
Wow.
Hydra absolutely came to play. We weren't really sure what to expect from them. I know, of course, they were.
That is true. Hydra on that first game definitely played a lot better than I expected.
We'll talk about that in a moment. But as you said, looking over towards the Slay.
When is try playing after this game?
Across the board is able to drop 30 besides Fixo. And honestly, that's not the end of the world. It shows great team efforts.
This is going to be the first time we see try play in like months, bro.
38 and 28 with over 1 minute inside the hard point. A big reason why Hydra are as far ahead as they were in that game, but it just wasn't enough to stop
Nexus, the new king of NA. We got a Nexus fanboy over here.
Able to clutch up at the end of map number 1 to go 1-0 up in the series.
Do we have any pro players in chat? Let's go Nexus 3-0. Fucking Jesus.
And going back to open finals, the last time Hydra played,
I think Robalo was in chat too.
Was versus Tribe.
Nope, never mind.
And they lost 7-0. They got LG'd.
I don't know.
In that
game. They got LG'd. Yo, why did he have to say that?
Is that phrase now? Are we coining that?
They got LG'd. Why they gotta say that, dog?
For that, man, it was yeesh. I digress. But it's one of those things again. It's tough to be able to look at this Hydra roster and going into map number 1, seeing the Hackney Yard and just being like,
that's fucked up.
Nexus picked this, and that's a must-win map number 1.
Tunisia, baby.
Happened, to Brody's point, well, you kind of got slammed last time you played a top squadron here in North America, Call of Duty Mobile. Always love to be surprised, though. I mean, Hydra played absolutely gritty in that map number 1, and it's Tunisia. You know, it's defensive-sided. To see what Hydra can do as they're on offense first.
Let's
see, very different map, it should be said. It wasn't expressed.
Sorry, I hit my mouse.
Which Hydra did get slammed by Tribe during open finals, so
All right, chat. Who we got on?
Any differently,
Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll.
A lot about how Tunisia Search and Destroy is very defensively sided.
Hold on. Let's do a poll, chat. Poll.
At breaking these sites on offense.
Who wins S&D?
To get control of A, what does the setup look like here for Nexus, and how do you break it? Trophy system will stop a nade from
vote up.
Gaining any information for Hydra over the top, so they're gonna have to do this.
Let's
to
get it.
Bravely just jump out into the open and pick up the first blood.
Snipers being held on the cross for Jez, but Saucy gonna be able to catch Jez in between scopes. So now you got numbers. You may think that might be an A open bomb site, but Hydra's still lacking information for a few of these crucial corners.
Kill coming through from Fixo. Hydra trying to
How
find their way
does
onto a
Nexus
site.
winning
Kings
affect
is there,
LeBron's
not on your
legacy?
netty, mate. Kings on 3 in a
Okay.
row. Noisy will trade on out. Kings still work to do here. Still looking for the ace. Here in this round on the other side.
Oh,
Stuck's
shit.
Gonna go down, so Kings now has to ace to win this one out.
Oh shit.
R9.
He's stressed. I know he's stressed.
Range. It will tag Saucy. It will not pick
Oh.
up the gunfight. He goes for the kill. He will actually get it.
No way. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And he will
Almost.
pick up
He
the
actually
final
almost
kill
had
in
it.
the round. Noisy
The
sends
R9
it
let him
to
down.
Hydra and stops
Holy
an ace
shit,
from
he almost
coming
had a chat.
through. But jeez, that was close.
You think Kings is still
No
feeling
way.
hot off of that annihilator call at the end of Hackney Yard?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Smooth. He had information on everybody, by the way, but Hydra.
That was
gonna be able to
crazy.
utilize their numbers. See any pace differences here? Well, no, not gonna really matter at all. I mean, Raph, hey, welcome back to the lobby. Kings found first blood plus an extra with a nade. A little bit of popcorn.
R9
action to
betrayed him.
start round two.
Facts. We got Trump shot before GTA. Yeah,
start coming out
that
from
was
Nexus.
crazy.
This will slow things up quite significantly for Hydra, who own it. They had their heart set on a beat
You guys
push.
didn't see, bro. Donald Trump got shot at. That's
Blaming in this
insane,
round.
bro. I can't believe we
Right
lived
now,
through a
just some kind of
pandemic
overaggression from Nexus again, though.
and we
That's a lot to
witnessed
ask for. I don't think Nexus is the kind of team to
a
give it away.
presidential candidate attempted assassination. Is that not just like
Information is still information,
so
Jez,
crazy?
though. Gets the
no?
hit marker,
That's
wants to
unlucky.
go for the chase, and
Trump got
well, Saucy will at least find
shot
one shot,
at
still lacking
today
one.
a few
For this
like an
execute
hour or
that
two
is
ago,
currently being
and
put together as at least a little bit of a fake. There's a lot of
literally
information
it
that's being
was like
thrown over towards a offensively
holy
by
shit,
a
it was
Hydra.
crazy.
But the bomb being carried by Fabuloso is just waiting for the green light to try to execute over towards B.
It
Starting to clear a
didn't
lot of
injure
space over
him
there.
like crazy bad,
Nexus,
and obviously it
I didn't
didn't kill
expect
him.
this. I mean, there's nobody turning back.
I think it hit his like ear.
And if Nexus fumble this round now,
I think that just secured his presidency.
and Nexus have just fully given up the site.
That's just
Fabuloso
insane.
Now gonna make his position known. Hydra very happy now to
And
get
the
this bomb
crazy
down for
part
free.
was
Nexus need to be
in the
fast
clip
about
he
this
was
retake.
standing very still, like he was not moving or
Hit this at the
anything.
same time as well.
And you
Used to
hear
run the
like
back point.
7 to
The
8
Kiwi will be the
like
first
shots.
to go down. I'm not too sure whether that stun
So-
did just connect on towards Esfug. Either way, Nexus need to be fast.
It wasn't even like
Esfug over the top, gonna spot up Fabuloso. Used is gonna
like
get
one
double
shot.
kill.
It was like
Fabuloso
7 or
down
8.
low, will
It was
take
like
Kings
boom,
down,
boom,
now
boom, boom. I was like,
Cartels.
what the fuck?
Was a 1v3 now, 1v2.
Oh,
Source is gonna get
Hydra
it done.
starting
Nexus
off
give up the
hot.
site, and Hydra pull
Hot,
off a
chat.
3 versus 5.
Kings found the first 2 picks with 1 frag grenade.
Yeah.
And
Guns
Hydra
is a big
still
problem,
were
guys.
able to
Guns
catch
are a big
them
problem.
Lacking on a nice bait play that came through on a response over towards A.
Biden,
The B site completely
bro.
vacated. Nexus surely won't
Oh,
let that happen.
nice shot.
Saucy, living up to his name. That's a hell of a saucy snipe right there.
Secret Service was firing back. That's why there were so many shots that fast.
Hydra successful previously at getting on
Because
towards
it felt, it sounded like it was going like boom, 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 boom. You know?
Picked up a player
Damn.
attempting to get on towards the bomb as well. It's been read by Noisy. Out the pistol goes for Kings. Doesn't matter if it's a pistol or the AR in his hand. He's going to get that kill regardless. That's going to send Saucy back to try and deal
People
with
in the
threat.
chat saying
He's got some good
he just
timing
got
here.
shot in the
Rotations
ear,
in
like
middle
it's a
of the map.
normal
Can
thing.
they get the kill though? No.
Well,
Not crisp enough
damn, in the
shots.
ear, dude.
And
Holy
now after
shit.
all that, Fixo's left up in a
Shooter's
1
dead and
versus
1
4.
person to
On
rally.
the bright side,
That
silver lining
fucking
here,
sucks,
he's got the
dude.
bomb.
Someone in the rally died? Are you serious?
At a hunting
That's
party coming
really
for him.
sad.
Kings and S
Oh.
stuck. Oh, he gets bad timing. Or
Oh.
best timing. If he gets that first kill very
Wow,
cleanly,
big
we
kill.
might be talking, but Kings is just gonna get for the double chow and completely
It's
wipe
like-
Fixo off the map. So Nexus finally stopped the bleeding.
Obviously, I don't want to get into
adaptation that we
politics,
got from them
but
finally. A lot more
for
forward
like a
positioning
citizen
coming
to
off
go
through
to
the
like a
middle of the
rally
map, albeit
in
a
support
1-for-1 trade. They did not
of whatever
relent off of
candidate.
that pressure, just making sure they saw any information over towards A, trapped
And having
them
that
inside a
potential of,
winery.
like,
It works about 99.9%
Getting shot
of the
at
time.
is insane. Like, is that not just crazy? Shooter is dead? Yeah, I think the shooter is dead.
Nexus. Hydra.
The sad part is the random
round,
person in the rally that passed away. That's so sad.
Here we go. Boost. Entry player. Gonna go down. Big pick from Esther. Great trade coming through from Fixo though.
Shooter worth killed too. You can hear the audio from the secret service.
The sole holder of the site now. The arbiter of it will find one kill. Gonna get traded out from Fabuloso now. Hydra, they're in the site.
That's insane.
Nexus
that's actually
towards
insane.
the back. Raph again wants to get.
Alright, let's focus on the game, guys. Let's focus on the game.
Coming through from Jez now a 2 versus 2.
2v2? 2v2?
Snipers on both sides, still very actively holding this cross, but Saucy's kind of trapped. He's kind of worried about the timing, but oh, they got fooled once, and both Nexus truly thought that it might have been going over towards A, but it's a fake for the plant. Are they too far to hear that audio?
Our neighbors are cooking barbecue, and we like literally our next door neighbor. And my stepdad took a picture of them and sent it to our family group chat. It smells so good. Can we ask if we could get an invite?
For a 1 versus 2.
Nice, well played.
Nothing silenced by Jez.
2-2, guys, 2-2, tied up.
Towards the end and around Nexus successfully retake the site.
But I feel as though Kings is the most fundamentally sound content player in NA.
And they found a lot of good success once they do finally get a couple good footholds on the bomb site itself.
In terms of playing his role, he does it very well. Like, what the fuck? Did y'all just see Cartels like have a seizure? What is this? This is stage 4 NA. It's World Championship tournament. Yeah, I think he does his job very well, his role very well.
Big kill coming through from the middle of the map from Cartels. Nice read onto
I don't know. I feel like also at the same time, like,
man up in this situation. Hydra have been here before. Have they been here before though, Jez?
He's a standout player in his team.
Nexus, not so
and he's very consistent.
Here on the flank, and I think
that's
what Hydra are currently concerned about.
His team has never placed top 2. I don't know if it's a team diff or if it's a skill diff.
Trying to work for that pick. Fabuloso looking to land at least one of these shots. He's just getting
What is happening, bro?
Here comes the jump challenge. Still misses a little bit wide. Drop shot.
Bro, can we hit a shot? Can we hit a shot? Like, actually.
The shot onto Jez, albeit finally given to him. Dancing right in front of him. Cartels will find another, and you know where the last 2 players are located at least one for sure. Still trapped.
Is the R9 good? R9's the best shotgun right now in the game.
Aware of that. Still sending S-Thug very quickly on the flank just to make sure that these players feel relatively trapped. 40 seconds remain.
Yeah, to be fair, I think if Raph does go down there, this is a plausible round still for Hydra. And that Raph is able to get away scot-free. Now has the reinforcement. His besties are on the site as well.
His besties, yes, queen.
For Hydra.
Sorry.
Need something crazy. Not going to happen. Fabuloso, good effort, my friend. But Raf's going to take you down just like that. And now it's down to Fixo.
Yeah.
1 versus 4. And he's going to get shut down. Big kill from Cartels. Big round from Nexus. You can't afford to lose too many on the defense.
Oh, I mean, they lost the first 2. And I was ready to start putting some wind in the sails for the Hydra flag and just saying, wow, these guys have truly figured out offense on Tunisia. But Nexus just getting a little bit more aggressive to the middle of the map, trapping them. Hydra trying to match that pace very quickly over towards B this time.
Oh, fast-paced. Oh, ooh.
Oh, Kings is doing it again. No Annihilator this time.
Damn, they just got smoked.
3 versus 2 off the back of King's heroics. Nexus will still have to get back on towards the site, but Hydra, they don't know about that. They're waiting for this peak to come through, and Saucy really needs to hit that shot.
That was
he really needs to hit the shot. Jez is not the kind of guy to miss, though. Looking for it. Anything. Give him an elbow, and Jez will take it. It's just a distraction play while the R9s get up close and personal. Cartels and Raph get it done. Nexus finish out the half. 4 rounds to their name.
Off of winning the initial 2, in one of those rounds, Kings almost found the ace. We have a 4-2 half. Now it's Nexus's turn on the offense. Are 2 rounds good enough, potentially, to try to force at least into overtime, let alone take this map for Hydra? Only time will tell. Kings, though, has 10 kills through 6 rounds of play, which is just absurd. To pass it over towards B, it's going to be a battle through the steps, and Raph will find that first blood unused.
Big first blood. Also, fair play to Fabuloso. Hasn't been shaken off this whatsoever, but he has now just been taken down. Raph pushes out towards the middle of the map and will be punished for it, but still, noisy 1 versus 4. Jez didn't expect him to be transferring through the middle of the map, so he'll catch Jez off guard. Brings us down to a 1 versus 3. Yet still, this is a huge ask. Noisy Has to be loud, has to be proud, and is neither in that situation.
Has to be loud, has to be proud.
Just brash their way on towards the B site.
Damn, 5-2.
And just an immediate start difference is what we're talking about for Hydra versus some of these top teams. I mean, Nexus fundamentally, how many times through these 7 rounds of play have we seen just them being able to isolate the information, but making sure that they don't go in at least for one? They are always playing for the trade more often than not, unless it's a first blood kill. This is just one of the fundamentals that we're going to continuously talk about for Nexus, Tribe, and many other teams to come until we see what they look like on a global scale. First blood for Nexus again. 2 rounds away from going up 2-0 in this best of 5.
This round is significantly slower from Nexus. I feel Hydra out before making the move forward. Through the middle of the map feels like it's where it's mostly coming from. S-Thug's actually going to be the entry player with the bomb as well. That's a brave call. Jez also picks up Fabuloso,
Do you
so
think
it's a big
very
risk that will work out for Nexus.
Wait, what are you saying?
Once again have B-side control.
Wait, what do you mean?
And they're just going to get trapped. I mean, Fixer's going to find the trade, but then not too far away as another Nexus member to deal with the remaining.
Yeah, I'm 6-2.
6 rounds in a row, even through the swap back over towards offense. Nexus are making it look easy. Aggression on the first, a little bit more passive through the middle of the map to be able to work some of these picks in the second.
They're kind of getting smoked, bro. They literally got 6 rounds in a row. Nexus, wow.
Nexus take this search and destroy and a commanding 2-0 lead in this series. Raph getting aggressive. They want this round to be done. This search and destroy to be done here and now. Raph will only get a shot.
That's kind of crazy.
Nexus
Holy.
bullied their way on towards site, and now Jez is finding value off the back of it. Noisy will double up on the try and attempt to re-entry. Houston Fabuloso also finding value here. S-Fuck the only
Oh my god, bro's rapping. Wow, what a round from Hydra.
Hydra, they might have been bullied out of the site, but they will bully their way back through.
They had a collective like maybe 45 to 50 HP.
Terminal is a terrible map, I
I
agree.
think if he had an R9 in his hand, maybe he finds both those kills. I'm not too sure. It's not the universe we're living in. Hydra are able to exist for another round. Into round 10 we go. We're able to shut down the aggression over towards A. What does Nexus have to offer this time around? Very forward approach for Raph up towards this railing. Almost expecting to get met for a first blood, but not going to be the case. Hydra kind of back down, just holding their angles.
And it is going to be a similar look once again here from Nexus. When they've done this before, they have gone towards B. So I think that might still be the play. Eustace has spotted it out, I think. Towards the other side, Fabuloso is going to get the pick from the back of the B site, and Eustace is going to find both kills. And this is the problem I mentioned it very briefly in that last round. When you've got S-Thug being the bomb carrier and the entry
You finally woke up, question mark?
You leave yourself in a bit of a sticky spot. Jez now for a 1v5.
This is what you needed from Eustace. He was popping off continuously through map number 1. Need a little bit more of these lurking plays, and then we're going to be talking about the conversations for some overtime. Jez, though, 1v5, I mean, you never really want to count players out, but has a sniper to play with, not to mention has to be able to pick up the bomb in no man's land. Should have a freebie here on a Noisy.
He's going to do it?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
no
We
way.
haven't seen one of these in forever. Thanks, Jez.
That's messed
We
up.
appreciate you, buddy.
That's messed up.
Down you go, Noisy. Bit of embarrassment there. Adds a bit of entertainment for a 1 versus 5. Still makes this.
There was no
plausible.
reaction out of his teammates, by the way, for being
Yeah, his teammates should let him die.
He's going to slide down here the double doors, and he's going to be met with 2 Hydra members, but I'm not going to lie, Brody. Hey, if you're getting assassinated like that, I'm dropping everything I'm doing. I'm sprinting over there trying to cancel it, even albeit in a 1v odd situation. I'm saving your life, buddy.
I don't think
Better for yourself,
make it,
bruh.
I'll be honest with you, bud.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think either of us would make it in that situation. Either way, Nexus have led a couple of rounds to Hydra. Has the Hydra woken up? Nexus now looking to get their way on towards A. Previously, they were able to do it, and they draw the first blood this time around as well. Raph going to bring out the LMG to get this one done. Down, they're going to be able to get the bomb down. Yes, they are. Hydra now. How fast can they be at this retake?
I mean, they're all kind of trapped, right? I mean, not only are you just lacking that one member, there's nobody to potentially go on a flank. Look at the way that Hydra are trying to play for this. They're looking for a pick either through their side of the map or through mid, and they've waited too long. 2v5.
Yeah, just one player left alive. Saucy. Have you got the sauce? Picked up 1 kill. But still, time is really his biggest enemy in this situation. This feels like a foregone conclusion. It will be the R9 of Kings that
What a
takes
game
him down
from
in
what
the
a game
end.
from what's it
It
called?
feels quite poetic that that's the case.
What a
As
match
Kings
from
finishes that search and destroy with 13
Nexus.
kills, a huge reason why Nexus are as dominant as they are. Hydra, they fought back towards the end, but too little too late.
Yep, just moments too late, or maybe a moment too early. I don't know. I mean, they kind of popped off in those first 2 rounds, let alone.
Yeah, the first 2 rounds were great, but I don't know what happened.
What was that, round number 1? But I digress. It's one of those things that Hydra actually showed really good prowess through their offensive rounds, being able to turn a disadvantage into their ultimate advantage, working on bait plays, being able to work information to be able to flip numbers and get the bomb planted over at B. Some hesitation came through, and then that's when Nexus truly did strike. Well, that's when they started realizing, oh, so if we dictate the pace of the middle of the map and we're able to work that first blood, Hydra simply have no response, no rebuttal, barely whatsoever.
Teammate's not moving an inch.
Use that assassination one more time.
Oh, assassination replay.
And I'm not going to cap you, Brody. They would have came
Love
close
to see it.
to saving their friends' lives. It would have been close.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I would have tried.
He thought about it for a while, to be fair. He was sitting there like, do I go for this? Like, I think he was probably having a conversation with his teammates like, hey, guys, should I, you know, I know there's still time here and that's not really on my side.
Like when the ghost is like,
that's pretty
slowly
toxic.
away, just ruin the round.
Yeah.
Remember me.
Do I go for it? Do I go for it?
Yeah.
He went for it. Nice. Lovely played from Jez. He's going to finish up 13 kills, as I already said, as is
Damn, 13-6, wow.
Between those 2 players, Nexus,
well played.
on the back of their vigor, will win the
Yeah, the thing
search
is,
and
Hydra
destroy.
looked like they had potential off of first round, first map, and also like the first 2 rounds. They looked decent. I don't know what happened.
The game in some rounds, but
how's your day? Pretty solid. What about you?
Muted. Nexus starting off this series really strong. I will say, because we didn't really know what to expect between these 2 teams. Again, we look at kind of the disparity of a Nexus roster that is made up of kind of a combination of
ex-Mayhem players
that were dominant in the North American region versus this Hydra roster that are made up of 2 teams that were, let's just say, not dominant in the Latin American region.
He called them shitters. That's what he said.
I will say Hydra have been competitive.
He said they're
so
shit.
far, and in that search and
That's
destroy, they
crazy.
were more competitive than they
Crazy.
were.
Y'all heard it here first.
Open finals.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, talk about just 2 very difficult draws when it comes down to this Hydra roster, right? I mean, the first time that we saw them on
Let's get
broadcast,
ASAP.
they're playing underneath Pollos Locos. They got decimated by Tribe 7-0 in that search and destroy to end that run. Inevitably did make it to this point in time, but then they're opening round here in Group B when they're going up against the second best team that we have here in North America in Nexus. So it's kind of like a good lunch, half fries moment, at least for this Hydra roster, but it's one of those things that you always have to expect to play the best teams. You're never going to be the best if you cannot beat the best.
That is true.
Who would have thought
You gotta beat the best of the best.
for Hydra. But again, I mean, this
Did you
is
see the
just
Not
really
Like
good
Us music
practice
video?
when you're
I
thinking
did.
about
I saw it on the
to
day of
potentially
release.
Make that lower bracket run to maybe still
It
try
was
to make
trending,
through
bro.
the
It's
next
like-
stage. There's still a lot of time.
it was
There's still some Call of Duty
actually
Mobile left to
crazy.
be played. We still have a control to talk
It's a
about,
BO5,
not to
yeah,
mention
yeah, it's
the
BO5.
pace that at least we got through the Hackney Yard of that map number 1 was quite good. Again, control very different of a game mode, go figure, than hardpoint, but at least if you're able to
BO5, we
showcase
chillin'.
the manipulation of the map, like we
Hydra
got
can
through
come
Hackney
back,
Yard,
maybe.
compared
I
to
like
the
rooting for
Arsenal when it
underdogs.
comes down to this map number 3 for Hydra, you might be sitting pretty. It just always comes down to those reps, and that's what we're talking about for these teams that aren't always at the top. Control reps are very hard to come by.
Ew,
Nexus might be staring down the barrel of
control
a very easy 3-0.
Arsenal.
Yeah, well, Control was the one mode we didn't get to see from Hydra during the open finals. Of course,
Disgusting.
those matches were best of 3, and they got 2-0'd by Tribe in the match we got to see. Of course, they did also 2-0 TLE to qualify. So we don't really know what to expect when it comes to Control from these guys.
Disgusting,
what we do know, though, is
cat.
we're gonna see Hydra go
Disgusting.
straight towards A on the defense here. They're winning the vast majority of the gunfights. Only 1 player left to contend with. It's Raph, who might have just found the sneakiest of routes in behind. Picks up 1 kill.
Oh my God,
and
Fling.
is now looking to buy some time for the rest of the team. Perhaps even some map control as well. Raph is single-handedly
Yeah, Tribe is
giving
next
Nexus
game.
a lot of control over A.
Yeah, sure is. All the way through this little room, it's just very difficult to try to dictate where some of these R9 shotguns are going to be located at. But now it's not just Raph. Off of a 3-kill start, Jez will find 2 in response. With the sniper rifle, that should be a lockdown. You're still tracking by about 2 lives if you are Hydra. So just try to play for a couple exits. You got B on lock. Just comes through this transition.
It's a very fast capture over on A. As you said, B is on lock. Maybe not for long, though. Raph is the lock picker here. He's picked up a couple of kills already. Fabuloso will trade things out. Nexus do feel a little A little bit individual at the moment. They're already going to utilize the Predator missile here for a kill, and they also have to imagine a little bit for some information. Now information gives them the knowledge as to where all of these players are. Nexus act on that. They get a full wipe now. This should be a very fast capture attempt from them. S-Thug now starting to find more kills.
Oh my
too.
god, they're up
Hydra
by 10
being
lives. That's
bullied
insane.
out of this control zone. Fabuloso is just chilling on the stairwell. S-Thug's like, hang on, buddy, you ain't staying alive for much longer, and neither is this point. That is fast and aggressive from Nexus. They want this control done quick.
That was so fast.
And it's one thing when we talk about these top
What the
teams
hell?
going up against other teams that we know, and I'm sure that they're thinking, hey, we're just better than these guys, that they just immediately try to play for that spawn trap. It is nasty
That's
here on
fucked.
Arsenal for Call of Duty Mobile, but Nexus just went for the control segments, and they transitioned over towards B flawlessly via the Predator missile and just kept all of Hydra trapped inside of their spawn. Kings did a great job of making sure of that. So now an offensive attempt comes through for Hydra. Can they find the same value that Nexus showed us? So far, it's at least a 1-for-1 trade. Nexus read this perfectly. It's a scramble in the middle of the map.
Are they going to win the gunfights is the question for me. Yeah, they are.
Odin.
Kings will double up.
Do-do-do-do.
Defense is very
What's the
strong for Nexus,
best
but this is a
for
brilliant
COD based on your
reaction coming
experience,
out from
Android or
Hydra, I will say.
iOS?
Despite losing that initial flurry of
iPads
gunfights, it
for
looks like
iOS,
they're not
Android,
entirely
like,
content of just
gaming phones.
straight up hitting A.
Over iPhones.
They're just trying to take control.
So it's kind of like a
that lane
50-50.
towards
Depends on
B
what
here
device,
for
really.
the moment, and they've slowed up entirely, and I have to imagine part of this is all the utility that is being thrown their way. There was a 100-killer drone in the air. There's Jez now bringing the Predator missile down as well. Nexus know exactly what to expect here with this hit, and they're just waiting for something. Hydra are taking a really long time with this.
It's almost like they're expecting for players to try to flank, so maybe that could be where their numbers come through. And you're starting to see some of the blue arrows to try to turn back and maybe try to clear their spawn, but then there's other two players trying to move their way over towards B. Discombobulated, to say the least.
Ooh.
Noisy will at least find one over towards B, but it's just a trade, and by that
The war
time, it's a
machine.
1-for-1 going through the middle of the map. You got
Again,
one
don't have
player on
legacy.
A, and that's
Yeah, where's
Fixo,
legacy,
but
bro?
No
3-0 to get the
easily got
3-0.
through the ventilation shaft, and Nexus right back where
Double
they started.
3-0?
4 seconds remain in this round.
There's a
and
chance.
They never lost their iron grip on the map control.
Yeah, I think game one just looked very, very good for... Dude, wow. They had 8... Bro, they couldn't even get on the point. That's...
I know you want to try and save the round and you don't want to go too
Wow.
down in this control, but that investment probably could have been better served in towards this round because
That's
now
pretty
you've got
absurd.
absolutely nothing. And I will also say, and we'll probably discuss it a little bit more after this control, the way in which they kind of held themselves back in the middle of that round probably is the entire reason they lost it. Regardless, we now need to see the reverse sweep in the control for Hydra to stay alive. Here's that investment from Nexus.
They need
Hydra have
a
nothing.
crazy
Nexus have
3-0
everything.
reverse
Fabuloso, though, on the
sweep
other
for
side,
the
Russia
3-0, bro.
United out.
That's...
Starting on the operators now are Hydra, and there's also the kills coming through. Hydra win the first wave of gunfights here. Let's see if the reaction from Nexus is different.
And trying to get themselves inside of the cafeteria, a little bit of a
What
bait
are
to
the
open up the door
chances?
for Noisy to slide through with the claw. Fixo also has a Sparrow to play with. And this is great. I mean, winning the opening breakoff is one thing, but being able to find more map positioning to really lean into this life deficit that you've built over Nexus's forehead is even better. How long can Hydra hold? Nexus being very, very slow on trying to manipulate through the map, just making sure that they can get numbers back in their favor. So far, so good. A broken past the 50-yard line. Now the next part of the laundry list is just trying to get on one of these zones and stall the clock.
Here we go. Nexus have finally gotten through Hydra. S-Thug's going to bring the Sparrow out to ensure they do get control here, or at least some progression, but he doesn't really last that long. He's not long for this world. Cartel's last alive on this point. He's going to get shut down. We're seeing a kind of a double down here from Nexus. Reinvestment of pretty much everything
my
they've got
God,
for
Kings,
information.
bro.
It works
Kings
out.
with the
S-Thug is gonna
Annie.
find one. Kings will find a couple
What's
of
up, bro?
kills
How are you
with Analytic
doing?
here, and Kings is continuing to find value. Kings is picking them up off spawn. Nexus now transferring from point to point. A is gone.
Holy shit.
And Kings, I mean, he's stepped on B. He has one more bullet, and the Annihilator runs out of time before he can even shoot the shot. Nice trophy system to come
Kings
through.
just
Will
turned
deny
on that
any
kid.
Utility. He's starting to work on this first segment on B all by his
They're-
own,
yeah,
so
they're already
it's
on B.
locked. I mean, all of
He's
Hydra are
dead.
worried about the spawn
What?
trap, but
How'd you
one
lose
player all the
that?
way in
No
boots, while
shots.
The rest just march up the stairs to death.
Wow.
Nexus maintain their iron grip on the map.
Now second tick is fast
Nice
approaching as
pred.
well. Nexus have completely flipped this round on its head. That Predator missile keeps Hydra at bay.
Oh my God.
Can they find the way in the water point? S-Thug has a little bit too much to watch.
Oh no,
inside the
aim,
corner.
aim,
Fixo
aim,
now is
Kings.
gonna try
Oh
and
my
get this way
God, oh my
through. Kings
God.
is
What did I
shot
just
to the map.
watch?
That second tick will be good. Cartel's on the other side, only finding one with
That
the
aim was a
machine,
little-
and
little
things will
sketchy.
clear up here. 2 ticks down though.
A little bit questionable.
Nexus only need one good hit.
Got one player lurking. Watch out for player number 5 as
So
well.
far good.
Just
Oh,
waiting
that's
for
good.
maybe some information to try to push through.
Yeah, I'm
inside of the
chilling.
lounge. Might be thinking about an entire flank all the way through arsenals and. I mean,
Ugly
honestly,
legendary. I agree. I
with
feel
one
like
minute to
Tundra
spare,
legendary.
I
They
like
had
this.
so
Just
much
hold the line up
potential
front. You
considering
know
it's the
you
best
has this
sniper,
equalizer out.
and they did not pop off.
Laying this close in the corner, waiting for the push.
Big.
There we go, big kills for use. Yep, going to catch both of those players off guard. Now he wants to really reaggress that issue as well. Fixo is going to find Kings. There's also a
Why is he so loud? Why is he stomping?
Versus Noisy, so
You have time. You don't have to run.
Or Noisy off the back of the spawn, excuse me.
Am I playing stage 4? No, I'm a content creator.
Big gunfight for Raph to make again, so that's going to bring Hydra down to the final.
I played stage 4 last year. I did not want to do it again this year. It's too much time away. Spawn trap.
Noisy is down for the count, being bullied inside his own spawn. Nexus will now have the numbers, but only 20 seconds on the clock here. Fabuloso.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so awkward. 2v5.
Hydra down to the final 2 lives in this round. Use will pick up.
Yeah, you're done. Fabuloso 1v2. He's gonna get flanked.
To save the round. 5 seconds.
Yeah, GG's.
Kill against S-Thug, but he gets pinched from both sides. Nexus, a 3-0 in the control to close out a clean sweep in this series. But they definitely had to fight for it.
Tribe is next. Tribe is next indeed.
Even in that final moment, right? I mean, you saw the 2 life advantage. It was 10v8 once you saw a final standstill come through.
Damn, they got cooked.
2 segments got captured off of Kings. Just doing what he did throughout the entirety of the series. Just any sort of weapon, annihilator in his hand, doesn't matter. The guy's probably going to pop off, find a multi-kill inside of the feed at one point or another. But just were able to sort out another win condition. There was more than enough time to be able to flip at least control into a team.
Yeah, what is Nightbot doing, bro?
Number 3 to be able to get Raph inside their spawn, and that was the player I was starting to highlight.
Am I playing later?
Push that was starting to manifest. Raph thought about maybe
I could play a game between the break because it's a 3-0, so they're gonna do a break and then they're gonna have tribe play.
Any kill came through, let alone Raph was the first one to start that spawn trap, and then he killed the same player about 3 times over.
I could play a game of ranked or something.
Arsenal control, but Nexus were in firm control of every single round.
Nah, bro, the Simpsons predicted that
every single advantage.
Trump was gonna die, but the shooter missed.
Tested, they said, all right, we
Silly
understand.
goose.
You opened up with 3 operators. Let's work a couple of kills. And the moment they got any sort of semblance of map control, they immediately flipped back onto Hydra's head,
silly goose.
and were able to win it quite decisively. 15-9 out of S-Thug, 16-9 out of Kings. Name a single map in this best of 5 that Kings didn't pop
Someone
off
said the
always.
shooter was Bobby. That's so crazy. That's actually insane.
Hydra, and that's what I take away from this best of 5.
Everyone
Also,
going
I don't think there was
positive
any-
except Cartels
anybody
feels
in the chat
bad.
that would expect
Dude, they
Nexus
only
to
had
lose
the
this
max
series,
16
but
kills and it was a 3-0.
few
That
things
second round
arguably I
really
think they
like
could
killed
change, I think
the
especially looking back to that control.
the stats.
And you know, there's promise. I
Hey,
think
good
in
night,
this Hydra
TXM.
roster ultimately, and I think that's what I take away from this series. But Nexus, we expected them to win, and they did.
I like that phrase, the learnable mistakes there. I don't know how much they'll be able to implement what they learned since they'll be going into a match today. We'll have to see how quickly they can think on their feet here. But
So the
Hydra
loser
now drop down
will
into that
play.
lower
Hydra will
bracket
play the
and will
loser
be
of
waiting
Tribe
to see who
against
they'll face
another
off
team.
against based off of our next matchup on the day. Either way, also really strong start for Nexus, just kind of give themselves a little bit of momentum heading into the upcoming weeks of the challenge season, but getting themselves that one step closer to where they want to be when it comes to making their way through to the challenge finals. Now that we have Nexus in the books, it's time for us to start looking towards what we saw the second match to be on that bracket. It'll be between Tribe and Hype Mobility. Tribe obviously being another team that we are constantly talking about. A little bit different look this time around, but a name
Tribe just
nonetheless
has
is
a lot
going to
of
sneak
like
up on that podium proper.
pressure.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, Tribe, what a household name for Call of Duty Mobile, dating way back, ever since the inception of Call of Duty
There's
Mobile.
a
I
lot
feel like we've been
to
talking about Tribe Gaming.
be
And a lot of
expected from
household
Tribe
names as well, to be able to make a championship caliber roster, to be able to, hey, go figure.
Yeah,
maybe
for
get their
sure.
brand back on top.
I can't wait to see what both of our teams have in store for us next. For now, we're going to be giving Hydra a little bit of a break to get themselves settled and reset before they head into the third match on the day. Just a reminder for everybody at home, match number 3 will be between the first 2 teams to drop down into that lower bracket. At the end of the day, we will have eliminated one of our teams from this side of the bracket. If you guys are just joining us here, and you're wondering where some of the teams are that you might recognize name-wise, that is Group A. We started the first week with Group A, got their portion of Group A, and now we've gone into Group B, which is the
I
other
wish they
4
pulled up the
squads
brackets for
in the
both
challenge
groups,
season right now, and that's what we
so
are
we could
currently
see like what's
working
actually
our way
happening, you
through,
know?
just in case you were a little bit lost if you joined
I'm
us
lost,
a little
yeah.
bit late. But like I said, we've got another match coming up around the corner. Before we get into that, though, it's time for a short break, so don't go anywhere.
Oh
You're
my
watching
god,
Snapdragon
another short break.
The Snapdragon Pro Series is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming,
Snapdragon
Samsung Galaxy
Sorry,
S24
sorry.
Ultra, Monster Energy,
I'm kidding.
DHL, and the United States Air Force.
Wow, W. Oh. Alright. My hand cam's dead. We'll try to find a game. If we can find a game before what's it called? Their match starts, which they have a 11-minute break, chat. 11 minutes. That's literally an entire hardpoint. Like what? 11-minute break? Question mark. Be so flippin' for real. Question mark. Let's see. Okay, wait, I'm gonna close the poll because we already know who won. End poll. Why no face cam? Because I'm eating watermelon. I thought you weren't gonna stream today. Well, I wasn't gonna stream at my usual time. I didn't realize that oh, it's Tribe against Team Mobility. That should be good. That should actually be pretty solid. No joke. How does your setup look? I have monitor, iPad, PC, keyboard, mousepad, Golex LR, camera, and lighting, and microphone, and chair, desk. You're welcome. Watermelon ASMR, I ate it all. Sorry. I already ate it all. We had brunch in Canada. Why do you say it like that? Brunch in Canada. Like, that's such a strange thing. We Canadians like brunch, okay? There's no problem with that. I had a chicken burger today and sweet potato fries. That shit was fire. And what else? And then we like shared a cake and banana pudding. Communal pudding. Enjoy your brunch. See, now I don't feel like you don't mean it. Where's my audio? I can't hear it. Properties? I know you guys can hear it, but I couldn't hear it. Ew, it's domination. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention my fan. Yeah, I have my fan. And brunch is between breakfast. Yeah, brunch is literally a word mix of brunch. I mean, sorry, breakfast and lunch. You make brunch.
Capture the objectives. Enemy taking C. We captured A. Enemy has Charlie.
Target down.
I gonna race. You're a fucking weirdo. Sorry. What about second breakfast? I hate to break it to you, but you can only have breakfast once. That's why it's called breakfast, because you break your fast.
Losing B. We've taken the lead. Enemy UAV spotted. UAV online.
Lord have mercy. Be out.
UAV recon ready for deployment. shock RC is ready. Losing Bravo.
Tango down.
We've taken the lead.
Target down.
Wait, I killed someone with my shock. Oh, I didn't shoot. Fuck, I trolled. I'm gonna stay back in case they spawn back. You
UAV online. Losing B. We're capturing C. We've taken the lead. Lost B. Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone
lost
inbound. Heads up, enemy UAV spotted. Losing C. Lost Charlie.
Dude, where, bro? Oh my god, get this kid out of our spawn, please. Holy shit, give me a gun. I'm gonna fuck these kids up. Where's my BP? I trolled. I couldn't find it.
We've taken the lead.
Enemy contact.
Losing Alpha.
What?
Target down.
UAV recon standing by. UAV recon is standing by. Friendly shock RC is coming.
Dude, I'm gonna actually lose my shit.
Losing A. Lost Alpha.
You're horrible. Put your gun down.
Losing Bravo.
Okay, we won the half. Nice.
Nice work.
Who's feeding them? Let me use a gun. I'm about to shit on everyone. Mr. Beast?
Capture the objectives. Enemy taking A.
Okay, why would we want Mr. Beast to be president? He's a great guy and a great content creator.
Enemy taking Bravo. Enemy UAV spotted. Enemy taking B. UAV recon ready for deployment.
But like,
Friendly shock RC is coming.
we're talking about the United States of America's president, bro.
Charlie.
Where are you going?
UAV online.
Enemy contact.
Lost C.
And we lost.
Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. We've taken the lead.
Bruh.
Losing B.
Dude, help me.
Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted.
Enemy contact.
Oh my god, I have 3 people on me? How's that real?
Losing Alpha. We've taken the lead.
Watch B.
Losing Bravo. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted.
Target down. Enemy down.
UAV recon standing by. Repeat. UAV recon is standing by. Friendly shock RC is coming. Enemy UAV spotted. UAV online. We've taken the lead.
Bro.
Heads up.
Watch a
Enemy
bee.
UAV spotted. We're almost there. Keep it up. Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
Enemy down.
Friendly swarm activated.
Down.
We've taken the lead.
Targets in sight.
Oh my god.
UAV recon ready for deployment. Friendly Shock RC is coming. UAV online. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted.
Wait, we're popping off. Yeah, once I started using a gun, it was over. Like, actually, it was not even fair. Okay, I think they're starting. They got 50 seconds left. I'm just saying I want someone else to run for president besides them too. I do agree that, like, there definitely should be an age limit. Because, like, it literally has been proven by medical studies that as you get older, your brain is slowly deteriorating and you're not functioning as you would, like, in your, I would say, prime, which could be like your 30s. Obviously with age comes experience, but at the same time, like, I've never met a person in their 70s that's like, yeah, I've never been better like in my life. Like right now I'm peak. Like it don't make sense. Alright, bro, I was locked in at the end. Holy shit. They were shitting on me at first, and then it was over. There got some, like, cool animation going on here, like a trailer. Snapdragon Pro Series.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Snapdragon Pro Series, where we are preparing to get into our second match of the day here in day 2.
That's why there's a certain someone saying that the president.
NA. We just watched Nexus had a very strong 3-0 against Hydra, who was then knocked down into our lower bracket, and now we are turning our focus towards our Tribe versus Hype Mobility matchup.
All right, guys, it's time to announce that I am actually running for president.
I mean, just such a well-known team.
Yeah,
for the States.
Let's talk about the Goliath in the North America room, shall we?
Yeah, just one to lay out now.
And a lot of household names that actually won them a world championship not a few years ago. Raballo, Envy, Vague, Teabag also representing for Tribe. But then we're going to see Washi and Marshy, I'm sure, be playing inside of this match. They're the #1 team in North America. I don't think anybody's going to be sitting here kind of wagging fingers, expecting anything less. These guys have built a reputation over the years.
All right, pull us up, chat. Vote.
What would happen if we completed a super team format and underneath?
Just letting you guys know, I nuked 2 of the players from Tribe Gaming, the professional gaming org. So if you guys want to check out that video, it is currently pinned. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's fair to say, Tribe are a pretty good team. You mentioned them being the
Oh
Goliath
wait,
here. Well, here's Dave.
Chelsea's on this team.
You've got a number of players, which, to be fair, if anyone's watched Snapdragon Pro Series over the last couple of seasons, you will recognize. Coldest last season from Team Disciple was a team that was relatively competitive and hard.
Wait, I thought their name was something else. Fuck, what is their name? Never mind, I don't know. Either way.
We've limited. The one I would point out.
Anyways, chat, make sure you guys check out the video in my linked, my pinned comment. It is linked. If you guys want to watch me nuke Raballo and Teabag, 2 of the main players on Tribe, because I'm basically a pro player and I'm just the best. Yo, watch it. I promise. It's not pinned. It is pinned. It's covered by the poll, I think. If it's not pinned, go to my YouTube channel. Or there's the link. Thank you, Warrior. No, I appreciate it. There's the link. Check it out.
We also have our map picks ready to pull up so we can talk about that and see what our teams have decided.
So if Tribe wins the World Championship, I'm basically a World Champion.
In our match. Will we get another Hackney Yard? Is that what Brody wants to see?
That's all I'm saying.
The real question. It's in there. It's later on, but it's in there. We're starting off with Standoff hardpoint here, Brody.
Oh boy, yeah, this is a fun one. Yeah, this is actually not that different of a map set from what we saw in the last one. We've got our.
Who wants to watch it live? It was literally my first game on. I'm surprised people even caught it live.
Best of 5. We are starting things off on a standoff.
Why did they change their name to Status Quo? I don't know.
of all time in Call of Duty. I prefer
Standoff,
it. I absolutely
hardpoint.
love it, and it plays so damn well.
Takeoff S&D.
This season.
Fuck ours. These are good maps, chat. These are good maps.
Gonna be interesting,
I
to see,
fuck
you know,
with this.
What is the way in for hype mobility in
All right,
this
guys.
series? Because I don't
First
know if I can
game,
pick out a
who
map
we
where
got
maybe they can
winning?
take Tribe down.
Tribe or
I don't think that there is one,
mobility.
honestly. It's
Hype?
hard
Is
to
hype
justify
mobility?
if there's maybe a winning advantage across any of these specified maps. Maybe Hackney are
Okay,
same conversation
I'm gonna
ends
just
up
call them
coming through.
mobility.
It was their
Who do you
map
guys
pick
gonna
this
win,
time
Tribe
around.
or
I think
mobility,
that
and
if
what's
there's
the
anything
score?
You might catch Tribe off guard with. It might
Who
be
do you
some of
guys
the new
think
map mode
is gonna win,
combinations
and what do you guys
roll-ups.
think
You
is the
don't really have
score?
one inside the mix. So gotta get to map 4 at the very least.
All right, well, this will be.
I do hope it goes to map 5. I just want it to be
Teams
close.
can bring to the table, like you said, though, Brody. In the last match, definitely an opportunity for teams to be learning.
You about to pull out the OTM? Oh, nah.
Entire challenge season, just obviously open finals as well, because
250, 120 Tribe.
we see. New team
Hey,
names,
from
new
what I heard,
faces
Tribe
here
ain't
in
looking
the
so
Snapdragon
hot,
Pro
so
Series, which is kind
never
of the
doubt,
whole point
never
in
doubt.
the beginning. Anybody can literally play in, and if they're good enough, they'll make it here to the same stage as the juggernauts, like the Tribe gaming squads. So this will be a fun matchup either way. I can't wait to see how it goes. I think it's actually ready. This one's a little bit quicker, ready to go, so I'm not gonna hold us up any longer. Brody, proper, let's get into match 2.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, let's get into the matchup. Tribe versus mobility hype, or hype mobility. Last match was a 3-0. I'll be honest. I think this one, there is no reason to believe it shouldn't, just by names alone and past performances from the players in the lobby. There's no reason this shouldn't be a 3-0.
Bro, someone said the Donald Trump shooter, and it was a picture of FNS going 3 and 14. That's so fucked up.
List them.
What the hell?
I don't think that there's going to be any
That's
reasons
wild.
whatsoever. I think that you're going to be searching some pretty deep caves of the Call of Duty mobile.
What do you mean, how
community to
many
potentially
times
find
Vig
any
nuked
sort
you?
of
What the
armor or,
fuck?
I guess,
That's
dents in the
crazy.
armor that is this Tribe gaming
I'm
roster.
rooting for
Even when
Agabu's
we thought
friend.
that they might have gotten slightly tested, at least through open finals. They only lost one map, I believe. Well, that was to
Oh my
Truly,
god, there's
but
a big
I digress.
fuzzy
This is a
fuzz
team that
on my
when they
sock.
are
Oh my god,
firing
what
off
the
on all
hell?
cylinders should be undoubtedly the tops of the mountains.
All right,
But lots to be
chat.
proven wrong again when it comes
This is
down
gonna be
to
an
this,
exciting matchup.
mobility roster. You knew that you're going to be facing these top
I
teams eventually, as we always do.
expect
Coldest
a
did
lot
have a little
from
stint to be facing some of these top teams, albeit
Tribe, but
wasn't
at the same time,
the
I
best
expect
outcome, getting
a lot
eighth,
from
underneath that
mobility
Disciple
as well.
banner as well. And maybe Yon might be able to
They
add a
have
little
good
bit
players.
more
Like,
oomph
they
to
have
the
Chelsea, they got
gunny, if you will, for high mobility. Might be
Yon.
able to get them closer to the line, but
Everyone
I
else
think
is
that
kinda
Tribe
like-
still wins this 3-0.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll see.
big
I
start.
want to see hype ability be competitive here, and I guess if there
Oh,
is
shit.
a way into this series, sometimes I feel like Tribe, because obviously this roster is a highly competitive team. It's one
you
of
see
the
the
best teams
Odin?
in
You see
arguably
him?
in
Are you
the
blind?
world.
Oh my god.
Sometimes they can maybe take things a little bit
Chelsea
more
with the
relaxed. Maybe
boxing
maybe the way into
gloves.
this series for hype mobility, maybe they
Get
can kind
fucked,
of catch Tribe
Vig.
off guard when they're maybe too relaxed, but I don't know. I'm kind
Okay,
of
so
there for something.
mobility
Tribe, pretty good
definitely is
roster,
starting off on the
ability
good
can
side.
find a way, and they have had a good start to this
Because
game.
they can
get the
rotate
first
to P2
set of
easily.
kills and gunfights towards P1,
But they
Tribe
just
now
gotta
have
make sure they
stabilized.
don't
They've
give
dropped
up
the
too much
gunfights
points
back, now
on
they're looking for the
P1
back third.
without losing spawns.
Again, for Tribe, not only for the back 30, but also to maybe try to manipulate
Charles
all the
and
way
Yon,
to the
that's it.
backside of the gas station. Nice little flank actually coming through from Compa, gonna get caught in a little bit of a reload situation. So
Why don't they use BP? BP not allowed.
Tribe still
It's not in the
striking through
esports
this back
version.
alley, looking for the rotation
Oh,
over
he
towards
got
you,
cooked.
while
Oh,
still being
Teabag's
able to
using-
maintain presence inside P1.
Oh my
Really liking
god.
it so far
Oh my
for
god.
Teabag,
Compa
being able to
just
swing
got
back out wide, finds two
like
his life.
absolutely
And that
like
is also the
dick
rotation
down.
security,
Sorry.
even the scrap time.
Oh, that's awkward.
I was a little bit concerned there for Tribe on rotation. They had one player to contend with up top, but they will be swiftly dispatched with, and so now Tribe should be comfortable in noob, but for how long? Because Coldest and Chagger have already picked up a couple
You're
of kills
talking too
between
much.
them, but watching up top is dealing with everybody.
Shut
who
the
tries
fuck
to
up,
get through that
Engine.
top window.
Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy.
Defenestrated, out
Get
you
banned.
go.
I'm kidding.
Hype mobility trying to find their way through from those barn spawns, but Tribe are holding
Best gun
strong.
besides
Valor
BP
picks up a couple of
for
kills.
comp or for like
Now,
ranked?
one
For
player up
comp
top.
right now it's like
Valor
Type
gets
19,
cut
Odin,
short by Coldest.
DRH.
Hype have found their way through for the back 35 here.
But without the
Now starting to
OTM,
use
because
Hannibal
OTM's
to be
banned.
thrown out towards the middle
That's
of
how
the
you
map.
know
Will
a
be
gun's
Coldest as
broken.
well. Back and forth we go.
Without the
Hype
best
mobility's trying to find their
attachment,
way
it's
through.
still,
Final
like,
towards
meta,
Chagaby.
like,
He's gonna
question
pick up
mark.
a couple of kills. Chagaby will find 3. Vague, the only one in that ensemble to pick up anything.
W
for
Chagaby.
Tribe. Hype mobility doing really well on this hard point.
Yeah, even Coldest being
Wait,
able
they
to
popping
get that
off.
war machine to be able to get this high ground positioning should be at least the securing of 10 seconds here towards the end.
Okay,
and
okay.
might be able to give a good shake towards the scrap time. Not going to be the case at all. Not with Coldest finally running out of ammo in that war machine at that point in time. So hype mobility, very good P2
Okay.
coming through. On the rotation over towards Grandma's is where we're going to be looking towards a lot of operators coming online for both sides, but still jostling for position out here in front of Grandma's.
Nice, bro. Nice. Oh my god, that trophy, bro.
Here, but is it going to be good enough?
That fucking trophy.
Around that backline. The spawns will now flip out.
Oh my god, Raballo.
Raballo looking for preemptive fights with the War Machine, and everybody has been dealt
Get on the
with.
point, bro.
Through the middle of the map, though. Starting to
Get them hill time
against this Tribe roster. That's 3 in a row for him. Again, close spawns for Tribe though.
Oh, big kill on the Fury.
Hype mobility gonna have to get wave after wave of gunfights in this situation.
He was low.
Vague fights back for a couple of kills.
Big break.
Will leave Raballo all on his lonesome.
Dude, drop Vague. This kid sucks.
By Chaga. Hype mobility. They fight back through for the back.
Oh my god, I don't like that they're calling her Chagaboo.
I mean, what a big 20 seconds this might honestly be.
God damn it, why can't she just have her name that's Chels or something? Dude, if someone's casting me and they're calling me Agaboo, I low-key, like, I cringe. Like, what the fuck?
And I love this from Hype Mobility. They just completely swarm the back alley.
Holy shit, Tribe getting clapped.
And now they have an opportunity to try to flip this map.
Why though? It's just so sounds so goofy. Agaboo going into the point, getting traded. Like, what the hell?
The moment here, as you said, though, stuck in a situation. Hype mobility looking to try and garner some of these gunfights. Now Hype are just going to cut themselves off of the spawn.
Big. Wow, good trade.
Isolated towards the point. They will find one with the equalizer.
Oh, big kill on the claw, bro.
Hype mobility have now fought their way back through. Investment starting to come out from Hype as well. Proximity looking to get
huge
kills with the equalizers.
Huge.
Every single player. Proximity completely wipes the roster. Compa now starting to look at the kills of Spawn as well.
Is it only North America? This right now is NA. EU already finished.
The most important part for High Mobility is that they didn't use any of these.
I guess Blur's team didn't get picked up. What team is Blur on? Why, name yourself something you don't want to be called? That is true, but it's just most people know, like, most people know who Chagaboo is or like Agaboo is, you know, like.
But this is a crucial 10 seconds for Tribe Gaming and a difference maker maybe going in towards the second set.
A big wash since he lost.
Operator usage, their ability to be able to manipulate the map for these key breaks, have themselves in about a 20-point lead.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Tribe, we said this again, it feels like it should be an easy 3-0. Hype mobility proving that's absolutely not the case at the moment. As you said, everything is on point for the roster. Tribe.
Oh my god, he was so flashed. It feels bad. Greetings from Mexico. Yo, what's good?
More gas in the tank. They've done it so far as we move over towards the new.
Yeah, I thought mobility picked up SQ as well.
But now Hype mobility trying to fight their way back through.
Either way, getting picked up by like these orgs doesn't really matter early stage.
Still looking for more.
You want to get one of the big orgs to pick you up, but big orgs won't even consider teams until it's like stage 5. Even stage 5, like there's a lot of teams that are orgless. I got a genius video idea, hit me with it. Yeah, my nuke's getting in their head.
Yeah, it sure is. Again, Hype
oh my god, Vic been playing too much Fortnite, bro. He needs to lock in.
This back alley, not only for this rotation, but also one that we saw previously, has just been so stellar. But Tribe Gaming quickly trying to flip it. Teabag is able to pull the Purifier to be able to maintain this.
Why didn't you go pro? I played comp last year. I just don't want to anymore. That's why I switched back to iPad.
Kills to the middle of the map. Went Hype Mobility's
because like also when you play comp, you're investing so much time into the game, and I would rather not. You know, like I really enjoyed making content, streaming, and that already takes up so much time of my life. The way he says Raballo.
Hardpoint Tribe are investing here to ensure this first 20 seconds of the time, but unfortunately for
what? I'd be pissed.
Cut short. Proxy's also going to find a couple
big
of kills. And just like that, Hype mobility here breaking in towards the hardpoint. Teabag, the only one left alive with the R9 up top, going to have to hop out the window.
Oh, they chased them. Feels bad.
But in doing so, will vacate the hard point for Hype mobility. That's a break.
That's a big break.
I mean, it's a systematic
good scrap.
Break at that, and this is what I was talking about. Just a
I'm back.
Recap.
Yeah, but Tribe never was like down by a lot. Max they were down by was like 40.
For Hype mobility, just to work their way past gas station, found a couple picks.
Playing caught him until I get a nuke. Okay, that's not hard, dog.
And then utilize their numbers to be able to double challenge.
You just have to play for it, you know.
To get that break, it was beautiful. 20-point lead again over towards Grandma, spotting all the way in towards the back is Tribe, but you can tell by the camera.
How's it so close?
Exactly a good place to be. Not with this fight starting to work through the top side of the window.
Because Tribe washed.
Value here. Tribe also going to lose another player. This is disastrous here for Tribe Gaming. Hype Mobility have just fought their way through.
Big hunter killer, chat.
Investment now coming out from Tribe to break their way through. Envy with the claw has found one
Big.
kill.
Oh.
How much more can he find to
Wow.
flick these spawns out? Back in Tribe. Absolutely none of it comes through with the
Beautiful kill from Coldest. Oh
Continue
shit, that
to
aim was
hold on
horrible.
towards Grandma's Tribe. Try as they might, cannot break through.
Oh my god,
And
imagine
again,
Tribe
not using
loses in
operators to
groups.
break, but using
I'd fucking like
operators
lose
to
my shit,
hold.
chat.
High
I'd lose
Mobility
my
have found
shit.
themselves in essence of a win condition here, and it's
Nexus
worth
winning it all.
stellar
They're
through
still
a
Group B.
multitude of hard points, proximity
Oh my
with
god,
equalizer,
60-point
at least
lead.
for
It's
one
gonna
of
go to 8.
21
Oh my
kills.
god, it's gonna go to
49
80-point
for
lead.
Coldest, 22 for
Veg,
Shaggy,
lock
who
in,
calls
buddy.
in a Predator missile.
Holy
Gives away the
shit.
information. Tribe Gaming playing a little bit scared, but they still have numbers
With
over towards
1
the
cent?
rotation.
Okay, fuck
Look at
that.
how
That's
fast
absurd.
Hype Mobility are trying to cut through Brown. A nice double comes
What
in
is
from
Brown?
should at least hold
Granny?
the middle of the line, but you still have Hype Mobility players knocking down the door here at the hay bales.
I do wonder whether you want anybody out this side towards the tractor side of this hard point, because you're letting Hype Mobility get closer than you really should be. 5 good players coming off the back of the spawn though. Tribe should be able to deal
Holy
with those guys
shit.
relatively easily, and they will. So now Tribe. Bit of spot
Oh, why are we peeking that, dog?
Cole is going to open proceedings with a couple of kills.
Bro,
Now
has
another
such
player
a good
going down
spot.
by the
We
hay
just-
bales. It's gonna be
Oh.
investment coming out from Tribe.
What are we
investment from
doing?
Hype Mobility as well. Compa, what can they get with the Annihilator here towards this hard point? They're going to have to face down a fair bit from Tribe as they look to hold on. Compa's
Big
gonna
kills,
find more value
big.
down low. Is that the opening they required? Fake's having none of it. He goes down for
Big.
a couple of kills. Chagger, the next one up top, as Vague vacates that top side. Chagger will find his way through. Tribe Gaming, though, still in control.
Oh, they don't know who Chelsea
Still in
is.
control, and they need all of this 15 seconds towards the end of this rotation as
Oh,
well. You can see how
wasted
much they're
Sparrow.
turning
That was not
just
necessary,
inside of the
Sparrow. It
bakery.
was like a
Hype
10-second
Mobility can
hill.
just be annoying. Just a bunch of gnats trying to get control
Scraps,
over to
scraps,
the high ground, trying to even
Yeah,
get
she
these
should've
5
saved it
seconds.
for
It's just another
P1.
dagger in towards the back of Tribe Gaming, who just have to play flawlessly from here on out. It's a scramble through the entirety of the map so far. No operators to speak of, but P1 we go once more.
Bro, I cursed Tribe, actually,
close
chat. I
down
actually
somewhat.
cursed Tribe. Feels
40
bad.
points or so. Will we see our second
That could have been
phenomenal
huge,
comeback from one of
you.
our stellar rosters today here on Hardpoint after what we saw
Tyrese,
earlier
what are
from
we talking
Nexus.
about?
Don't want to cast a jinx it, but it's certainly possible.
They
Hype
got gas
Mobility, though,
bonds,
just
that's
30
true. They
seconds
do
away
have
from victory here.
they have
It's
gas
stealing away
and
game
boxes,
one
which
from
is
Tribe.
great. That's actually
Looking
really
for the
good. They
time
need to
over by
take statue
P1
control
right
for
now, trying to fight this
Tribe.
back from Brown. Coldest is gonna open things up with 3
Oh,
kills with the War Machine though. That is the break that
Holy
Hype
shit.
Mobility
Oh my
needed.
god,
No
Vig
place
with the
to do it, it's gonna be
3-piece?
Vague, and I thought for sure that Vague was
Miracle
gonna be well
3-piece.
invested, but no, he fights back with 3 of his own. Now more investment coming
Actually,
from Tribe.
Miracle
They want this
3-piece.
hard point.
Yeah, Washi with the Annihilator, 4 more bullets.
Oh, you're
to be able
choking.
to take
Oh,
the
oh,
P1
oh,
players
disgusting.
down, able to get at least the hit marker, but Tribe get wiped off of P1. More time going over towards Hype Mobility. Not enough time to call game, but you look at the rotation over towards New. Hype have already played for the future, Brody.
Yeah,
Look
go
at the
New.
spread across that back alley.
If
Hype are ready for it.
if
Again,
Tribe
23
wins this
seconds
somehow,
away from
some
victory at Hype
way,
Mobility. Couple of players now going to spawn out though for Hype.
Mobility
Yawn,
fucking
a
through.
crucial double towards that gas station
Oh my god, they're
side.
holding
That's
so well.
damaging for Tribe as they try to break in towards this hard point. It needs to be some individual play. But
Yeah,
it's just
they
not
need, like, a
happening.
miracle
The
right
hard
now.
point now gonna pop here.
Oh, fuck
Hype
that.
Mobility looking for the last 20 seconds. Can Tribe find a way through? Not when Yawn is cutting you down like that. Not when Comper is cutting you down like that. All
Got
5 go down.
fucked.
Tribe Gaming now spawning out towards the backside alley. Hype Mobility just 10 seconds away.
Oh, it's
from
over.
victory
It's
here.
over.
Every single angle is being watched. Yawn might have just put the hammer home.
Holy
Hype Mobility
shit.
take map number 1.
Coldest
Tribe
went
Gaming
crazy,
stunned.
bro. I think it was Coldest
That's
and
funny,
Yawn.
Riley.
That was
I
like,
mean, I thought
dude,
that
I
we
don't
were
know,
gonna
but
be in for at
Coldest
least
was
a
holding that shit
competitive
down.
hardpoint, but the way that that first
Holy
set
shit,
of
Tribe
kills
in
ended up
shambles.
breaking down
Tribe
was
in
the
shambles.
continuation.
Guys,
Hype
quote,
Mobility's
retweet,
success
retweet.
through all of those hard points that we got to see. Systematic breaks continue.
Guys, if you want to see me nuke Tribe, watch my recent video. Tribe washed.
And then it was also the operator usage. Brody was just so sublime out of Hype Mobility.
What the
Again,
hell?
once they got possession of the hard point, then
That's
you
actually
started to see the
crazy.
investment.
NA
I wanna say
is
that maybe there was one hard point break that came through on P4 for Hype Mobility that they used all
Coldest?
of an Annihilator just to try to help them get inside of the hard point.
Coldest went
And
crazy
that was it.
stupid.
Otherwise, Hype Mobility's operator usage was only when they were in possession. Tribe really really did
Crazy,
feel like they were
stupid,
playing on the back
crazy,
foot
stupid,
towards the end
silly,
of the first
goofy,
set
bruh.
of Hills. And that was only when it was about a 20-point
That was,
lead. Hype Mobility's
insane.
success not only on these breaks, but then the soon after holds are the sole reason why they were able to win this hard point and quite literally rip the rugs out from Tribe, who probably thought, much like ourselves here on the broadcast team, was going to be a simple 3-0. Nuh-uh. Coldest came to play today. 45 and 31 out of the
45
kid.
and
we thought that Giannis was gonna be
31.
the one that kind of gave a little bit more oomph. He was right there beside him, 33 and 28.
Drop
Also, you
big.
gotta shout out
Drop this
Kampa
shitter.
and Chaga, who were going AWOL through the beginning of that map. Kampa will finish 39 and
Nah,
27,
Chelsea
27
MVP.
and
2
19
minutes
for
and
Chaga.
40 seconds.
What a totally
OBJ.
different performance from Coldest in
OBJ.
particular. Again, a reminder as to context from last season, right? Coldest was on
That's actually
that
hilarious.
Team Disciples roster that were never really, I mean, they were a competitive team, right? They played well in hardpoint, they played well in search and
Wow.
destroy. Were they ever actually going to take series away from any of these
That
top
is
teams?
crazy.
Nah, that's not going to happen. And certainly Coldest, even though he had, I think, a positive KD at the end of the season.
OBJ
still
goats.
wasn't really putting up numbers like that against some of the top teams. So the fact he's able to come out
Yeah,
and
I
drop
think
40 plus
'cause she
in
was
game
using sub.
number 1 is a stellar
That's why she
performance
was in
and
OBJ
hypeability.
the most,
Well, they'll be
which is
hyped
makes
now
sense.
and mobile against
Good fucking shit, bro. Good fucking shit.
Because map number 1 victory for them means we will see a Hackney Yard later on in the series. We got our wish. We're a
Oh my
happy
God,
bunny
this is
here
actually
on the
gonna be a
casting
great
desk.
match,
But we've got
chat.
a search and destroy and a control to get through before we get there. If we get there, because the way Hyper playing, I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? I'm just saying.
I don't
Just
know, man.
saying.
That
like,
is
Even
crazy.
taking that map 1 for what it was, and obviously congrats to Hype Mobility to be able to strike first in this best of 5 series. When it comes down to search and destroy, you know that there's going to be one game mode that these boys of Tribe Gaming have been studying, especially with how far a lot of these guys
S&D.
fell short, not only at Mobile Masters, but even the World Championship back in Atlanta, not even about a full year ago. So over towards Takeoff we go. Offense at least first coming through.
Earth,
for
what
Hype
happens if Tribe
Mobility.
loses? They'll
It's
play
Takeoff. We're gonna be sitting here for about
who
30
was it?
seconds until someone gets a couple snipes off.
That's why Takeoff Search and Destroy is the longest S&D map we have. God, my God,
They
just
play
think
Hydra.
How long it takes for these guys to engage. Oh, what a pre-nade coming out from Yorm, by the way. Great call.
I heard
Not sure
Yomp.
whether they saw him at the start of the round. Perhaps the information was given by Compa that Vega had made his way up that deep. Towards the middle of the map.
S&D's gonna be
Washi had
rough, bro.
another
They got Washi.
Kill through on towards Chagaboot, and that will slow things up even more so here for Hype Mobility. If they wanted to get control of A, that's not the start that they needed.
Oh my God, Vig's lost.
More map positioning, trying to be taken, but it's only trades to be had. Again, when it comes down to Takeoff, when it comes down to sniper rifles in Tribe's hands, they are just playing at a line of fire away to be able to work some of these trades. Still trying to work their way out
Beautiful
the
from
stadium. Not
Washi.
gonna have any of it is Washi.
Yeah, I
who
have
finds
Tribe winning
4 in
S&D.
the
That's the thing,
round.
like,
That sniper seems to be ringing true so far.
NA
at least one round
isn't
deep.
known for great S&D, but
Washi topping
yeah,
it
Tech
on
is the
topping.
vitality.
4 kills at the start of this search and destroy.
He
And
just
he's gonna
pro
take that
Pigro
ace
ball.
away from him, but still a stellar start. Keeps Hype Mobility away from that ace
NA
site.
is, like,
Now look at the
notorious
aggression
for
through the
being
middle of the map
pretty
here
shit
coming
at
from
S&D.
Tribe. This is a very aggressive and a very different look. Nobody towards the
Okay.
back of the ace site. Trade going in favor of Hype Mobility here. That is a huge risk. A big defensive
That's
B, and I think the gambit
good
there was
early
that, hey,
rounds.
Hype Mobility are gonna
You're
switch
doing a
over
lot of
towards
yapping
B,
and not a
but
lot
it's just
watching
not
here.
worked.
Solar. Shut up.
2v4, information, mutual, vague. Had a very uncharacteristic map number 1,
Wow,
but
nice.
it will at least take down Coldest.
2v2.
Not soon after of Washi being able to find another pick. So what was quickly a numbers advantage for Hype Mobility has now dissipated into a 2v2. They will get the bomb planted at B, and Washi and Vague are now going to join forces for this potential break, but very difficult to do here on B for a retake. So many corners they could be lurking at.
Hype Mobility have retreated towards the lounge. Gonna be probably relying on the top
Don't
side. I
talk
think
to
Washi will know
like
it.
that, y'all. Go builder. That's
Keep an eye
crazy.
out for that inevitable check.
You're
to-
so
to bomb.
rude.
25 seconds left. It's not come as fast as he would have liked.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Tribe now have to be the ones to take action. The instigators in this
Oh,
situation.
big kill.
For the first snipe, Faye will take it away. There it is, that pick. But does it come too late? Is the question from me. Proximity looking for the 1 versus 2. Not going to get it done.
What AR
Final
would you
kill
use
comes
for
through.
comp?
There should be
Type
enough time
19.
to fuse for this for Washi.
If I were to
Tribe
play
with a
comp,
great
I would use the
retake
Type
there, but Hype
19
Mobility doing something
and the Fennec
unconventional. It's difficult to make those B sides work,
Tundra.
and they
Those are
definitely
the
try.
3 guns.
Yeah, I mean, typically,
AR,
especially
sniper,
through this
SMG.
meta, what we'll typically see is an R9 shotgun off, at least inside of control, to be able to try to get yourself over towards
And they
lounge
likes
via
to
the
rush
sniper's
too much.
Very difficult to do.
Yeah,
They
we
got
need some
cut down on
patience.
the cross. Tribe were able to get that retake working.
Why would they peek that head glitch?
Back
Well,
to the
he
drawing
peeked because
board
he
for high
thought he
mobility
was already
again. Back to these
defusing, but
sniper
Washi got off
crosses.
it.
Can you work one of these first bloods and being able to maintain numbers in a post plan?
Because he didn't have info. He took the first gunfight. He didn't have info if the second guy was defusing or not.
This is
So it was a gamble
back
and he
that round
needed to
number
peek.
one look, as you said, from Tribe here. And round number one fell apart. Height mobility because of Washi's antics.
Look at Vig's goofy
Might be
angles.
Vague that does it this time around. If your height mobility,
Oh
you know that
my
there's gonna be
god.
an R9 looking in this
LR9
direction.
player.
I certainly do know Vague put some warning shots out in
LR9
the
player,
open.
bro.
Time is being run
Washi
down off the
definitely
clock
is
here.
scary
What a
with-
beautiful
ooh,
nade from Vague
nade
as
kill.
well. Chagaboo down in the dirt. High mobility now. Have to start this push on towards A.
Big kill.
Have to find
That's
something.
a huge
great
kill.
to respond from Compa. That's Washi
Facts.
down for the count. That's one player off the site. The sniper's gone, but Raballo is most certainly not. Raballo finds a double.
Raballo.
That gives Tribe some continued control over by A. Height mobility, not the numbers in this situation.
And just when you thought it was one over here for high mobility, it's actually two to watch the cross, so at least Raballo was able to get the reload off. And now you're being suppressed as Teabag has worked his way up past
Is the R9 good even
scaffolding.
without legendary skill?
37
Yeah.
seconds remain, and high mobility are starting to break out from this area. They're going to catch these players off guard. No Raballo. Barely lives to tell the tale and last alive as Proxity. Immediate trade as soon as he was able to find a pick of his own. Tribe can simply do no wrong. Height mobility still searching
Might
for
be
a lot
early
of
to
these
say, but
answers.
are they gonna get
It
LG'd?
really
Question
just comes
mark.
down to being able to work this first blood cleanly, which has only happened a single time, but the moment that they try to execute over towards the side, it all crumbles.
Yeah, I mean, they take Washi out, right? I mean, they did what they needed to do. Just Raballo saves the round for Tribe.
Raballo. Sorry. Every time he says it, I have to say it too. My bad.
Back towards B they go. This worked to get on site
Raballo.
before, but it's a very different look because they've already lost the first bloods in this situation. And they've already committed to it. They have to win these fights against Envy and Teabag here on the outer edge. Envy goes down. Teabag trades on out, though. Chagaby's made his way in towards the lounge. Bomb going to be sat down, though. So Teabag now needs to be dealt with to win this round. Oh, he doesn't finish his food versus Yawn.
Oh,
Fortunately
shit.
enough, he goes back for seconds.
Oh.
And Yawn is on the plate. He will go down. Chagaby now. 1 versus 4 brought down to 1 versus 3. He trades out against Teabag.
Oh, he's just trapped outside.
I beat them in the HP. Yup. That shit was crazy. 4-0.
Crying out loud. 4 rounds of just some really good search and destroy. And I almost said flawlessly, but there was one round that High Mobility absolutely should have on their board. But when Coldest drops an absolute
Big
bombshell
cooking.
performance of map number 1 and is currently sitting on a goose egg.
3
from
kills
map
in
number
4
2,
rounds and they're 4
deep.
O's. Actually pretty good. It's not bad.
A good look.
What was the score? Like 250, 200?
Back stuck inside their spawn for another
Something like that.
offensive attempt to try to work some of these first bloods.
Good effort from Chagaby through the middle of the map. Can he find any more? Vague's gonna go
I
for
only
Ego
play
challenge.
Alcatraz.
I think it's warranted. Ego picks up that kill. Traded
Yeah,
up
Chelsea had
Foxy,
like
though.
3 minutes on point.
Foxy's
She was
still the
crazy.
problem over by A, and again, height mobility know it. Up
Oh,
close and personal. It's
Raballo
also
got
gonna be
shit on.
Raballo. Envy's finding value through the middle of the map. So still
Why is it lagging?
2 versus 2. Proxy's done what he needed to. Getting the bomb down. Nade over the top.
Maybe
Is it going to connect
big
for anything?
nade.
Yes, it does. Proxy goes down. What a nade from Envy. And now it's down to Compa.
He's
1 versus 2.
He's dead.
Wrapped through the middle of the map.
Yeah,
here.
he's
Envy
dead.
spotted him out, and he will finish things off as well. Envy.
Bro, Codas went from dropping 40 to donut. Come
3
on.
players
What the hell?
at different points in rounds for Tribe that have stepped up.
What
and have
happened?
absolutely iced up to be able to clutch the round for Tribe. Washi did it first, then Raballo, and now Envy. Really got to think this Tribe Gaming squad is pretty damn good at the video game. 5 rounds in a row.
Yeah, they're
Tribe.
pretty good, I guess.
Any response at all for height mobility on this side has to be here.
Keep on alternating sides of attack here. Tribe have read this. Teabag's read it really well. Does he have the
Why is he using a
No. Yes, he does
QQ9?
find the first kill and a second as well.
Like, I
Proxy
just
will trade
noticed
things
that.
out, but
Why is
Teabag
Dog
figured
using-
the job is done. Coldest
Like,
finds value, and now it's
they're
Envy to step
losing
up
and
to
bro's
the
using
plate for
QQ9.
Tribe
That's
Gaming.
crazy.
Brings it down
That's
and just
brave.
Compa left to deal with 1 versus 3.
From
Compa's got
screaming
the bomb
mobility
released,
control their best mode,
but it's an
really?
espionage mission
I see.
leading towards the lounge.
I guess
Doesn't
control
have
would be
the
very
gun,
exciting to
not-
watch.
Not even a chance. Tribe, a flawless defense here on Takeoff.
Holy shit, are they gonna get LG'd?
Jinkies.
LG
Got
chat?
ourselves a mystery on our hands. There's
Oh
high mobility slowing
no.
down. I mean, it's also Takeoff, and to be fair, with these sniper rifles, the way that Envy and Washi are playing, kind of makes Teabag
Best of 2 or 3? Best of 2? That doesn't even... How can you have a best of 2?
Try 1 round to the good.
It's a best of
Is all
5.
that is required. Compa will find 2. You got numbers again if you're high
Best of
mobility.
2.
We've been here before, but now the sides have swapped.
I was going to say...
Oh, big
before the round
kill.
swap that
She got info.
It is worth saying that the 6-0 start
They
from
didn't
Tribe
get
is not
7-0'd. What is LG? LG is getting 7-0'd.
Of course.
Because LG got 7-0'd by Godlike in the World Championship last year, so
defensively sided. It's so difficult to
term
get the
now.
bomb down on either A or B.
if Rabal, I mean not Rabal, sorry, if Washi clutches this, I'm dropping 5 gifted. Oh.
On the cake, and it's not even going to get that first sniper off. Chagabu closes out the round. High mobility, they're on the board.
They're on the board, chat.
One round at a time. This would be a Herculean comeback, but
no, if they come back this, I will drop 100 gifted.
Try to get aggressive, high mobility.
If they come back a 6-1, a 6-0, sorry.
Situation. Tribe trying to go for the same exact
thing. Like, just take my firstborn, because what?
Try to work across this courtyard, but
okay, not all that, but
into a very good corner.
Oh,
it's the
that's
same
awkward.
kind of corner that we saw from Teabag previously, and it is actually going to be Teabag that falls foul to it. Big of a good trade, though. Information you're.
Did LG get clicked on this map for hardpoint? Yeah.
Where Tribe are going.
They had like 40 points. Shit was wild. And they had tech.
Seating area as well.
If they come back, drop your social.
For another way in
what?
Towards B. The biggest problem, of course, is that
it's free newborn. Right W.
Sure is. And high mobility have elected just to trust Compa on this, even with the cross being held. Look at the 3-player entourage working their way inside a lounge. Gonna get crossed up with a couple bullets, hailing their way.
They do have a lot of info.
I try to escape back to
because Chelsea is so pushed up.
Exit over towards Stadium. Are they gonna try to flip this over towards A? There's not all the time in the world.
You can 10mm mag is crazy, is actually.
Oh, you need some kind of heroic.
Holy shit!
He's got it. Holds himself, gives himself away to Vague.
Oh my god, he can't kill him off the bomb either. That's tragic.
So of it, I think he's about to get hunted down by Vague, though. He takes Rabalo down first. That's the bomb plant that's going to be stopped. Tribe, though, even though they have numbers in this situation,
they don't have
still need
time
to go and retrieve that bomb. Perhaps take hype mobility down with 30 seconds on the clock. Can they get it done?
Wow, that's a beautiful shot.
Envy's got the one-shot sniper in the situation. The Tundra is built for situations like that. And now Tribe will get this bomb down. Chaga, 1 versus 3. Finds the first versus Envy. It stops the plant. And there is the final
okay,
7-1. Washi is going to get it done, and Tribe will get it done.
All good.
Search and destroy.
1-1 going into control. So Tyree said control is most likely mobility's best game mode. So this is going to be a banger game, hopefully at least.
More perfect. And hey, it didn't work out the first time, just sprinting all the way through courtyard. So why don't we just be a little bit systematic when it comes down to working their trades and being able to work over towards B.
Bro just said Chaga, yeah.
I mean, that's when inexperience really does come into
a
the
nickname
conversation.
within a nickname.
It's a very winnable round to maybe try to get up their second. If you are looking at a hype mobility G's perspective, you just didn't need to push for more information. You had the crosses, you had the high ground being held over.
They took that hard point personally, no facts. They were like, no way we lost that. Lock in, guys.
Via their numbers and being able to
no
work their trades the way that you know that they are working to do when it comes on offense. Very, very difficult to be able to convert offensive rounds when it comes down to takeoff, search, and destroy. We saw that when you're going up against Tribe from hype mobility's perspective through 6 very, very difficult rounds. A couple clutches, sure, but Tribe
that was pretty wild,
really
can't lie.
Showcasing why they are no laughing matter, albeit now tied up in the series 1 apiece. And a very good takeoff.
Yeah, apparently that first game was a fluke, yo, because what the hell?
I think just Tribe are a very versatile team on the defense, right? And I think, you know, fair play to hype mobility because they had a few different looks at both bomb sites to try and
Marcy too good to be a sub. I think he chose to be a sub.
In multiple different situations, but you mentioned it, I think, at the half right before we switched. I say the half, it wasn't really the half, was it? I mean, it was about 80-90% through the game where we saw these standout performances in those early rounds. If it wasn't Washi looking over the site, if it wasn't Rabalo picking up when Washi got cut short, if it wasn't Envy with the nade over the top and then the snipe to finish things off, if it wasn't Vague, I mean, everyone had their part to play. Everyone had a moment in those defensive rounds in which they were able to stand out and take hype mobility
They
down.
played well,
so
especially Washi, but that's expected because he's their sniper.
No nonsense now as they take the search and destroy in demanding fashion, and now we go over to a control here in this best of 5. It's time for literally the swing game in the series. Didn't think I'd be saying that between these two
control
teams.
Guys,
are Tribe now on fire? Are they now back to their normal form? Will we see any kind of resistance here from hype mobility?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know, because, I mean, Cold has had a massive map #1 and then just was almost non-existent in the map #2 comparatively to, like, Vague was non-existent in the map #1 for Tribe, and then had a
he has no faith in NA, the team, and the team, so he's going to be a sub. I mean, that's crazy.
Having a lot of different question marks when it comes down to it.
Marcy says NA is buns.
You get the data right
it is what it is.
that map #1 kind of concluded. And especially with it being on Arsenal, it is very break
Arsenal, bro. Oh my god. I missed the good control map chat. Like, bring raid back.
Do soon after. A lot of questions. We need these answers.
Fucking see seaside, like, please.
Alrighty. Let's see what hype mobility had for us here. On the offense, as you rightly pointed out already, they've had one.
This is their best map
in this best of 5, so surely we can't count them out here.
Who's best map?
Now to start this round, they're winning the vast majority of the trades.
Mobility?
As well. T-Bag's gonna have to come
I think
back.
it might be their map pick.
The AA guns to get some map control.
I think it's their map pick because they picked hardpoint. Actually, wait, no. This is Tribe's map pick.
Over the top, looking for the kill against
Tribe picked first map too, so I think this is their. Ooh.
Nobody able to do anything here for Tribe Gaming as Coldest finds 3. Hype mobility might have just captured day off the start.
Yeah, it's looking good for it as well. Nobody's in a position for Tribe to try to stop this segment. You had 3 players. That's a very fast.
Holy shit, you're right.
Mobility. 2 minutes.
Mobility looking freaking amazing right now.
We're currently setting themselves up for a couple exits. Watch out for Envy. He's currently lurking inside of the ventilation. Jumps out. T-Bag will take down another on the opposite side. So you're starting to work a little bit more map positioning. If you are Tribe, hype mobility looking for the same exact thing, at least through the cafeteria and all the way past munitions as well. And we know how
they're trolling. They have a sniper.
Is to try to combat it against Tribe, trying to deny it before it even starts.
Good efforts from Tribe here. Not the start they wanted to this round, but certainly this has been a brilliant response. Now I'm going to see the Predator missile coming down from Coldest to buy some space for hype mobility. It will land.
Vake's just
out of
feeding
the equation, or he can do further damage. All life advantage now for hype mobility. 1 minute 20 on the clock. Try and make this move forward. Proxy. Can he get that opening snipe on towards Vague? Looking for something solid here. Convincing for hype mobility to make that first move forward. It is a very one-dimensional attack. Pretty much everybody coming through the front.
Oh my god, big kills.
That is good enough for hype mobility. Yawn, Comp, Proxy. Everyone finding some value. Just one more player in the corner to contend with. It's Envy. He will actually find 1 kill.
Wow.
Trades, though, in favor of hype mobility as Yawn finds 2. Hyper on the point.
Yeah, crucial 2-piece. I mean,
oh my god, they're gonna lose the defense? If they lose the defense, that's huge.
Trades, but now you currently have 2 players sitting on the B control zone. 2 segments will be captured.
I'm just saying, if Tribe loses, Godlike is gonna be like screaming their asses off.
A little bit of a flank, but Proxy is actually gonna pick it up, and that might at least try to thwart this pinch. But
big kills from Proxy
will be successful for Tribe. But you still have 54 seconds. You are down just about double the lives if you are Tribe Gaming. To say you have to play this just about perfectly is putting it lightly.
You do indeed. Coldest is already
Vegas playing trash. Well. He's on DRH for some reason. Usually we see him on SMG, so this is a little weird.
Perfect now. Can't lose a single man on the board. Vague will win that gunfight versus Coldest, but the trades are good for combat.
They just have to get like
35 seconds.
2 wipes.
Though, for hype mobility. They do have to be somewhat strategic about this one, or maybe Yawn could just brute
they're ego peeking too much. They don't got lives to be peeking like this.
As well, just down to T-Bag now as Raballo falls. And he's already just taken out Chagaboot. You know where he is.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Towards the open here. T-Bag for a 1 versus 10. A 1 versus 3 on the point. Good luck. Have fun, friend. Get what you can, because it's not going to be a lot. Hype mobility. Take round number 1 in convincing fashion. An early capture over towards the A zone, I think, was the biggest problem for Tribe.
And I was sort of really wondering when that last player for Tribe was just going to throw their life away before even that second segment been captured.
I feel like I can take on some of these Tribe players. Okay. Okay, buddy.
You can even win this offensive round. How it happens. 5 segments were allowed.
Because just because like Tribe is playing bad,
only time will tell.
We're not taking credit away from the fact that team mobility definitely looked like they put in time. They look very clean right now. Compa!
Completely blown out of the water.
Can you hit 1 shot, my guy? Compa, dog.
Middle of the map actually finally sways in Tribe's favor. Good trades to start off, but Tribe already saw on the clock.
No comments.
Tribe happy as far as this start to the round is concerned.
My boy could not hit 1 shot with the Annie. Holy shit.
Do some damage here. First tick already threw over by 8. High mobility. Do they want to give this one a fair shake?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Resources into stopping this point. They've got a couple of operators if they want to go for it. Yawn and Coldest will open up for a couple of kills now. It forces Raballo to push through. Raballo going to get shut down. Coldest is finding more value over on the point, and it's just down to Vague, who will actually find 1 kill. Keeps
spawn trap.
Alive. And while all this is going down, T-Bag has got the Purifier in the spawn. He is blinding everybody up, trying to bring the lives well in favor of Tribe. He might have just bought some space at least.
Spawn protection was there, and you're talking about space. Well, it's actually nowhere to be found. Look at the map positioning. And the
Dude, how did Teabag just get literally like 5 kills and bro, nobody was helping him, dog.
But the rest of High Mobility were controlling through the middle of the map. 40 seconds remain. Just
That's
1 second
absurd.
left over at A, and
That's
we'll add
fucked
an
up.
extra 60 to the board. But can Tribe even try to get there, given that High Mobility has so much map positioning?
And Hype Mobility, despite getting spawn trapped there momentarily, still finding a way to be terrifying to Tribe. Gunfight's being won over by A though. That should be an extra 60 seconds on the board now. If you're Tribe, slow down.
11-11. Yeah, you gotta slow down, bro. Play picks, play picks.
Big gunfight going down over by the AA guns. What's going to get taken out before any potential spawn trap can come through? So that's going to really raise the pressure for Tribe to make some kind of move towards the point. Predator missile down from the heavens is going to take Teabag out. Hype Mobility are winning every crucial gunfight. Their map control right now is insane.
Yeah, it really is. Even expecting the push to come all the way through the cafeteria, not immediately traded though. Vague's actually going to pop the equalizer and start working in towards the spawn. Has a smoke to help things out as well. He knows that one player's going to be coming off the spawn. It's going to be Coldest. Can he find any more? Yeah, the equalizer should guarantee at least one.
Yeah, Teabag's gonna be like molding, bro.
Shaft. Not gonna give him the 1v1, at least not yet. Vague just kind of having food dangled in front of him, and this is just bait. I mean, he's got 2 people looking at him right now while the rest of his team running to be control zone.
Yeah,
yeah. Vague, I mean, he was trying to set up the spawn trap, right? But Yawn just pulling him back there in that moment, and he finds more value as well. It's so frustrating, Hype Mobility, but have Tribe done enough here? They've got their way on towards the point. Vague has played his role perfectly.
This honestly has to be Tribe's round.
Tribe have made their way towards the point. Jagaboo's going to take himself down.
Yeah.
The Sparrow,
if they lost that round, they lose this game.
Nowhere to stop the point. Tribe will win the round, but it is certainly not as convincing as Hype Mobility's first round victory.
And it's like I said, I mean, Tribe were able to do that off the control segment. So that's massive if we do end up going to a round 5. Who's going to have that defensive side, should you even want it? It's
Holy
Arsenal
shit.
Call of Duty Mobile, for crying out loud. Only time will tell. No operators to speak of, at least for the opening break-off here. Going to have to do this the tried and true way. A nice little split coming through for Hype Mobility. Maybe try to find some value over towards B. But look no further. It's a scramble for A.
Hype Mobility. They won the first set of gunfights back in round 1.
Jagaboo. Oh no.
They were able to capture 8.
That's good. Cool. How you doing?
Did. This time around, a little less
that shouldn't have been that close. I agree.
Trade on back, but still one player to contend with on the point.
These games are like hard to watch.
Compa goes down. There is the wave of gunfights that Tribe wanted. They have some map control now. What's the reaction like for Hype Mobility here? It's a splintered push across the map. Coldest is able to produce these 2 pieces, these 3 pieces out of bloody thin air. He finds those gunfights. Now he finds the map control.
Coldest.
Coldest is just continuing to push the point home. Buys map control for Hype Mobility. Tribe will stabilize here, but those individual plays from Coldest, they just keep on happening.
Yeah, Vig just choked.
Yep. And it opens up the doorway to maybe try to get themselves over towards B, but nobody's dealt with MV still inside of the vents. It's going to pop up on a very nasty head glitch. Gets one player, one shot. Proxity still lying in the corner. Finds 2 somehow, some way. And kills to at least be even as far as lives are concerned. But Hype Mobility need to make a decision. What zone do we want?
Yeah, they're going for A.
They corrected themselves. Stop going towards B. Try to get 60 seconds out on towards the board because we're running out of time in this offense.
Did I just see Vay go in vents with a DRH?
Gonna have to kind of retreat to A here. Well, they have the reads. I mean, they've got the reads.
The fuck?
Teabag is going to find Compa in this situation. Coldest, good response. I think Hype Mobility will have just captured A in this situation. I don't think Tribe will want to invest anymore into this one, or maybe not. Wasn't actually able to see Teabag on the minimap there because we were in the free cam mode. He will find a kill, but will not be able to stop that A capture going through. So an extra 60 seconds is what we will see. Big kill on the transfer from Proxity. Envy, can he stop this one? No, looks away at the wrong time for the reload. Tagaby's going to find that kill. Potential here for Hype Mobility on the transfer, but great response from Tribe Gaming to stop any potential spawn trap.
Yeah, especially looking for a push to come through the cafeteria. Those 2 kills might just set Tribe up to maybe retake the middle of the map. But you still have players lurking around, and it's Coldest, because of course it is. Yon will be there for the bait. Purifier on the opposite side for Teabag. Not here alone. Washi alongside his teammate trying to work this spawn trap. They're missing a few of these players. Already pushed all the way past the middle of the map. Already captured the A control zone. But Teabag's behind them during this push, communicating that to everybody.
Oh my god.
Down low.
Oh my god, Teabag.
Actually gets turned on, but traded nonetheless. Tribe have all of the map positioning and time running out.
Bro's horrendous for that one.
Hype Mobility trying to find the offense here. Maybe
T-Bag got
Annihilator is the thing that will do this. Obviously, Tribe also bringing out their operators.
5v7.
Compass is finding the kill. Compass going to get it done with the Annihilator. All of a sudden here, Washi left alive with this Annihilator. Have to find these kills. He can only connect for one. Yawn on the other side going to bring the claw.
Who's that lurking? Coldest.
Rabalo will trade things out. Tribe now left up to 2 versus 5. It's just down to Envy and Rabalo here to save this round. They have to be strategic about this one. Can't even take.
Holy shit, he pulled his melee out, bro.
That one done. But still, a 2 versus 4. Height mobility over on the point. Envy tries to get the kill done.
Well played from mobility. They're losing on defense.
When here's 1 versus 1, and we go.
They're getting fried.
Control height mobility clutch up.
Yeah, and an opportunity for high mobility to take this swing map mode combination of an Arsenal control versus unarguably the #1 team, at least on paper here for North America, Call of Duty Mobile. The narratives are writing themselves. Tribe need to win another offense to push into a round #5 and have a good opportunity to maybe try to get on defense. But you know how things have gone. You probably want the offense given how all 3 rounds have concluded thus far. It's a battle through the middle of the map. Operator immediately popped by Vague, trying to get into the enemy's face and immediately shut down by Yawn. Clock was stalled out there for a moment, but height mobility wipe house.
Holy shit,
very
chat.
strong here on the defense. Tribe though still hanging about. Washi for a couple of kills. Washi needs to procure a 3rd here if he wants to keep the hopes and dreams of capturing this A zone early on alive. Now number 4 as well. Troshy's gonna get it done when you call Washi to do it. Washi is absolutely gonna do it. That's 5 for Washi, a full wipe, and it keeps Tribe in the conversation.
Put me in, coach.
But Tribe are not convinced with A.
Tribe Bianca, bro. Tribe 6 Bianca. We actually need
players over towards B. Is that an error though? Because you're splitting your forces. You don't have as convincing a push either of them as you would like.
T-Bag actually wins a big one over by munitions. So that's going to be the flank that you might have to be considered about if you are height mobility. They're conceding this A control zone. A minute will be added on towards the board, and Tribe currently have a 3-life lead. And there goes T-Bag on that flank. You have a Predator missile. If you are Washi, off of that amazing start towards this round in response, might need it just to try to work your way out from this little bit of a situation.
Holy
you still
shit.
have T-Bag. Here comes the Predator missile to be able to give him the information on where some of these players are located at.
Damn. Bro got sniped by the Pred.
Well,
I'm watching this on 40. Bro doesn't even know what team's playing.
He's doing it right here.
Watching on 480 just reminds me of my old vision.
Off the clock to deal with T-Bag. It's reinforcements that aren't going to be able to help the 2 players that are trying to set up the spawn trap. Maybe they don't reinforcements. Proxy is going to win one of the gunfights. Jagaby's still alive as well. T-Bag dealt with on the flank now. So hype mobility out of the temporary prison that they were in. Tribe now
big
on the way to the site.
Oh, nice double.
That gunfight. Jagaby though wasn't dealt with in from behind, and Jagaby's gonna find all 3. It's gonna leave Vague all on its lonesome towards the
Damn.
point. Vague can only procure 1 gunfight. Jagaby
They
might
have
have
time
just held
though.
this round back for Tribe.
So got a minute and 10 seconds left on the board. This is perfectly enough time for Tribe to maybe try to work one more.
Who's coldest? I have no idea.
That clock. We'll have to see. High mobility have a really good grip on the situation at hand, especially for coldest.
Yeah, put Tyrese in.
He will be the first alarm system towards this B push, and it's all coming from the front out of Tribe.
And nobody around the flank here. You're running right into the head first gunfight.
8v8.
You will find 3 kills in a row. Rabalo's going to bring that one.
Hey, why is he pushing that?
Finds 1 with it. Tribe might have numbers in this situation, but they've got very little.
Bro peeked while reloading.
That will not favor them whatsoever. 2 operators on side, height mobility.
Holy shit! Look at number 4. That flank from the vents.
It's going to come out from Washi. What can he get with it? Jagaby
Vents
now
flank.
Sparrow out as well. Washi the 1 kill. Jagaby also going to find one on the other side. Now a 4 versus 5. Numbers not in favor of height mobility. Here at 26
Proxy choked.
The clock will stop. Washi still looking for more. Yawn with the
Oh my god.
Any.
Here's
Annihilator 2. It's absolute operator mayhem here. 20 seconds on the
Holy
clock.
Shit.
Mobility and Tribe. 2 versus
Holy shit.
2.
2v2.
Now back on the point.
15 seconds.
Some individual 1v1s, 15 seconds. Tribe. You have to go
1v2.
now. You have to make your way towards the point. Envy's going to invest the claw. Could this be
Oh
it?
wow, well played from Tribe.
Not going to be able to do
Dude,
so here.
mobility should have won that. He had such a good Annie timing.
Just doesn't slide back down
Holy
the stairs. There's
shit.
only 7 seconds remaining.
Unlucky.
You could have given up a
NT.
segment or 2. Maybe try to
Dude,
go
they
for the
actually
retake.
had
You
that.
time to
Mobility
maybe
actually
flank all
had
the way
that.
through Cafe.
If Tribe wins this game,
Oh,
oh
it
my
could've been a 3-1 for
god, no
mobility.
way.
I saw
That
it
would have
in
been.
the
I saw it too. I saw it too. I saw the vision,
round
chat.
5, where a lot of operators got pulled late. They're in round number 4 to be able to end up here. It's an offense
Right.
with high mobility. Do they want this side? Because instead of going over towards A, they kind of escalate the situation by going over towards B. T-Bag has a good purifier timing to be able to at least find one. Gets shut down soon after, but the opening break-off won by Tribe nonetheless.
Exactly what they wanted. Tribe on the defense here to start this round out. It's been the thing that's been the problem over the last couple. Vague doesn't think it's going to be a problem though. Finding a lot of kills here. Our Tribe only giving up 2. Now going to be 3 as Yorn will double up. Vague's now going to bring the equalizers out to really drive this point home though. Envy also finding another one. Look at the
That's so crazy, bro. Mobility choked
from them. Only giving up 4 lives. They've brought Hype mobilities down to 20. And Hype here selling way away from their spawn. They're trying to go through the AA gun side.
Yeah, they want to try to work this munitions push, and Rabal is going to be able to get that information. How many players did
Wait, lives are close.
Not even matter. Through the big window, Proxy is going to be able to take down Washi. Now he starts swarming over towards his A control zone, but it still trades to come through.
Shit.
And nobody was expecting Envy to still flank all the way through Lounge somehow.
What the hell?
So the onus comes down to
How's she there?
to try to find more value inside the spawn, but the Pred missile from Vague will completely de-earth him from such a push. 10 seconds remain, and Hype mobility desperately over towards B.
High mobility.
Big
really
Preds.
feel them for the first time
8 seconds? Yeah, it's over.
He's struggling to get anything going. There's
Fucking
only 5
hell,
seconds left.
bro.
This was a control.
It's
that
over.
They should have won. Can they save it in this situation? Comper and Chagabi will win a couple of gunfights.
Yeah, that's done.
The
Wow, mobility choked.
Will finish things off for Tribe Gaming.
Oh, what a choke.
Arguably the best control all season long in the Snapdragon Pro Series, and Tribe will come out on top. And I kind of hinted there.
Holy shit, mobility choked that. It was that bro, that, oh my god, that 4th round. That 4th round was theirs.
Well. Again, that very much so could have and probably should have been a 3-1, but
it should have been a 3-1. Agreed.
Claw being pulled out, you probably just want to throw your life away, expecting to have an operator advantage going around number 5. Not the case at
wow,
all.
game 5 possible. It is possible, but that means Hype mobility gotta win next game.
And gets right in towards
this round, if T-Bag, really bro, he was spawn trapping like crazy. If they lost that round, holy shit.
Definitely tested when it came down to this Arsenal control. Hype definitely brought the aggression. It was slaying side by side with Tribe continuously. But towards that round number 5 on defense, the only difference started off with Vague with that equalizer. It was the first time that we saw it happen.
What a match.
For an operator to be popped. It was the first time that we saw a Hype mobility through 3 offensive attempts start their way over towards B and got immediately stuffed. They struggled soon after to try to work their way through the map through about, what, 2, maybe 3 Predator missiles. That is a difficult situation to have for yourself if you are Hype mobility, especially when you start off this series so hot.
Man, that is a frustrating control and a half. Hype mobility, though, through the respawns, I think especially in this best of 5, continue to prove themselves an ever-present danger for Tribe. You can see it there.
Holy shit.
Coming out from Yorn, a player I mentioned at the start of this best of 5, and Coldest as well, who continues to prove that he is much better than what he was back in Season 4. Looking over towards the Tribe side, though, a team effort and
oh my goodness, bro.
Has to be said, it does feel like, with only, I think, T-Bag, technically speaking, going positive, this is a situation where Tribe were outslayed in that game.
Somebody said Trump just got dinked. That's crazy.
Yeah, again, like they were tested in all the ways that I'm sure they probably weren't expecting. I mean, look, I've known these guys for quite some time at this point. Every single time I get to talk to them on LAN, they are some of the most confident individuals. I'm sure they were probably thinking coming into this series, don't worry, we'll take care of these guys.
This is going to be a good game.
Level, but not the case at all. Again, Vague had a very much more appearance in this map number 3 comparatively to we had in the map number 1, and it's a very scary sight to behold
outslayed and lost.
Even when they do get outslayed, what they can still do fundamentally on the map is just as good as any other team. Is it good enough to compete with the teams on the East? Well,
now I'm excited to see mobility against other teams
in the World Championship, so you still have some things to figure out. But a map number 4, nonetheless, Hackney Yard on the docket. And hey, again, this is a map mode combination that's relatively new.
Big top fragging is something I didn't expect. Big is good at what you on about. Well, it's just he wasn't playing that well. That's why.
It could be map 5.
Like off the start,
who knows, dude?
he was like not doing so well.
At this
So
point, I think we game into this series.
T-Bag raging right now.
This would be a 3-0 to Tribe because
he's losing it.
I mean, you look at the history of these 2 rosters. Tribe, one of the best teams in North America. The composition of these players, even though this is the first time we're seeing these 5 players play together under this team. Still, compare that to the history of a roster like Hype Mobility that either haven't qualified for the Snapdragon Pro Series in the past, or when
Let me speed it up.
they haven't done all that well. This is the best that we've seen for any of these 5 players. And now into this hardpoint. Can they force a game 5 out of Tribe? What a performance it would be. Well, for start here on Hackney Yard, they seem to be wanting exactly that. They start very strong.
Oh shit, yellow the feed.
The map, and what we mean by that is over by P2. And if you missed our first series, P2 is a very good hardpoint for yourself. Very difficult to be able to break. I don't
Teabag, bro. Teabag. No way he just choked that.
The reasoning behind it, but still scrambling through the P1 warehouse.
Wow,
so
that's
got 30
crazy.
seconds left to fight over, so Tribe cannot allow all this time to go over scot-free. Hype Mobility have already gotten the majority.
Yo, bro, put the
Very happy
R9
with
down
this.
after
Again,
that.
P1, generally speaking, and hardpoint is not something you ever really
Holy
expect to get a wealth
shit,
of
they
time
just
from.
got-
Be very happy with that as he
They
gives
got
us a couple
spawned
of kills
out.
off the back of for this
I think
rotation
3-piece from
towards
Envy,
New as well.
holy.
Envy will cut all 3 players down that attempted to cross towards New hardpoint. And while Hype Mobility will walk away with about
They
45
ran
seconds
with
in total
40
off
on
the back of
P1.
P1. Tribe will
Not
have
good
an
for
opportunity
Tribe.
if the setup is right here towards
But P2 is huge,
to fight
so.
back and gain the lead right back from Hype
Yeah,
Mobility.
BP is banned. Well, not banned, but it's not on the esports
All
version.
comes down to this P2 hold. This is a really good
But
setup
it's banned
as
anyways,
well.
I guess.
Just to talk about the overall setup, the
Oh,
first alarm system would
oh.
be vague. It's playing over by that very godlike head glitch. Kampa's the only one to make his way past over by the blue picket fence, and actually gets Chag to
They miss a
spawn
good
on
anchor roll.
in. So
Envy,
this mostly just comes
envy.
down to what happens over by the OE and how much more Kampa can find. Absolutely nothing, but Chag is still able to slip the net.
Chag.
Inside the tire shop. and
We're
currently
calling
selling out the clock as
Chag.
well.
Tribe are winning all of these gunfights.
That's hilarious.
Take out Vague, and I think that's the biggest
Oh, why are
thing
we
now.
jumping?
If he's
Whoa,
Hype
whoa,
Mobility
whoa.
opening
Don't kill
towards
spawns
this
now.
hard point, they have to actually follow it up with kills, though. Wash is going to pick up exactly where Vague left off. He goes down, I think, a one gunfight. Tribe Gaming know how important holding this side of the hard point can be.
Oh,
Vague
big.
now leaving where he came off spawn to pick up some more gunfights. Tribe are doing a really good job
Chag.
of keeping Hype Mobility away, and as
Insane.
they go towards this new hard point now,
They-
it is just
not
gonna
even
be a 1 versus
Chaga,
1 for the
just
scrap time.
Chag.
Teabag
Oh,
looking for it with the
Teabag, bro,
prize
what are-
fight. Chagaby will take him down.
Brother,
full scrap,
what's-
but Tribe able to take the lead away from Hype Mobility now as we go towards the next hard point. That was the P2 they wanted.
Only lost 9 seconds from a nice little timing coming through from Chag, and you're going to be feeling pretty darn skippy about that if you
Why
are.
is that low-key
Tribe for a lot of
disrespectful?
different
It
reasons.
low-key,
Mostly comes
yeah,
from the
it
push that
does
takes
sound
into the backside of the
disrespectful.
warehouse stairs, being able to get themselves
Like,
into the
my name is
backside of the
Agabu.
stacks P3, and
What
now
are they gonna
have
call
closer
me?
Spawns. It's a scramble, at least for the
Ag?
front end of this time.
No.
Yon's going to be able to take down Raballo.
That would
So
actually, if
currently,
I
Hype
watch
Mobility
a
in
stream
possession
back
of the
and the
time,
caster's
but
calling me Ag,
can they maintain
I'm
this
closing that
presence
shit
on the map,
off.
especially with the Hydra so far? Yon, so
turning
good.
that shit right off. Ain't no way. Don't get paid enough for this.
Trades back and forth now for this hard point. Tribe Gaming the ones in control, but still
It was on point, that's the problem.
not quite satisfied with the map control they've got just yet before jumping in towards the hill. Now they finally are as Ballet picks up a kill with a nade. Chagabu going to fight back
Ag.
here. Hype Mobility looking to find a way through to take Tribe out.
Oh, big kill on the
Instead, they'll be
Sparrow?
comfortable
What the hell?
with taking Tribe out of the hard point from range. Do they have anybody there to instill themselves in for the scrap time?
got so
though?
many
Proxy with
kills,
the
but no
coverage of
one's on the
smoke will
point.
look
It's
for
crazy.
it. And Hype now will be looking for that scrap time, but looking over towards New. Now we're going to
Wow,
start to see some of these
choke
operators come out as we
from
usually
Vague.
do towards P4. Vague's equalizers will not last that long as Hype Mobility look to be the first team to touch, but there is Tribe presence overkit. 3 players to contend with while Yawn holds the top side. Couple of players also outside. Chagabu and
Chag.
Compa, big gunfights. Yawn with the equalizers. Looking to garner some control. He's already picked up 1 kill. How much more can Yawn find? Gonna get the kill against on towards Vague.
Ooh.
And another one as well. Yawn is popping off right now. Hype Mobility have control.
And how
I
crucial
think
do you
Tribe's
that
gonna win
moment in
this
time is
matchup
that
anyways,
Vague
'cause if they go to
popped the
S&D, I think
equalizer,
it's
a
Tribes.
very crucial operator that we've seen find big success on this office hard point. Gets
He's dead.
immediately shut down, and then 2 more to follow for Tribe. But Yon's value
Teabag
with the
heard
claw
me. He
allows
switched off
Hype
to
Mobility
R9.
to maintain presence on this office hard point. Here comes Vague, here with the equalizer.
Oh, he didn't lose his
Trying
equals. That's
to at
good.
least maintain presence on this
Oh,
hard
well,
point.
he
He's able
lost
to
it
find
now.
at least
The fuck?
kills required to help his running mates get back inside the time, but immediately dealt with.
Agathos, her name?
Recent
No,
trades.
bro. My name is
Hydra
my
being
in-game
maintained
name
for
is
Tribe. They should be
Agabu.
able to secure this back 15 seconds as we start thinking about
Agatha? What the
rotation to
frick?
This is such a back and forth
Y'all
game
so
between these two
disrespectful
teams. I
for
would expect no
what?
less after what we saw back in game
Hurting
number
my
1.
feelings.
Who's going to get control of New? Hype Mobility do get a couple of kills, but ultimately it's Raballo and Envy that should be able to
Raballo.
gain early control over this hard
It's
point.
Airhead.
Smoke will give Proxy the coverage to
Yeah,
get
that
into towards
also
this hill.
works.
And now all of a sudden, Teabag has a lot to do. It's going to employ the Purify to get this one done.
No one's gonna peek him.
Maybe
got
wait a
to
little
go.
bit longer for his teammates to come over the top. Compa's going to get a kill from long range with the Annihilator towards the hard point. T-Bag will find only one with that Purifier.
That's a crazy spawn.
Tribe Gaming, though,
Crazy
they
spawn.
come out on top.
Crazy spawn.
Now they have the spawns for new. Coldest will get a couple of kills, though, Tribe. It won't be long before they're under siege once again. And Compa already starting to pick things up with the Annihilator. How much more value can Hype Mobility find here on this pushing towards the kill? Compa and Coldest combined for 3. One more player left to contend with is going to be T-Bag. He's down to 50% HP. Vague, can he save the day? T-Bag once again just trying to play his life here, jump around the top to try and get in from behind. He's the movement
Miss
king at the
Wonton,
moment.
yeah, that's
He's played
iconic.
his life for long enough that Tribe will be able to get back through. They're not allowing Hype Mobility any time whatsoever.
No, and again, it's just keeping it scrappy, and it's maintaining Tribe's 5-point lead. But finally,
He
the
jumped.
dust will settle.
Oh, Lord.
Compa will at least secure the back 5 seconds, so it's a very,
What am I
and
watching,
mean
bro?
very slight lead for Hype Mobility going in towards the second set. And this is where things really started to build for them off of P1. Almost feels like the map completely got reset. Tribe on the better side of the map. Hype Mobility trying to break back inside P1.
Tribe,
But you
come
have
back.
a lot of numbers for Tribe to be worried about, and I got to tip it for Coldest. Thought that maybe he might be able to work a flank all the way through the OE pass office. That's being watched by Vague, and Hype feeling the pressure, pulling out an operator. The Sparrow for Chad gets shut
no,
down
man.
by Envy.
Big hardpoint time here for Tribe. Hype Mobility setting themselves up on the left side of the mini-map here for control of P2. Now they want a slice of P1. Yawn going for it. He's going to get shut down. Coldest will produce a couple of kills. Is it good enough? Can't find any more, though. Will Compa now proxy in towards the time. Shot's not that great there with the SMG. So Tribe will win the vast majority of the trades. And as they find 3 kills
But
between
next kill
them,
is important,
that
bruh.
should be it for this time. This is going to go Tribe's way. Hype Mobility, though, settled with the new hardpoint. Vague going to bring out the equalizers here to do some serious damage. He's already cleared 2 players out.
That's actually pretty good.
With Vague. Can he be
Oh,
the hero in
shit.
this situation?
Oh,
Yes, he
my
can.
God.
But find Chagabu.
That's
Vague
actually
will take
really
down
good.
more as well. That's opened up the path for Tribe.
But now Coldest, even with the War Machine pulled out, was able to at least find that trade. Now needs to be entry as well. Is able to get up through the top side of the tire shot.
Oh my God,
finds
Vague
2
actually
more.
doing something.
It
Let's
allows these close
go.
spawns over by the office to come through, and Coldest gets bumped as well. Yawn with the claw to try to reinforce this hill. The Tribe still spawning nearby. Raballo now with the War Machine. Able to find himself 2 more. Coldest trying to keep things equalized for his team, but unsuccessful in that. Tribe still holding on. Still a lot of time to fight for here too.
Yeah, this could be the break that makes the difference here in this game and this series as well. We often talk about how P2 is the hard point to get control of. Well, they've broken it within the first 15 against Hype Mobility, and now they have a growing, massive lead against Hype Mobility. Tribe still looking for kills inside, though. Hype Mobility trying to contest.
Okay,
for
the
about
lead
20
is kinda
seconds here.
crazy
Only
now.
One more player to contend with will be Chakabu. Nice nade to open things up. We'll actually follow up another kill as well. Washi's shots are not all that great.
Unlucky.
Chakabu goes for the slide, and Washi will punish. So Tribe now, off the back of that mammoth hard point, will have a 90-point
Oh,
advantage
turned
also
on.
against Hype Mobility. This is not good
Fox
for them
City got
whatsoever.
fucked.
The rest of this hard point needs to be great for
Yeah,
them.
Hype is gonna
It
lose.
sure
This is
does.
too big of a
Even on
lead.
transition, much like how we got in the previous set, Brody, is actually starting to escalate.
Tribe is
in such a
warming up,
manner.
bro.
Again,
They look
Hype
like they're
Mobility
feeling
getting cut
it.
down on rotation. You had players for Tribe pushing office, players for Tribe pushing past the warehouse side. You had split spawns coming through from Hype Mobility, finally stabilized on the backside of P5. So have players to be worried about. Inside of the current hardpoint is Washi.
Yeah, they
with the
feeling it.
Annihilator, finally dealt
Why
with.
you never
still
joined
have
them and
Tribe
play this?
players
You as a
nearby.
phone player? I did. I played last year,
Players
stage 4.
Once again, breaking in towards the time. Yawn will find a couple of kills. If you're trying, though, your objective here in this situation is just to keep Hype Mobility away from this hard point. Don't give them anything to work with whatsoever. And Washi going to bring that Predator missile down to keep Yawn and Coldest out of this hard point. Hype Mobility now looking for the back 20 seconds. They just cannot get players into this time no matter what they try, though. Tribe Gaming doing a stellar job at keeping Hype away from this. They've got, what, 3 or 4 seconds off
shit.
the back of this hill. Finally, they'll get in for the back 15. I don't even know if they'll get that, though, because Washi comes in for the scrap time, removes Hype Mobility from it. And
Envy's
Hype
back
Mobility get
hurting?
nothing from that kill. Now we move over towards New.
He is popping off. Vic's doing well, too.
Up top, and he gets dealt with.
Oh, and even Vague just shutting down.
Whoever was
Foxy
the
on
Annihilator
rotation,
player-
was trying to be that
oh, it was
player
Compa,
waiting for
I
Hype
think.
Mobility, has an equalizer ready to be popped, but everybody for Tribe.
That was
is
just an
popping off.
unlucky
Here comes
sell,
Foxy.
yeah.
Now with the equalizer up top first, trying to find any kills whatsoever, but it's T-Bag now to meet him with a Purifier, completely cleans house, and now can start working some of these timings, these angles to help out his team break back in. Tribe looking at the finish line here with another quick break.
Here come the operators out from Tribe as well. It's 2 to talk about. Rabalo's War Machine is now the
Oh,
only
huge.
one up, as Vague's going to get shut down.
Huge.
He's picking up kills left, right, and center. Rabalo up close here with the War Machine is good enough. Tribe can finish things off the back of this hard point. It's a full yellow
Nice.
feed from them. Height mobility spawning out in 9.
Yeah, it's
as far
over.
as this hill is concerned. Just 10
They're holding
seconds
it down
now.
so
All
well.
They need to close this one out, and they are winning every single gunfight possible. Height mobility will be in desperation mode. to
Wow,
try and
what a hold
survive
on
the
P. Oh my
onslaught.
god,
It's
what a
just
good
not
hold on
happening.
P4.
Nobody to touch the hard point and try.
GG's, Tribe on top.
They require towards the back half of
Wow,
Happy Hour
NT
hard
from
point to close
mobility.
out
They
this
played
series.
so much better
When
than
we
I
go back,
expected.
if we have a replay
Bruh,
package
that
of
control,
I want
it was that
everybody to
control.
look distinctly at what the score line was. When we got back to P1 for the second set of rotations,
It was
comparatively to what the
control,
score
dog. It was
at
that
the end,
control
it was
is
about a
sold.
150 to 20 scoreline difference in between the first
Mobility
set
has
towards the end of
potential.
the game.
I agree.
You asked for Tribe to get tested, yeah, it was there. You asked for Tribe to try to do the damn near impossible that is Hackney Yard, breaking P2, and then continuously hitting the throttle all the way through the center of the earth.
Holy
That
shit,
was
well
soon to
played, well
follow.
played. How
This
many
is the
teams go
Tribe that we
through
expected come
to
out
stage 5?
all the way back to
3.
Standoff map number 1. High mobility definitely tested them. And then Tribe soon answered back in kind. High mobility had a really good opportunity through that second set ready to be able to answer back in kind. But even with Tribe pushed against the wall, it came through from Vague's equalizer to break back inside P2. That relentless pressure, through the warehouse into the office allowed them to break back inside P3. But the one crucial battle for me comes through from Vague, working through the courtyard, being able to shut down Proximity to try to get inside of the office building with the equalizer. Should that happen for high mobility, they might have been able to at least guarantee themselves at least 25 to 30 seconds. Not going to be the case. Tribe never left the driver's seat there in the second set.
Yeah, and the thing I would say as well, right, is just imagine how different that game is if Tribe don't break P2 on the second set, right? If Height Mobility do get the full 60,
Agreed.
it's a significantly more competitive game. Even with Tribe not letting Height Mobility get a single second off the back of the hard point after that, even with Tribe getting a dominant control of the rotation towards the next hill, towards P4 after that.
Wow.
It is that P2. It constantly is that P2.
Well
that can
played
make or
from
break
Tribe.
the hard
That
point.
last
Tribe
hard point.
proved exactly why there, as they take the hard point away, they win the series 3-1. And to be honest here, looking over at the stats at the end of the game, again, Tribe just coming out on top, looking at the slaying power of the likes of Vague. You already mentioned it, 38 and
T-Bank
29
is a good
to
player.
his name. Envy also at 37 and 31. Man, it feels so damn good to see some of these players back together again.
Listen, that was an insane performance on behalf of Tribe Gaming, but we knew that they were capable of either coming back when they're in a situation where they're behind or just being a strong team in general. I'm actually really impressed by Hype Mobility because they were able to take a team that we've said time and time again is the best in the region and not only take a map off of them, but make them struggle to get some of the wins on the other maps. I think that was really indicative of how much work
Tribe
they
need to
put
pick up
in
band again?
between open finals until the challenge
So
season.
Tribe and Animus in
They-
stage 5?
they
No,
worked
Tribe
hard
isn't
on
qualified
their
yet.
squad. They knew who they were facing off against, and even though they lose this particular matchup,
See,
they still have
it's
another
Nexus
opportunity.
against
They'll drop down to
Tribe,
that
bro.
lower
That's gonna be
bracket, and they'll
such a
facing
good
off
matchup.
against Hydra, former Pollos Locos, the team that lost
Hydra
to Nexus
against
earlier on in
mobility
the
is
day.
gonna be good
And
too.
I think this is going to be a banger. Of
I think it's gonna be a banger of a matchup too.
honestly,
You're
all
right,
I'll say,
Glitter.
right, is
I
who on
agree.
earth put Group B together, because every single team in this group is on
Group B
fire.
is demonic,
It is
dog.
An
This
absolutely wild
is
group.
insane.
And yeah, Hydra and Hype Mobility, and I think we kind of both written them off a little bit about, you know, you're having to face Nexus, you're having to face Tribe. Surely you're not going to be able to do anything. And albeit, you know, Nexus win 3-0, Tribe win 3-1. The maps themselves are competitive. Hydra making a close hard point against Nexus, giving us
Holy
a close
shit,
search and
chat.
destroy
Holy
against
shit.
Nexus, and we just saw what Hype Mobility were able to do. Honestly, I love it. I can't wait to see who's going to come out on top of this matchup.
especially when we take into consideration that both Hydra.
All right, let's play a game. Let's play a game while we wait for the match to... Why am I using R9?
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down.
Target down!
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
I suck. I need
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
the BP, bro. Motherfucking Molly pussy, bruh.
Hardpoint
OMG.
contested. Hardpoint is ours.
Bro, I just
contested.
spawned. Alright, give me a BP. I need a slightly more range.
Headshot.
Hardpoint identified. Capture the UAV online. UAV recon standing by. UAV recon is standing by. Hardpoint lost. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. We lost the lead.
Press. Oh no.
Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted.
Wait, how do we not have the point?
Friendly Shock RC is
Oh
coming.
lord.
Enemy Shock RC is coming.
Yo, bro,
Enemy
go
UAV
new.
spotted.
Teammates, please.
We lost the lead.
Okay. I'm just spawning and dying. I've had him getting
Hardpoint
cooked in
contested.
ranks.
Hardpoint identified. Capture the
Okay, I'm the only one next.
capture the objective.
I died and still got to next
Hostiles
before
have
anyone
captured
else.
the hardpoint. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Enemy UAV spotted.
Holy shit, there's two.
Heads up, team.
Is it worth
Enemy
using
UAV
game plugins
spotted.
on Samsung?
Hardpoint
I have no
lost.
idea, dog.
Destroyed enemy's UAV.
Yeah, we're cooked. Just lose this game, dog, so I could play another one.
We lost the lead.
You're horrible. Teammate, hello?
Hardpoint is ours.
Dead.
Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint
What
identified.
is this game?
Hostile predator missile inbound. Capture the objective. Hardpoint locked down. Advised. Hostile predator missile inbound. UAV online. Friendly Shock RC is ready.
Yup.
Friendly Shock
Good
RC is
hold.
coming. Hostile care package inbound. Hardpoint identified.
No way.
Shield turret is ready. Shield turret deployed. Our shield turret has been destroyed. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested.
Can you shoot him? Haley!
Hardpoint locked
Dog.
down. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Enemy UAV spotted. Hardpoint is ours.
I give up, bro. I can't watch anything.
Hardpoint
Behind
lost.
you, you dumbass!
UAV
Oh
online.
my god. My teammate is like running at us. We're spawning the opposite way, bruh.
Lost the lead. Bring it up, squad. deployment. Hardpoint locked down. Capture the objective. Friendly Shock RC is coming.
Target down.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Friendly Shock RC has been destroyed. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Heads up. Enemy lightning strike incoming. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted.
Okay. Yeah, red balloon.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Heads up. Enemy UAV
Oh my god.
spotted.
Oh my god, bro. And they had someone leave. Dude, can we lock in? What is this? Alright, wait. Did they start? No, they got 6 minutes. We can play one more. Hydra against TMG is gonna be good. They're both really good teams. Dude,
Priority tasking failure.
what are my teammates doing? You guys are actually buns. Like, actually. 73 impacts? You might as well not have been in the game. What the fuck? This is the ranked experience. Yeah, very nice. I love it. I love ranked. Ay, ay, ay. Please find a game. We gotta go quick. Is Vegan Tribe? Yeah. Alright. How many kills it respawns to be considered a sweat? Not necessarily how many kills. More just how good you are, I guess. Alright, I'll fry this game. You can bag that timeout and take a cold shower. That's crazy. More so how you get the kills? That's also true.
Contact with enemy.
Because you could drop like 30 kills in what's it called, frontline, and that's a lot. But if you drop like 30 kills in hardpoint, it's not that much, you know. And also it depends on who you're playing against. If you're playing against really good players and you're like dropping high kill games, then that's pretty good. I'm gonna start up a poll after this matchup when Nexus, I mean not Nexus,
Hardpoint.
TMG plays Hydra. Because I actually don't know who's gonna win. Both teams are really strong.
Hardpoint
Point
identified.
there.
Enemy contact.
He's flashed behind you. Your teammate, dog.
Hardpoint is ours.
You're so blind. I got him. Don't worry. Okay. Oh my god.
Enemy contact.
Horrible. Put that shit down.
UAV online.
Enemy contact.
UAV recon. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Friendly Shock RC is ready. Friendly Shock RC is coming. Hardpoint locked down.
Spawning in.
Tango down.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Yo, what are you
Taking the
doing,
lead.
bro? Look at him.
Hardpoint is
What the
ours.
fuck? Fuck this game, dog. Actually.
It's up, team. Enemy UAV spotted.
We're still spawning in.
UAV online. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Nice.
Hardpoint identified.
Oh,
Capture the
cringe.
objective.
Oh my god. You lost that, Gunny.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint
Enemy
contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Oh my
Hardpoint is
God.
ours. Hardpoint lost. UAV online.
Where, bro? Like, where are they spawning?
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. We've taken the lead. Predator missile down. Hardpoint contested.
You gotta go.
Friendly orbital laser deployed. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. UAV recon standing by. Repeat, UAV recon standing by. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down.
Okay, I give up. How long am I gonna be live? Until stage 4 is over.
We've taken the lead.
Like, why are you going up, bruh?
Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
I'm so done with this game. Like, what is this? Next game's about to start? Yeah, I know. We're literally 10 points from winning, so. Perfect.
Friendly stealth chopper inbound. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours.
Nice. Alright. Alright, now we can watch. We're perfect on time. Perfectly on. Dude, those guys are horrendous. Hop in the backpack. Relax. Relax, bro. I played literally 3 games today. Calm down. Bro, those guys were horrible. I swear they left. Alright, let's watch the game. Sorry.
And height mobility, both of these teams having faced off against pretty tough opponents on the other side of that bracket, and now fighting to stay alive in the competition here. This is going to be a really, really close.
Yeah, this is
battle,
a
but great way
big,
to close out
big
the day of
match.
competition
Whoever
here.
loses is
Hydra
out.
Put on a performance.
Out.
As did height mobility. I think it's
You're
gonna be tough.
done.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, like so often I think you kind of you want to write off the lower round one matchup of just like, all right, here's the teams that lost. They're not that great, and you know they're not going to do that well. These teams are great.
Nah, just because you lose
enjoyed
does
them
not
going
mean
up
you're a
against
bad
Nexus
team.
and Tribe respectively. Hydra, of course, did go up against Nexus. They were very competitive on Hackney Yard. Hardpoint, they took a few rounds.
I have a toxic
in search
relationship
and
with
destroy. It
COD
was
Mobile
really
too, I
just
agree.
the control where it felt like they weren't in the conversation. But
What does
still,
it feel like to
Hydra
nuke 2
are a
pro
great
players?
team.
It feels
They
like
look
I
awesome,
nuked 2 pro
and I
players.
think, we had that conversation about, look, this is
I
a
don't know,
team
bro.
that
You
in
got
their
popcorn?
LATAM region last
Just
season
regular
were not
popcorn?
that
I don't
competitive.
like popcorn. The
Still
only
can see them
popcorn I
being
like is
competitive.
caramel popcorn.
I think
Unfortunately.
expectations weren't set too high when it came down to their opening round matches. I think that much you could say between both Hydra and their opponents as well is that we didn't expect them to be able to do the things that they did. I'm sure that they probably gained a lot of fans today. Very unfortunate we had to say sayonara to at least one.
Yeah, but these teams are
It'll
really
be
good.
a
That
tough-
is facts.
A tough back and forth for these teams, and it'll be a little bit sad, like you said, but I'm excited to see which one can fight to stay alive in this lower bracket. This was not an easy group, like you both have said a couple times
true.
now. So a little bit unfortunate, but we'll pull up our map picks as well.
Let's see the
what
maps.
we've got going on. A little bit of information obviously gained on behalf of both these squads as they're able to watch each other compete against those other teams. And now we get to see what they decided to go with. You are wondering where the firing range was. Well, it's back in here now,
Firing,
Brady.
yay!
Love to see it. It wouldn't be COD
S&D.
Mobile without a firing range. I felt so homeless with COD Mobile over the last few days.
That's
and
facts.
weeks. We've not had a firing
They
range.
get
I've been
the
really
goofy
sad
maps
about it. We've
now.
got
Okay,
firing
Standoff
ranges
is
back in
good.
the mixer, and
Good
you
pick
love
from
to see it for
mobility,
map
'cause they
number
just beat
2.
Tribe on it.
Also
They have
back in the mixer for
momentum.
This best of 5 is going to be Standoff to kick off this
That
series.
is good.
And that's
I
interesting, of course, 'cause we
agree
saw
with that
Hydra ability
pick.
take that map earlier on against Tribe, so that's good for them. And we get the Hackney Yard that Hydra made life tough for Nexus as well. So honestly, to see both of those
Do all
hard
the
points here in
continents
best of
bring
5, I
up
think that's probably the most
a
interesting
team
pick.
for world champs? That how it
And
works?
Hackney Yard is back.
It's not all
For
the
map number
continents.
4, we get 3
Okay.
best of 5s on one
Like,
single day.
Africa
for one
doesn't
single
have
broadcast, and
a
they'll have
region,
Hackney Yard
but,
potentially to be
like, for
played.
example, NA
Very
has
interesting to be able to see
3
because both of our
teams.
two did surprise us
Europe
at
has
certain moments on
2.
that map mode combination. Respawn
Garena has
specifically for high
2.
mobility were
Japan
very
has
good,
1.
though this Hydra roster
China
could
has
definitely
3.
slay. Very excited to see what they do look like on Standoff.
Bali's banned,
because
yep.
I'll keep it a buck 50 with y'all. I think that high mobility has definitely got my cash in this brag.
I mean, after what we saw them do up against Tribe as well, I'm not surprised by that, but not going to count anybody out yet, because I think we've seen quite a few moments throughout today and just in this region, in EU as well, where we've been surprised repeatedly by teams that we've considered underdogs. So I think this is going to be a great way to at least finish everything out. And like we said, everybody at home, if you're just joining us, whoever wins this match will stay alive and continue competing in the lower side of the bracket. Whoever loses
no pressure.
will be eliminated from the challenge season right now. Okay, so chat, let us know your thoughts.
right
Who's
now?
taking this one home? Who's going to survive and continue on? Because map
I'm
number
thinking, how are
3
you doing,
is
Ash?
about ready to get underway. So let's.
Why
close
doesn't
out
Africa
this
have?
bracket.
I don't know. They just haven't had.
Well, we have to say
for
goodbye to one
long
of these
time.
2 teams, and that's really sad because they provided us a lot of entertainment over the last few hours, Andy. Honestly, I think it's kind of a byproduct, right, of the system that we have here. Obviously, if this was last season where we had the round-robin format, we'd get to see a hell of a lot more of these teams. We'd get to see kind of what they look like stacked up against the Group A teams, and I think, inarguably, at least for me, I think they probably would have destroyed them. So, you're going to have to say goodbye to one of these teams here.
It probably would end up destroying them. I mean, we traded room to grow with round robin to not a whole lot of margin for error. That margin for error is now gone. Both of these 2 teams did face off against our 2 of top 3 teams that we have, because
that is
we
true.
don't want to exclude status quo from that entire conversation within their first round matchups. But you did have a lot of bright spots if you are these 2 teams to walk away from when it comes down to this best of 5. Not all of the data in the world, at least for you and me, maybe more for Hydra when it comes down to search and destroy, but respawns for these 2 teams didn't look too shabby, specifically for the hard point. I think we're mostly looking at the operator manipulation coming through from Hydra, what they were able to do versus that Nexus roster there on that Hackney Yard, comparatively to just the overall slaying prowess that we got from mobility versus one of the top, if not the top dog here in North America versus Tribe. So again, this is a coin flip, honestly speaking, on which way this might end up
Angels
going.
should be
Not
playing
too
right now.
sure
I
which way the
agree.
map set
Let's get
might end
hello.
up going. All I can tell you for certainty, this is going to be a square up because
Bro,
qualification
can they start
is
the
still
game,
on
bro?
line.
We literally could have played
Absolutely. These teams,
another
they were
ranked
fighting
match.
hard
Come on
against
now.
Nexus and Tribe respectively, and they're going to be fighting even harder now because, as you said, their tournament lives
Tribe already
are
played.
on
Yeah,
the
Tribe
line.
just
It's important
faced
to note as well,
Team
something
Mobility,
well ahead
and
of us in this
it was
situation.
3-1 for
You're not
Tribe.
just fighting to stay alive in the Snapdragon Pro Series. You're not just fighting
Tribe
to stay alive for a
actually
potential spot
was looking a
in
little
Challenge
shaky.
Finals. Down the line, you're fighting for a chance to represent your region in the Call of Duty Mobile World Championships for this year. There's only a handful of spots for North America on the line. And given how competitive these guys have been,
I think it's a very
against
competitive
Nexus,
region.
against Tribe, honestly, it is not that far outside the realms of possibility, especially given what happened in the
That is
European
facts.
region yesterday during Challenge Finals, to say that there is a real shot that these guys have at taking one of
How
these
come you ain't
spots.
playing
So
this year?
They're fighting for a lot.
Because even last year, I didn't really want to play
absolutely.
competitive.
And I think
It's
I
a waste
speak
of
for
time.
everybody,
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna do a
not only
poll.
lives in the North America region, but has also been there for
I'd
the
much
past 2
rather do
World
content
Championships,
creation.
Is that NA just
All
needs to
right,
get back into
whole
their winning
time,
form.
who
It happened at
wins
DreamHack
this
Atlanta
series?
was lackluster, and that continues on the conversation of what you and I talked
Hydra?
about when it comes down to these European teams. We just need to be able to compete better with the Eastern teams, especially when you think
Hold
about
up.
some of the super teams that were made, not only to still compete against So
Poll
what
is
is
up,
known
ladies
as
and gents.
godlike over there in the Indian region? So a lot of eyes on here for North America to step up again through all the roster mania. We've concluded to a lot of these teams to be able to step up to the plate and potentially beat some of those teams when it comes down to LAN in a few months' time. But then you also have
Yeah,
these other
LAN
teams
is a
that
lot
kind of got
earlier
some of the
this
best
year. I
parts
think
of
it's in
other teams to
October.
be able to maybe find their own different route.
What
and
happens on
avenue
day
to
3 and 4?
represent
It's
the North
finals.
America region, to your point there, on such a
Because today
global
it's only
stage.
up
So a
until
lot
the
of time
second
left
round.
to potentially be able to do that again.
And there's
It
two
just comes
brackets,
down to this one
two
best
groups,
of 5 to
so.
be able to see what you look like when the pressure is truly on. Could end up quite
DMG
literally
gonna win
making
after
or
playing like
breaking
the
a team,
big tribe?
if not a couple of individuals.
Well,
Yeah,
you don't
and
know
you
because
talk about
Hydra
kind of
played
the
very
international
well
stage, right, and what things
against
have been like for North America, and of
Nexus,
course,
and
you can't
Nexus
mention
is
their
up there
European
on the
talk
same
about
level
that.
as
But for North America, obviously, I mean,
Tribe.
for Worlds last
October,
season,
yeah.
obviously, I think a lot of the hype was around the then Luminosity Gaming. Of course, then they became Seminole, being the team to beat. I mean, that was like the vast majority of our storylines going into that event, that, hey, Luminosity are definitely going to win this event, and then they didn't. They got shot by Godlike. But even beyond that as well, we talk about Mobile Masters most recently. I think it was back in April, right? Where Seminole, I think, were kind
I
of
do wish
short-handed
we
a
got
little
to
bit.
see
They
a
lost Tech Hunt
LG
before the
against
event. There was visa issues that prevented him going
Wolves
out
last
there.
year. That
Cartels
would have
did
been
a
crazy.
really solid job of
Oops.
filling in for him, but even that
This is the
wasn't
last
enough for them to
matchup of the day.
overcome. Q9, I think, were the team that beat them.
Is there a video
in the
that explains the whole
semifinals.
stage
So,
4 scene?
North
Okay,
America, I
I'll try
think,
to
just,
sum it up.
again, They do
So
need to get back on top. You need the best representation.
there's obviously
possible
different
at World
regions, so I'm just
Championships.
going
These
to
two
explain it
teams,
to you
while they
in
aren't
one
necessarily
region.
the best,
Okay, so
with a little
each
bit more
region, let's
practice,
say
a little
NA
bit more
has
seasoning, these guys could
how many
come out
teams?
on top,
Like
but they have to get past each other first. It is
8
do or
teams?
die time. Your safety net of
which
the
is
lower
split in
bracket
2
is
groups.
gone. You
So
lose this
top
series,
4
you're out.
4 teams in each group. Group A,
Standoff
Group B.
hardpoint gonna be the first venue for a
And
very
2
crucial
teams
best-of-5
out of
series
each
between
group
these two teams. Again, we did see
goes
this
up
hypermobility team
to the
go up against Tribe. They were
semifinals.
able to win this. It was the
And then
national one
after
in their
that,
previous
the
best of
top
5
3
that
teams
didn't
from
even
that
conclude not
4
too long
team
ago. So maybe you might be
makes
able
it
to
to World
continue on with
Championship.
such an escapade. The
So, LAN.
opening wave of gunfights might suggest to do so. They're on the better side of the map right now.
Wait,
They're
Tribe
currently
isn't
soaking
playing
up
again?
some
Not today, because they won.
Hypermobility very happy with
This is
his
losers
hardpoint
bracket, and
control,
everyone
just
has
like
2
we
lives,
saw
basically. So
versus Tribe.
lose once,
Now
you're in
looking for more
losers
kills.
bracket.
Combo
Lose
Tiger
twice,
Blue
you're
gonna
out.
combine for a couple here. Hypermobility already starting to earn some streaks early on in this game. The Hunter
Wolves
Killer
got eliminated,
with
but
the
what
back
are you
pocket for
saying,
combo. I
dog?
think he's gonna
Wolves
utilize it
is
early
a
and try and get
Chinese
some
team.
PT
We are
control.
watching
Hypermobility,
North
they get the first
America.
30 seconds off the back of
What?
P1. Now already starting to fight for P2, but Hydra are being pesky. They're being annoying. They've got Fabuloso in towards that gas station, and I do wonder how much damage he can do. He's gonna have to do something here because his teammates are dying around him.
Yep, sure are. Good wave of gunfights on transition here for Hydra. Would love to be able to find where Comp is located at. Are they even aware that he's still hanging out up here? Awkward 1v1. Somehow Comp is going to be able to walk away with 2, but Hydra is still able to get the job done. They're currently in possession of the time, but Hypermobility not too far away.
Hydra trying to find their way through.
Ooh.
Fixo and Use are going to find some gunfights here. Now just down on Noisy. Can they do anything in this situation? Again, Noisy's finding value. It's a pinstripe kill.
Damn,
feed, but
Hydra getting
Hypermobility
smoked
will come
at the
out on top
moment.
of it.
Ooh,
Close for
blasted.
Hydra mean they'll constantly be hitting this over
Which
and
team won
over
last year?
again.
Overall,
Hypermobility
World
will know
Championship?
about it.
Wolves.
Hydra just continually trying to
A
find
Chinese
their way
team.
through. Yawn up top needs to try and play his life. He's not going to be able to over-aggress from Noisy on the jump up. Hypermobility now are the ones that get the close spawns though. Hydra are in for a moment. They get about 6 points away. Hypermobility now back in for the contest. Proxy waits patiently for Fixo to come in for the chow. Like he will pick up that gunfight. And even better here for Hypermobility.
Doesn't Wolves have one of the
They
best
get the
snipers
scrap
in
time,
COD?
They win those gunfights,
Yeah.
and now they're starting to win some gunfights on rotation.
Yeah, and they're just going to leave Hydra.
He did really
to
well
spawn
in
up all the way
stage
on the
5.
backside of the warehouse as well. This
That's for
is
sure.
phenomenal work out of Hypermobility just to manipulate the map. You still have players for Hydra lurking around inside of Grandma's. Last alive at this point is Fixo. Has the R9 up top, but how long is he left for this world? The rest of his teammates still spawning all the way in Narnia. And the way that Hypermobility are just waiting for him to peek to try to give his teammates some assistance, they have broken. Hypermobility continue to build their lead.
Can't afford to let this one go. If you're Hydra, you need to break this pretty damn fast. If not, Hypermobility are going to garner some serious momentum early on in this game.
Last
They
year was
already
definitely a
are.
good
Chagaboo now.
one, I
Sparrow up
agree.
top, pre-fire pretty good. Great communication coming up from his teammates to let him know that there was a player
Good
trying to make
lead
that jump up
from
happen.
what's it
Hydra,
called?
can they
Mobility.
break through? Noisy with the claw is gonna
Oh, they
do a
kind of
little
broke
bit of
that.
damage
Hydra
here.
broke
Just have
that,
one more
and they're
player to
making them
deal with, and
spawn
yeah,
out.
Hydra
Rip.
will unearth Hypermobility, a crucial moment here in this game. Hypermobility still trying to fight back though.
Oh.
Purifying the back pocket isn't going to go for
He
it. I think
hesitated.
that should decide this hard point. Hydra needed that time, and they're going
I'm
to
good.
get
How are
it.
you doing, Goonies?
Yep. This will slowly get them closer towards High Mobility's 70-point line so far. So we rotate over towards the bakery. We'll have High Mobility here first. A couple operators to play with in between Proxy.
Thoughts on the teams this year?
It's the Sparrow for Fixo that opens up here for
Garina's
Hydra.
very very good actually. Ooh. Yeah, Garina's looking actually really, really strong.
Here we go, Hydra attempting it. Dawn gets a couple of kills before being removed from the hard point. Now Proxy just going to be sitting here lying in wait for all the targets to come right in his FOV, but he
oh my god.
Fixo,
wow, Fixo.
Only able to get one. Height mobility have been removed.
Am I going to watch Party India Stage 4 Day 1? It's today? I would like to watch Godlike and Vitality play, but I think they might be streaming at a weird time.
From the close spawn, Hydra can't get anything. Will get 3. Height mobility now looking for the back 25.
Yeah, sure are. Might just be good for it as well. You got split spawns coming through from Hydra, and the timing is just not equating to them being able to utilize that pinch. As Kappa utilizes their Annihilator there to be able to go on a Herculean 4 spree to end this set of hard points. It is going to be about 113 to 67. Hydra got belittled when it came down to the opening break-off for this map number 1. That was a continuation leading all the way in towards Grandma's hard point, but High Mobility able to lean on that with their point lead thus far. Gonna open up this set with a Predator missile, but Hydra currently in possession of Brown, trying to get themselves closer towards this 114 scoreline.
How many slots do Chinese have? 3.
40-point advantage over Hydra right now. Hydra going to dominate the kill feed, though. That is the
which I think is like the most deserving region to have 3 slots, because they just
control off the back of that as well.
They just dominate.
Find a way through. Coldest.
All 4 of their top teams, bruh.
That's Proxy going in for a flanking play. He's going to get read perfectly from Fabuloso, though. Kills around the front, also being won by Hydra here. Yawn, though, will contest.
Why are you asking if Kaide's streaming in a COD mobile chat, Danny? Like, why can't you just search at that? Like,
but now they're in danger.
Just takes at a moment's notice, being able to find that quick 4 dead. And how fast Hype Mobility were able to get themselves
official comment on the Fennec. I love the Fennec. I love the mythic Fennec.
I should say. And that was going to be noisy.
Wow, he wins that?
No way. Now look at the setup for Hype Mobility.
I'm
got
too
one player
lazy.
Proxy lurking inside of Brown. He got a crossfire setup on the backside of the alleyway. Even a Proxy
would have took you less time to search it up rather than asking someone.
No 1-for-1s here though. Hype Mobility winning every single gunfight. Hydra have one more
Plus both of you live in Canada,
what can they do?
so you should know. Oh, that's so brain dead. You're so stupid. Bro thinks I'm fucking Kaide's like neighbor, dog. My bad. I should just telepathically know.
Forced up towards the stairs. You take and contest if you're those players at the moment because you got those close.
Wow, that comment was so dumb. Like, I'm actually shook.
They can't get anything done. Hype Mobility at the very least here for Hydra do not have full control of the back alley, but they do have full control.
Glory is goated.
That's not good for Hydra considering the lead that is growing right now for Hype.
It's just the firing line that Hydra have to try to slide.
It's 3 AM in the UK, bro. It's bedtime. What are you doing?
20 seconds are all.
Wow, their P2 is good.
At the end of P2, and Hydra is still spawning over by gas. Look at the minimap. Hype Mobility off of the respawn. Say that's fine. There's only 10 seconds left to gain. Hydra are still spawning back gas.
Wow.
Let's just rotate over towards new, and that's exactly what they do. Hydra have no choice. They have to concede the back 5 seconds.
Oh, Fixo.
And try to win this wave of gunfights just to get possession of the time.
I'm clearly trolling. Dang, my trolling not welcome here.
If you're Hydra, have to make sure you take all of these.
No, I'm just calling you stupid, bro. It's all good.
Use the Predator missile to try and force.
You could be a troll and dumb at the same time. All good.
Not really finding much off the back of it though. Operators now coming out.
Ooh, big break.
Just bursts in towards the hard point.
Big trophy. That was a clutch trophy.
Down for the count as well. It does not take long for Hydra to find themselves out of the hard point.
If you're asking what
did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you stupid. You're a very intelligent individual.
Out of yawn just to go on an absolute tangent.
Oh.
Flip the map back.
Yeah, nah. This is tragic.
They're about to be at 200 points before Hydra.
This is tragic for Hydra. Holy shit.
And it's a couple of players that are showing up and just letting
mobility going crazy. Oh, blasted.
About that acquisition for Hype Mobility has worked out wonderfully for Coldest to keep his pressure up as well. 10 seconds are all that remain in Hydra. Gonna send at least a couple players, maybe try to combat it for
India's top 3 for stage 5. India has 2 slots.
They're already inside a bakery.
Right? Yeah, India has 2 slots. They don't have 3.
A rather unsustainable amount for Hydra. Again, they're relying on
mobility, not mobility, vitality and godlike.
Player number 4
Easily.
up top, Fixo has to play their life for long enough that they can
Actually, Vitality's... Oh yeah, no.
They're not getting any help whatsoever. There comes a point where you
Vitality got like
those individual plays for yourself. Fixo finally going to activate here for the 1 kill, not going to find any more. And now the
Aerith from Indio. Much love. 360 no scope and tri player.
Finally they do so, but you're immediately going to have more and more to deal with from Hype Mobility. They've got the numbers to replenish the control of this hard point for Hype Mobility. They can still.
I don't think BP50 will be available in competitive this year.
That Fabuloso actually spawned all the way out. Now you have operators.
Are you blind?
On each side. It's a dueling equalizer inside.
Oh my god.
Point proximity is going to be dealt with. On the opposite side, Hydra loses theirs. Still enough time to potentially
get
themselves closer to 250. Chag smelling blood in the water, pulls out the Sparrow, looking to call game. There's not enough time to close it out here. But Hype Mobility just mere seconds away from.
Dude, they're getting fried.
Oh man, it's just the second half of this hard point. Hype Mobility has absolutely been on fire.
When next to very try to be next that, yeah.
Whatsoever. And now they need to be perfect for the remainder of this hard point.
Why do they make it every weekend, bro? Like, that's so long. They should just do it every, like, maybe every other day.
Hydra the first team through. For how long though? Hype Mobility already starting to earn gunfights here. Hydra can't get anything done.
They're getting shit on.
A few seconds away from victory here. Hydra, can you find your way through? They're being cut off at the source, and Hype
GG's.
number 1. A close hard point through the first half. The second.
China's using BP. I don't know. I don't know why it's banned for us then.
At least through the first set.
Jan went crazy.
Completely got a Walmart.
Do I have a build for R9? I think I do. Try exclamation mark R9. I don't really use the gun, so that's why.
Just the overall manipulation and the real benefit from being able to have as much slaying as we did get, specifically for Hype Mobility. GG. Again, we talked about Jan even going in towards their previous series, going up against Tribe. How important this acquisition was.
Well played from Mobility.
He came from a team that just placed top 3 in the previous season of Snapdragon.
You know why it's banned? It deletes maybe? No, but he's saying that if it's available for China, then why is it banned for global or for like NA and EU? And I don't know about Garena. It should either be banned for everyone or allowed for everyone, right? So.
Best of 5 here versus Hydra.
It should be said, this roster has not been together, it feels, for that long, right? Since the whole debacle of, you know, who would be representing Hype Mobility here.
Does like CDL do the weekend, like Friday to Sunday? Yeah, it's like
they make a couple
championship
of
weekend.
They add Yawn and Proxy to the roster since Open Finals, and it looks like this roster has been together for, well, a lot longer than they have. And again, we talked about
maybe China Walden. Fair.
Involved in that
I do think BP should be banned if it is available. It's so good. Heck didn't leave Vitality. Did he? I don't think so.
The game just starts to run away from. Here's a look at that scoreboard at the end.
It'd be very random for him to leave, no?
As it were, as Yawn hits 40 kills over a double positive, he goes with almost 2 minutes in the damn kill. Yawn is doing it all right now.
I mean, his name might suggest otherwise, but this guy is very much so awake and alive right now. That is just a nutty scoreline from left to right. I mean, how do you survive for almost 2 minutes inside of the hill and go double positive? Like, that is just unruly. I can't, like, through all of my years watching Call of Duty and even Call of Duty Mobile, it is very rare to see such a stat line out of that, but just running circles around him so far in that map number 1. Again, a map that they were able to win versus who we say on paper are the #1 team out of North America of Tribe. Can't say that I'm too surprised, but I was expecting a little bit more out of Hydra. Now we go into a search and destroy where we didn't get anything at all. Realistically, besides what, a round and a half out from Mobility. GG?
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, here's my thing, right? We go into a search and destroy, and you do kind of have the double-edged sword, as it were, right here, right? Where Hype Mobility, again, they did get absolutely mollywopped by Tribe in the search and destroy. That was a takeoff, but how much of that was Hype playing kind of not well? How much of it was Tribe, just their readjustments, their individual efforts on that map were so difficult to overcome? And then you have the other side of that conversation of, like, all right, well, how did Hydra get on in their search and destroy versus Nexus? And they still lost it, I would argue, pretty convincingly. But Hydra,
we're going straight into S&D.
Damn. Had a lot more responses. But it's just comparing apples to oranges, right? I mean, Hydra had to play up against Nexus. Hype Mobility had to play up against a Tribe roster that looks so solid in Search and Destroy. What do the strategies look like for these guys when they have to face off against one another? Hydra, the start of this Search and Destroy, immediately recognize that aggression coming out from Chagaboo, and they very swiftly deal with it.
I will say this much for Hydra. In the 4 rounds that they were able to win over Nexus, it was their aggression that really benefited them to be able to gain such superior map positioning. And so far, it's working out for them. And listen, it's firing range. Sniper rifles are certainly going to be there. High mobility definitely got a little bit too antsy for Chag to try to push inside of wood scot-free. So now you find yourself in a 3v5. And the offense is still waiting for more picks to come their way.
Ability might not have numbers here on the defense, but at the very least, they've got map control. But it is tentative. Yawn needs to do something special here.
That's
Down
good,
the lane.
OCSA.
There's number one. There's number two. Yawn is lining all
Did I
these
throw
guys
away
up,
my
even
glasses?
gets the
I didn't
first shot
throw
with the
them away.
pistol, but isn't able to secure the kill itself. Now Colas needs to pick up exactly where Yawn just left off, and he's able to do exactly that. Lines both of those players up and gives Comper a chance for the 1v1.
1v1, sniper off.
What?
And he has the angle towards
Damn.
Showers. Didn't see him past the training dummies. What a read coming through. High mobility gonna strike first, and what a clutch coming through. I mean, if you're Coldest in that situation, you want one player dead to rights, and then you were able to at least win the initial 1v1, had the last player one shot, easy two-piece. What a W out of high mobility to start off in a 3v5, being able to win the opening round.
And if you're Hydra, you let that slip through your fingers. You let, I mean, Yawn, then Coldest, then Comper. Close out the round. Comper goes down, though, this time around. Numbers in favor for Hydra once again, although we learned from round number one, that doesn't mean diddly squat. Hydra, I think they're feeling that as well. They still want more of an advantage before they're making the move forward.
Well, it did work well last time to have a 5v3. Saucy going to be able to find the second on Eon. Still lurking around wood. And if you're trying to execute over towards A, you know you need to clear trailer. There's one player just lurking inside. Proxity. How much can he find?
Getting on the site for Hydra this time around has been significantly easier. No sniper to have to face down. Proxity instead. SMG inside. Saucy's taken Coldest out of the round. Surely this is a round for Hydra. Surely they're able to overwhelm. There goes Chagaby.
Damn,
Proxity
1-1.
will find one
Yogurt
kill.
is such a clutch for
The
me.
Hydra play the numbers game perfectly.
Wait, that's so
This
random.
time
Wait,
around,
what?
they do
What
not
are we
get
talking
clutched up
about?
on. They're
Like,
able to
I
take
refuse to
that
do
site.
late night snacks anymore, or spicy stuff in the morning, or do
Well, the
yeah,
numbers
spicy stuff
work
in the
their
morning
favor
makes
that time
sense.
around. Just making sure that they double, triple swing
I would say
when necessary.
snacking
Able to
is
solidify
fine
that
as long as
offense.
just depends on what
See how
you're
the patient's
eating.
gonna start looking like for high mobility.
I wouldn't
Still gonna
recommend
get that
snacking
aggression
while
on
you're
track
like
early,
watching
trying to get
something
all
though,
the way
because you
inside
really
for this
can
first blood. If you
lose
go
control
one
of
for
how much you're
one,
eating
full-on
when you're
takedown.
watching and
Saucy
eating.
is a big player to lose, but still gonna take Fixo along the way.
Oh, Chagaby taking a lot of players down.
This is
with
the
more,
last game of
finding
the day,
more
yes.
value there, maybe perhaps a little bit
Mythic
egregious.
Fennec or BP?
As
Mythic
Noisy
Fennec.
will trade things out. Down to a 3 versus 3 we go. Now, where do they go from here? Again, it's that exact same situation. Height mobility have a very similar setup here on the defense too.
Yeah, I started eating this
The
like,
problem is here for Hydra.
what do you
In
call
this
it?
3v3, not only do you have to try to work the map, but you have to somehow
I started eating this protein
find all this
yogurt. It has like
information
20
the
grams of protein
old-fashioned way.
yogurt.
Can't imagine
I'm
how
sorry,
many throwables
protein
you probably have
per
left.
serving.
got the cross being
And-
watched over towards B out of Yawn
Yeah.
and ready to at least watch mid.
And
One
it's
player
like
still lurking inside a trailer.
100
and Compass
calories
holding
for-
the sniper, waiting for the A push. Should
I
it
don't
come
even
this
know.
way?
Like 200 grams. It's pretty nice.
Hydra might have just played the call perfectly here. Free bomb. Could go down over towards B. High mobility. Relying on a very long cross. I think they're keeping an eye on this via Proxy and Yawn. Yawn is going to watch the cross. Does he find the frag? Though no, he
Oh.
doesn't. Saucy going to take Yawn out of the play. Hydra should be able to get the bomb down now. Comper and Proxity, what have you got? Saucy just continues
Saucy.
to blow this round wide open. Blow the doors off. Proxy for a 1v3. Not going to be able to hit the shots on towards Noisy. At the very least, we'll remove Saucy from the round, but that's not good enough. Hydra, second
But
round
text
on
me,
the
I'd
board
be
now.
like, late
If
night
you're the first
snacking.
player that's
Yeah.
watching that out of high mobility, expecting for the crawl to come through over towards tires, and Saucy just jump chows 2 different angles for 2 different picks in a 3v3.
Yeah, I don't like the legendary Tundra
That's
either.
doing
I
it
feel
the
that.
old-fashioned way.
Saucy with it.
Hydra able to take the lead here, albeit by 1. Nade ceremoniously thrown over top center. Gonna barely
see
even
him?
tag players even if they did. Just still looking for this first pick, our Hydra. Trying to slow this down to a snail's pace, but look at the bomb. Being carried by Fixo. Very
Cool.
quickly trying to think about this jungle push. There's only realistically 2 defenders.
Imagine I
over
started my own country. You're right. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, Hydra, I think, just again, trying to fill things out. Looking for a first shot. Yawn just taking some shots down. A. None of them will connect. 45 seconds now. Remove from the route. Hydra need to make a choice as to what they want to do in this situation. A lot of shots being taken from height mobility. None of them actually result in any map control whatsoever. You just need something, some kind of kill here to split the difference.
You'd have to expect that Proxity's lurking inside a trailer. He's been here through 3 rounds so far. Don't get too antsy here, son. Just wait. Push is starting to happen over towards.
Oh, good trade.
Jungle 1 for 1 inside a trailer. Late nade. Go back over top of trailer, doesn't cross it. But now the bomb carrier Fixo has joined his.
Wait, what are you saying, Nandy?
You're running out of time here. It needs to be an A push, you'd fear.
Like everyone going back to cut him recently?
I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
The way they're posited at the moment, I think it's probably going to be a B kit. Height mobility have read this one perfectly as well. Reinforcements being sent over. Here we go. Towards the backline. Comper a lot to do. He hits that first shot perfectly. Will get traded out by Noisy. Is it good enough though for Hydra? You've only got 15 seconds and time working against you. It ups the ante. It ups the urgency.
Nah, they took too long.
Out towards the open. Fish in a barrel.
1v2.
Will go down though. Now 1 versus 2. Noisy again.
Damn.
Not really much time on the clock to make a bit of an egregious challenge. It does not work. And it is time, I think, was the biggest enemy there for height mobility. Or Hydra.
That sure was. And again, that's such a tough gut check call to try to just say, hey, we just went 1 for 1 inside a trailer. We're going to double back over towards B where we have no information. Allows a tied up S&D here. Round 5 and Yawn is just letting them absolutely have it. You think it's called a fire range. Yawn living up to the name. Finds 2.
And nicely done from Saucy at least. Pick up a kill. I'm going to find more value here. Bringing this down to a 2 versus 2. Should be enough to be able to grab the bomb.
If you have a gaming phone and it has a custom crosshair, is it considered cheating in competitive?
He
Nope.
hasn't behaviorally done that before. If anything,
Custom crosshairs are allowed.
height mobility might be relying on the flanking player coming out from Chagaboo. Saucy's watching it like a hawk.
Big kill.
And again, you know the Proxity's last alive.
2v2.
You know,
Holy
more likely
shit.
than not where he's going to be coming from.
Oh no, 2v1.
The bomb down. You just wait for the chow.
They know where he is.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he almost had him. Holy shit.
Use lives with
He almost, he actually almost had him.
cold breeze and a half.
Oh my god, that was scary.
Golly, that double chow couldn't have been any more disjointed, but it works out. Hydra able to get a 1-round lead once again. There's a reason why I talked about Saucy need to be dealt with early on in this round. He's up to 10 eliminations through 5 rounds, Brody.
Hydra look a lot more certain in this round, though. Noisy drawing that first blood is going to send Comper scarpering away from the site. And Hydra now move over towards A. Have they just played against themselves, though? Proxy might be able to find some value. No, just run straight past the only play he probably could have picked up and instead gets traded out. And now Hydra have played this perfectly. They should have the A-bomb site to themselves if they get the bomb down fast enough.
They're looking for it, but they're also looking for a player to maybe try
Oh
to
my god.
Ace,
Ace.
4 in a row. Looking for the ace. The last player, Saucy. Currently top 10.
Do it.
2v1. Saucy
Holy
has
shit.
a lot of time to try to work this, but not a lot of angles of opportunity, especially with 2 players playing inside a trailer.
Yawn went crazy there.
And the fact that Yawn is able to turn this round on his head like that. Insanity. Saucy, though, stellar search and destroy thus far. 11 kills to his name. Can he close out the offensive rounds with 1 versus 2 clutch? A lot to check. A lot of different angles to look for here. On being down, though. Right outside that trailer. It's the biggest issue. Here we go. Saucy looking for the first. Coldest with the egotistical Chow. We'll give him a freebie. Now down to a 1 versus 1. Yawn pre-firing here.
Wait, why did it turn away?
Situation switches over towards a sniper rifle. 1 versus 1 with a sniper.
Oh my god. Oh my god. 1v2. Yawn choked the ace. A 4-piece wasted.
That was coldest that ego chow through mid. Why? Just why? You had time just to play inside a trailer. He had to come to you. He was running out of time. Saucy's not the type of person I want to be in a sniper 1v1 with, and allows Hydra to take themselves a 2-round lead, and now the side has flopped. Proxity's gonna find first blood though. Opportunity for Hype Mobility to get the bomb planted.
This is fast from Hype Mobility. Doing something that even Hydra were not able to do previously. And is off the back of that first blood. Bomb will go down. Proxity's hoping for an egregious challenge here from Saucy, but will Saucy's sniper be quick enough to take him out? Proxity has to hold the angle. Do not fall for it there.
Yeah, he didn't need to
Saucy's
peek
gonna win
that.
engagement. That's the opening here for Hydra to get back on towards the site. Now got to follow up with more. Compa next
big
on the
kills
site.
from
Yeah,
Compa.
Compa's got it done. Couple of kills for Kim now. Used. Surely
Ooh.
not you as well. It's going to be a flanking play actually from
Ooh.
Yawn. Compa goes down. Chakabu's there. He is as well. And Cold is removed from the site. The most
Wow.
egregious of kills.
Well played.
And Used is able to follow up with another one. Somehow,
Just went
some
crazy.
way, Hydra make yet another clutch.
Huh?
Holy crap.
What the hell just happened, brother? I mean, like, you finding value with the R9 shotgun. I mean, everybody was starting to get themselves caught in angles. I thought the player inside a trailer surely been able to find that trade on a use. Not the case at
I
all.
see a game 5.
And if Saucy's alive, you feel like Hydra's got a chance.
I see a game
2 rounds
4.
away from tying up this series. It's going to be another A.
I feel like they
Stuns
closed
Days
out in
over
game
the top,
4
but Hype Mobility get
for
first blood.
mobility.
Waiting the odds will be to get that bomb down. You've got to be keeping an eye on trailer though. Fixo just jumps straight out for the kill. Compa showering out towards Saucy.
Ooh.
So actually wins that gunfight. Colt is going to take Used out towards the middle of the map. Hydra hit. Do not. have
Wow,
numbers
bro.
in
They
this 2
don't
versus
miss on
3
the
to win as
headies.
that
Holy
match.
shit.
Fabuloso has had a very quiet S&D so far.
Ow.
Finds another snipe onto Coldest. That has to be snipers
Nice.
or a Saucy sniper rifle.
1v1.
It just has to be. Noisy.
Yo, he has to go.
15 seconds until detonation. A 1v1. The
Beautiful.
timing of this peak is everything, and Yawn's just gonna have the slight little jiggle peek. Fabuloso.
I feel like a custom crosshair makes it unfair. How?
Get another round on the
Custom
board.
crosshair doesn't give you extra aim assist. It's literally just
Dude, the fact that Hydra
Like-
even make that close though.
a
I know
dot
that
on
they
your
do
screen
burst
or
up
like
and around, but Hype
a
Mobility,
cross
off the
on your
back of the
screen.
kills, off the back
You
of the
could literally
gunfight,
draw that with the
Rams
Sharpie on your
absolutely
phone
best to lose
or
in
your
the
iPad.
pursuit.
Would that be cheating? No.
Also, despite having a pretty quiet search and destroy thus far, was the star player in that situation.
It doesn't give you extra aim assist.
Now Hype Mobility, different look coming up
Custom
from them. Last
iron
couple of
sights
offensive-
is not-
offensive efforts,
yeah.
excuse me. They've tried to make their way over towards A and get that
It doesn't
bomb
improve
down.
your aim. It
This
doesn't.
time around,
Doesn't it
being
make your aim a
little
bit
more
better, though?
patient with it, a little bit more measured.
No.
It's not measured though.
People
Losing that
use
first
it
blood
because,
to
like, for
Fabuloso,
some
that is
people,
not good
it's just they're
whatsoever.
more
It's gonna
comfortable
force
with it.
Mobility into some unfavorable spots.
But
They
it
have
doesn't
no map
drastically
control.
just improve your aim. At the end of the day, that's still your controls.
Snipers firing off on all cylinders right now. Combined.
It doesn't give you
20
extra
between
aim
Saucy and
assist, no.
Fabuloso. Might as well make it 21. Here comes the clear inside a trailer, and Chag just immediately dealt with a 2v5.
You could literally
Coming up for
use a
Compa
Sharpie
and
right now.
Proxity. They've made headway on
Make
the
a little
bomb side.
dot
It's only
on
because
your-
2 players
on
from
your
Hydra
phone or
agreed to move their way
iPad,
inside of wood. But once that
and
smoke pops,
tell me
you know where these
that's
players are located at. Maybe
pay to
not
win.
inside the showers, but here comes the plan.
Like, nah, it doesn't make sense.
Well, look, Hype Mobility have taken out one.
Oh, they're both stacked up in
That's
trailer.
where you can play this.
Holy
Is
shit.
just play this one together. Bomb is actually planted for them in this
Yeah,
situation.
just get a
though.
screen protector and draw on it.
It's just spotted out noisy. Nade. It doesn't even matter. It's not even going to nade. It's
Aw,
going to get it done. It's
damn.
going to pick him up. Proxity goes down just like that. Yeah, Hype Mobility. Best position they could possibly use.
Dude,
given the
height,
situation,
bro,
given the
mobility,
numbers that were in
just
favor of
their
Hydra,
weak
but
game mode
still,
is just S&D, huh?
just nothing they could do.
No, nothing at all. I mean, losing the numbers the way that they did, so much map positioning just gained there for Hydra. As soon as they flank all the way inside of wood, you saw the cross being immediately looked at. Saw one player over by the test dummies, but you knew the information was there. Both players trapped inside a trailer. A desperate round coming through high mobility, trying to stay alive in the search and destroy aggressively through jungle.
Here we go. Hydra looking to get it done here on the defense. Fabuloso not going to draw first blood though. Use
But already has crosshair, so it doesn't really matter.
These players, I think that might be the
Yeah,
play
it
call. Use
doesn't
does exactly that for a
improve your
couple of
aim
kills.
as-
Proxy with the trade
by,
down, now
like-
down to a
like-
2
like
versus
actual
2 on
aim
the
assist
side.
in
Proxy
game.
looking for the kill. Good read on towards Saucy.
It makes centering
Coleman takes
easier.
down Fixo.
Yeah, for
Now
some people.
Saucy versus
And there are some people that would
One
prefer
versus
without,
one. Saucy's
custom
proven
iron sight,
himself
so.
very useful in this search and destroy. 17 kills. He's looking for his 18th to close this S&D out.
Saucy's gonna let him plant.
This split view is
Coldest
actually
still thinks
crazy.
that he's hanging around tires.
I fuck with
He's
it.
gonna waste so much
1v1.
time. But Saucy's not.
Dude, he's on
trying to act on it.
17 kills, bro,
He's just gonna wait for
in
the bomb
9
to land
rounds.
and
That's
trust his gunning. Why wouldn't
absurd.
You have 17 eliminations,
That's beautiful.
about 15 with the sniper, 2 with the pistol so far. And now he'll start to move. Cold is still clearing
Why is the
angles,
quality
pick up the
so
bomb.
weird?
He might be able to work this perfectly, Brody, to try to get over towards A.
Timing might be on his side for the plant. Holders has to be certain about this, though. Play it. Sure way. He's going to do that.
Oh,
He's
he
gonna
ran
target it
long,
for a number of different angles. That's going to make this tough.
but
for
it's
Saucy
planted for
to
barrels.
Figure out where
Hmm?
Coldest has actually gone.
Question
Again,
mark?
COD timing is a horrible thing. Might work against Coldest in this situation to try and keep this S&D alive. Saucy checking every single angle.
Well played.
Here we go. Here's the child. Coldest is going to win it. Saucy wasn't ready
Keeping
for the
him
fight again.
alive.
It's that bomb plant that does it. Saucy didn't know where to check.
Yeah, I mean, where the bomb was planted from could have very much so been inside a trailer. That was Saucy's immediate reaction.
Keeping the
to try to
dream
clear.
alive, chat.
Gets all the way through trailer. Could have been inside of American playing a timing. Could have been flanking all the way through showers. Go figure, it was the latter that you start to do. And Hype Mobility just barely keeping their heads above water. The aggression over towards B, then flipped in the 1v1. Worked out. Now they're trying to get themselves over towards A once again. Nade's not really coming up on top of much information at all. You know this is what it's going to come down to. It comes down to these sniping opening picks. Saucy's been in the lead of that department so far, and that's why Hype Mobility very gingerly trying to work some of this information.
Holy shit.
It's so tentative, isn't it? This search and destroy can slip through your fingers by one major error. There it is. Coldest down by Noisy. Fabuloso already on A as well. Yawn pre-firing through the wall, hoping that's where a player has gone. You have to get past Fabuloso. Compa as the bomb carrier looks to be the entry in this situation. You haven't checked Fabuloso on the site. There we go. Compa's going to do it. You have to know somebody's going to be the trailer as well, and somebody on the other side. Smoke going to be down. Surely the response here from Hydra is to have Fixo unused.
Oh, 3v4. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, 1v1. 1v1.
Proxy will trade things out. Once again, another 1 versus 1.
Does he know?
Rocksteady has to still recover the bomb. Look at the time. 30 seconds remains.
30 seconds.
And Noisy is just going to dip back inside of American.
He jumped.
Think that he might go inside of B. The
He
jump
saw
comes
him.
through Proxity. Cause a certain amount of honesty on where he could potentially have gone through. But he's just going to play for the pick.
He doesn't know.
Oh my god, they
He has
just walked
no
past
idea
each
where he's
other.
gone. He only saw him in America, and he had no idea that he went
Oh,
towards
Lord.
tires. And I have a bad feeling this is going to work against Proxy in this situation.
Holy shit. That's
He's only got
unlucky.
8 seconds. He has to go and grab the bomb now to get it down. I don't think he's even
He
got
doesn't have
anymore.
time.
He's going to go for it. Does he have time to get this bomb down? He's just spotted him out.
Dude.
It's not to be.
Oh,
Proxy
that's a
takes too
fucking
long.
L, bro.
Hydra take the search and
He
destroy.
didn't have
And we
time,
go
dog.
1-1 in this series. We have a match on our hands.
Watermelon helps when it's late at night and you're hungry. Yo girl always have your back. Oh yeah, watermelon too. Watermelon is very good for filling you up for like a short period of time. So if you're just gonna if you need something to eat before you sleep, so you could fall asleep full, watermelon.
Time in the world. That's why I pointed it out the first thing in that
Dude, he didn't have
1v1,
time,
but I will
bro.
say
Oh my
this much out of
god.
Hydra. What little
He got
data we did
overwhelmed, don't
get
blame
versus
him.
Nexus was actually
That's
a
not an
decent amount
excuse,
to come
dog.
in towards the search and destroy, and they were manipulating the map quite wonderfully. Saucy's sniper rifle is the gosh darn truth. I mean, this guy was putting
Yeah, bro. Holy
very
shit.
losable
Yeah,
rounds into
yeah,
the
that's
most winning
unfortunate.
situations I've
And
ever
it was the
seen. We
last
had
round. That's
pop-offs
such a
from
goofy
2
round,
different
bro.
sniper rifles. We got a lot out of Yawn. We got a lot out of Coldest, surely.
What
but
an L.
Saucy was the one that is going to walk away with the search and destroy.
We're just
Rather
lost track of
confident for the
time.
Map number 3. Hydra definitely will not be back down off of a very steep map 1 loss. Very good here in the map number 2.
What's your favorite sauce, mate? Tomato sauce?
My favorite sauce.
Wait,
and
they're talking about sauce?
Oh, I'm a fan of this sniper sauce.
Hahaha.
Beautifully done. In that game from Saucy, I think.
Dude,
what, 18,
why?
19
Yeah,
kills
we
is what he has
haven't
to
seen
finish
any
with off the bat.
listen-ins.
Just
Even in
honestly insane. I
EU
think
for
especially
the
in some of
finals, I don't
early
think we had
rounds.
listen-ins.
I thought maybe Hype Mobility could
I
try
miss
and throw some
listen-ins.
decent
I wanna hear
looks
him
at Hydra
rage.
in towards their offensive efforts, and I mean, damn, they definitely tried, especially on the first couple towards A, but Hydra able to clutch up time and time again. Just looks so damn good in search and destroy. And again, I think we asked the question right. I mean, were Hype Mobility struggling in search and destroy against Tribe? because they were the ones, you know, making errors, making mistakes. I don't think they were. This is now the second search and destroy in a row where they've just simply been outplayed by the team they were playing. Hydra just looks so good in S&D.
Yeah, I'll say 17
Damn,
and 7.
17 and 7.
Takes double positive to the moon. And just what we were gassing
Pop
Yon for back in the map number 1, Saucy says, hold my apple juice. I'll do it here in the firing range search and destroy. Golly. What a performance out from Hydra.
Here's my no feeling because
Went back
everyone's
and forth
talking
to
about
really
good things
start
to eat.
off, and then Hydra really started cooking.
It's okay
with their
to eat
aggression.
unhealthy.
It's the same thing that I highlighted
As
when we
long
were
as
going
it's
up
not
against
like
Nexus on
a
Tunisia.
pattern of
Comes
unhealthy
to
eating.
fruition here in the map number
If you're
2.
eating
And I
like
love
shit
that
every
point
single
you
day,
brought
then
up. How much is
definitely
Wizzy just going up against
needs to
Tribe,
be
a very
changed,
dominant
but
force, and
yeah.
how many was those rounds just being exploited by hype mobility, kind of getting punched in the face for a lot of
I think
these
having
rounds.
a
So
good
many
relationship
first
with
bloods going
food is
Hydra's
really
way.
important.
Did not keep count, but I'd say that probably the majority were going their way for sure.
Well, Hype Mobility lose that search and destroy. Hydra able to tie the series up at 1-1. That means we do have
Pizza once a
another
week is good.
Arsenal as the swing
Yeah,
game
I
here
think
in this
once a
best
week
of
having a
5.
cheat meal is
Oh boy, we love
A-okay.
to see it. And honestly, again, I have no idea how this one is going to go, given the controls that we saw earlier on today. But it is
Control. I
worth
have
saying
mobility winning. If they
Hydra
lose on
got
control, bro,
3-0
no
in their
faith.
control. That was an Arsenal control. Hype Mobility forced Tribe to a round 5. So there is a very stark difference.
Question: Was
between these teams'
Chagabu's mode
earlier
not
controls.
S&D when she was on Angels?
I
Her
think
mode
it
is
mostly just
definitely
comes through
hardpoint.
for respawn. It's the same conversation
Or
we
just
had going
respawns
into
in
the
general.
Standoff map number 1 when we're just looking at the tail of the tape in between.
What am I
these two
supporting?
teams, is that the
Mobility.
Slaying surely might be there for Hydra at certain moments of time, but it is
Relationship with food's the only relationship I got, so gotta keep it at the best. Fair enough, fair enough.
Even in the losing
I
fashion
respect
that we saw
that.
there on the Hackney Yard map number 4, they were still slaying with some of the best, and I think that that was a continuation that we got in the Standoff map number 1. And I think you're kind of nervous if you are a fan of this Hydra roster that we are going over towards raid for control, because this is a very loose map to where SMGs can go unnoticed, where timings might go unchecked. Hydra really need to be on their toes here going up against Hype in this swing map mode combo.
All right, well, is it a respawn thing? We're going to have the answer to that question here in just
Tribe
a
and
second.
Nexus?
Proxy has the answer, it would seem, right off the rip.
Probably Tribe.
Ability, wasting no time, dispatching with Hydra at the start of this game. Only 2 kills going to Hydra, and now going to be 3. High Mobility, not so certain on this B push anymore. They've got a backup plan in a player over by A, but the vast majority of the gunfight still being won by Hype Mobility over towards B. Fabuloso and Saucy, though, offer some resistance, and now they might need that backup plan. Coldest chilling in from behind. What can he find? He's actually going to find Fixo here, so this is very disruptive to Hydra.
Yeah, good discipline and choice of direction coming through from Coldest. Back through the wheelbarrow window, finds a kill inside of Kitchen. I mean, that opens up the A site now. So first segment's going to be locked in over towards A. Now Hydra is starting to scramble on how they can even try to get themselves back over towards the A control zone.
Gunfight's being won by Hydra here, though. High mobility, fair play on the actual strategy, but
good save.
execution's just not that great right now. Hydra outgunning them. The start of this round was all Hype mobility. Towards the second half of this round, though, Hydra have really stepped things up. Now they've got map control. Hype mobility forced to spawn towards that bedroom site. Hydra, you're okay with this. You've got Saucy just sniping down long. Now you've got help as well coming through. Hype mobility need to choose an exit plan right about now, and they just can't win any of the fights. Houston Fabuloso full control over R. Hype mobility now down by 8 lives. They are stuck in their spawn with 25 seconds to go.
This is such a
Damn,
fantastic
they're getting
opening break.
swept.
It's
Bro,
only
what
a
is
3
happening?
segments, and once you know it, they're not on the same zone, so you won't get 60 seconds, and you'll lose more map positioning soon to follow. Hydra can simply do no wrong off of these reprising gunfights. A big one for Compa inside of red, but just a moments too late and a few lives too short. 1v13?
Nah.
Alright.
Not with 2 seconds left, mate. Not unless you're Barry Allen. That's not happening. Yawn's going to get cut short, and Hydra will finish the round with 13 kills. And it was a promising start to that round for Hype mobility, right? I mean, the way in which they played B, the way in which they had Coldest as kind of that backup plan towards A. But as soon as they lost that wave of gunfights, there's no map control whatsoever.
Unless you're Barry Allen, that's good. That's a good one right there. I'll add that one to the list for later. But now you have an operator ready to rally behind
probably
if you are
tired.
loose, but the car explosion will
Dude,
be the
mobility
first
played
blood.
that round.
That
Oh, wow.
allows for at least high mobility to get
Yikes.
further map positioning, but the
Wait, the
trade game is what you'll
MGs
also
are
have to look
out.
at for this
Holy
opening
shit,
break.
chat.
In
Why are
favor
all
of
the
boys
MGs
in
out?
blue for the time being, they do have ring control.
Oh, nah.
Hype mobility here on the defense. We're going to try and put a stop to Hydra. Compa's going to get the
Fucking
double up.
MG42s are
Now, Proxy
out.
on the point as well. Can they do anything? Coldest is just continuing his reign of terror over on this point. Surely not yet
Oh,
another
damn.
kill. Useful barely survived the fight. Keeps Hydra involved around B. Chagaby pre-firing every single angle but where the players are. Used will pick him up at the back of that as well.
That's
Hydra
fucked
don't
up.
really have too
Why
much
they
to
gotta
be
say
concerned
that? Pre-firing every angle
around
but
B
where
at
the
moment.
enemies are.
Used continues to pick up gunfights. He's been
Yeah, you give up B here going. Oh, no.
You can see it on the move
And
map.
the
They have
Pred.
given up control. Extra 60 seconds on the board. Predator missile comes down. Use now knows exactly where to look for all of these players.
And this was exemplified by Hydra in that map number 1, even versus Nexus.
Unlucky.
Their ability to
If it goes to S&D, Hydra might win the series. That's what I'm saying. I agree.
They start using that. They captured that B zone. Predator missile followed up. Look at the map positioning now out of Hydra. Got themselves inside a kitchen, but
That is
the gunfight
concerning,
soon after,
I must say.
majority were won by Hype Mobility, who find themselves now only down by 2 lives. They have steadily reset themselves here for this A defense.
Hydra. Where do they go from here? Big gunfight to win there for Yawn to take down Saucy towards that laundry side. Now this becomes one-dimensional for Hydra. Never count them out though. They can always find these gunfights and they've got a fair bit of utility on site to work with if they want to. 3 lives to the good in this situation. Over 60 seconds to get it done and they're already starting to push the line through Tiki. Kills though going in favor of Hype Mobility. Proxy's going to take down Use. Hydra sent back towards the respawn point.
Is a content creator like Doggo better than pro players? You can't even compare the two. It's very different. Pro players are basically training to play a specific way, whereas ranked players are completely different. Like they're not even on the same device. It's completely like night and day.
As well. It's these smokes that keep coming through that makes this so dicey for Hydra to try to work their way across the poolside. Compa's gonna pull out the Annihilator. Yon's still working this Tiki control, and it's another wave of gunfights that go Hype's way. Now no respawns remaining for Hydra.
Yeah, gunfights being won as well. Yawn will double up. Hydra should be done in this round now. 20 seconds left, unless Fixo and Noisy can pull off the 2 versus 8. Former goes down. Noisy will find 1 and no more than that. So Hydra.
Oh shit.
Look a little bit scared in that round, but in the end, it is Hype that come out on top. Defensive held strong towards the back half of these rounds thus far.
Another good look.
Yeah, mobility gotta lock in, bro. We need mobility to lock the fuck in. Pro players play more collectively with their team rather than solo, like most content creators. Yeah, and also like content creators, we're playing ranked, right? Like we're playing against literal ranked players, whereas pro players are playing other pro players. You know? So they're playing a very high level of COD Mobile.
Work their way through open stairs now. Noisy's gonna lead the way with the claw. Noisy's got
Feel
one
me?
player dead to rights inside the box. Trying to get the gunfight win inside of bedroom. Yawn's Predator missile helps his teammates stay alive, but an expensive opening does not yield the utmost result that either of these 2 teams are realistically looking for.
Yeah, the start of the round hasn't been really that convincing for either team. Hype Mobility trying to find their way on towards B. Backup plan towards A has been shut down, so Hype Mobility now need to make this B hit work.
But also, that does not mean a content creator can't have the skill level, can't like beat the skill level of a pro player. Like if you were to give a content creator a phone and give them like, let's say, a year to practice and stuff, there are content creators that can compete. You know, once you give them the time and, you know.
They stop dead in their tracks though. They do not want to push this one. Chakabu taking shots through the wall. B is gone.
Content creators are also not focused on, like they don't need to play the best.
They have 2 operators.
They just gotta make sure their videos are or streams are entertaining, right? So
swing this favorably on transition, might not have the opportunity anymore, especially with Compa being dealt with over inside a kitchen. Coldest does find one over by open stairs.
That's why it's like so hard to compare.
About inside of bedroom, not to mention the player over by the A control zone itself. So to the drawing board we go for Hype Mobility as they trail by 2 lives.
Mobility, bro. Y'all are letting me down. Come on.
Players for teams from not having players towards bedroom side to force the team on the offense to spawn all the way out. Hype Mobility though, focused on the
if I knew comms, I could go pro.
Side, already picking up gunfights as well. Yawn gonna bring out the claw for some kills. He's found 1 compa.
Easily.
Follow up another one as well. Hype Mobility here, forcing Hydra to reapproach how they're looking.
But I would say that when I played comp last year, I did learn a lot about the game that I previously didn't know about. So.
What value can he
I do control dude hit flinch. If you get hit, you just have to reposition, but toughness helps.
I mean, Chag had to hit the brakes even with the Sparrow, wanted to work that pinch all the way past to the backstairs, the basketball court. Now has to try to work some of these kills. This will help his team get a little bit further forward. Goes 1 for 1, takes himself out of the equation, but also loses comp.
Hi Luna, to try play Hydra or Hype Mobility? Hype Mobility.
Control, but you still have youth that's existing over through top and bottom bedrooms.
Oh, big kill.
For timings and more kills. Might need to
6v5, it's close.
Such a hidey hole as now Hydra are out of any response. 5v5.
The Shells? Well, they don't know she's a girl.
Could lose this round. Hydra winning all the gunfights, and yeah, they
oh
should
shit.
lose this round now. Yawn and Coldest are split up. There goes Yawn. Coldest 1 versus 5.
Yeah.
1 down, gets pushed
Damn.
from behind. Noisy secures.
This is gonna be a big round.
Another defensive round here for Hydra. So many of these are coming down to the wire. Hydra able to hold strong.
Really got to say that's a job well done out of Hydra, even off of the transition, losing the B control zone, being able to stabilize the flank all the way through jungle, making sure the high mobility cannot transition scot-free with any operators that they had at their disposal. Fabuloso going to start off this round here with an Annihilator and just goes flying all the way through pillars with the smoke. It's going to keep him rather honest.
You're just assuming genders? Yeah, well, most players are guys, so I don't blame them.
But here comes Use with the Predator missile to try to...
Unless your name is like Elizabeth, you know?
Already working on the first segment, but
if your in-game name's Elizabeth, then you get called a heathen, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
These teams have been so successful at capturing B.
Oh shit, they have good positions. Oh shit, they have really good positions. Oh, and they got spawns too. They pushed them to basketball spawns. Yeah, it's cooked. It's cooked, guys. It's cooked. It's cooked for mobility. Holy shit, that's a fast B cap.
Fortunately, he will fall. So I was talking
Unless
about
number 1 can do something. Coldest. Going in for a crazy flank. Nope, got shit on.
Some of the players that were the advanced guards do go down now. They're going to have to work a little bit harder for it.
Oh.
Yep, sure will. The life discrepancy as well for Hive mobility. Not a really comfortable place to be sitting at. And Hydra.
Holy shit, chat. Holy shit.
In this swing map mode combination on control. We'll have to see what they're able to do. A lot of mid-map actually giving up, but a time
I was expecting more from mobility. I think because they did so well against Tribe, people just think that they're automatically really good. But Hydra is still a freaking banging ass team. They did so well against Nexus too. Even though they lost, they still did really good. Oh shit. Oh, that's a low. Oh, unlucky. That's unfortunate timing.
Down to the final 11. Noisy now going to bring out the claw as well. What a Hype Mobility have as a response to this?
I think people just underestimated.
Hydra have got themselves in towards kitchen side. It's a threat
Hydra.
that Hype Mobility need to
That's why I was like, this is going to be a great matchup.
Pixo can't find anything with the Sparrow just yet. Chakabu's going to take Goose down. Trade coming through from Saucy. Saucy finds a couple of kills. Hype Mobility now backs well and truly against the wall. Pressed up against it. Only 7 kills left.
Oh, good kill.
Final nail in the coffin, but Kampa's Annihilator itself is going to be called out immediately just to try to stabilize the situation. 14v6. So very winnable for Hype Mobility.
Nice shots from Proximity.
So many lives in Proximity. Gonna be able to find 2 more. Should at least.
How the fuck does Hydra have 7 more lives still?
You say winnable.
We got so many kills just now from Mobility. It feels bad.
Perfect here if you're Hype Mobility.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
All important gunfight. Here's the big one. Saucy. Big player here for Hydra.
Oh shit, they might have lost, chat. Oh shit. Yeah, you're done.
The only one with anything to say, and they're gonna get shut down. Chakabu, despite having the Sparrow, it's not gonna be enough to pull off a 1 versus 9. We went defense for the first.
All right, now we're going to hardpoint.
Finally break serve and take that.
Oh shit, this is I think probably Mobility's best game mode. One of Mobility's best game modes. This should be good. This should be good.
This is everything that we actually got from them in that map.
Holy shit, this is actually close.
Missing in that map number 3 versus Nexus, albeit Arsenal compared to Raid. Very stark differences in between the 2 maps, but it's still control. It's still a respawn. Hydra just completely blew Hype Mobility out of the water.
Shit.
And to be frank, Hype Mobility did have a good opportunity to have a better chance to be able to win that first offense had they just completed the segments on B. Instead got a little egregious, try to get themselves over towards A. We very much so could have been loading into a round 5 as we speak. But
if Mobility wins this hardpoint, still goes to an S&D. Yeah.
On top of good teamwork, on top of just
oh shit. My Chinese name? It's Spring in Chinese.
So good. Just trying to show that they can hang with the best.
Solid control coming out from Hydra again. got to give Hype Mobility some credit because they were
Holy
staying competitive.
shit.
They were
All
able
right,
to
we're
win
going to
at least
map
one of their
4.
defensive rounds, and they also made it pretty close here on round number 3 as well. They brought Hydra down to the final set of lives, but this was the round in which Hydra were able to
This is actually
walk away with
crazy.
the victory. Just too hot to handle there. Winning it on live.
30 and 17,
As we
damn.
go towards the final scoreboard as well. Used finishes at 30 and 17, almost double positive, but everyone is doing
I know
their
Chinese?
part. Fabuloso
Yes.
and Saucy, shout out to those guys as well.
Oh,
as
thank you,
Hydra
C-Bang.
outslay
Appreciate
Hypermobility
it.
for the W.
Yeah, again, the slaying discrepancy is something that we're gonna have to study for generations to come, because Coldest, compared to what we got in the
My
map
mom
number
calls
1,
me
was
milk
a
bread.
non-benefactor here. Yon,
In
I
Mandarin.
wouldn't say got suppressed, still went 21 and 17,
Eyeball.
but the amount of impact just simply was not there comparatively to what Hydra
But like not
had.
ball, like
Maybe
not
it could
ball,
be a momentum
but like
shift as well. I mean, we talk about how it's a swing map mode combination
I don't know
all
why.
the time here in Call of Duty Mobile for that.
How many
range
game modes are
control
there
to
in
go
competitive? So
such
there's
a
3.
way
It's
for
hardpoint,
Hydra.
S&D,
Now we
and then
have to look
control.
at this, well,
And then hardpoint again, and then
It's-
S&D.
it's
That's how the
seemingly
5
undeniable
best of 5
when it
works.
comes down to today is we get 3 Hackney yards on the dock and we get to play them all.
Wow. Yeah.
Hackney
Wait,
on
why
hardpoint
does
A,
that
we're gonna get
MVP
to see
is
it
familiar?
once again, and this is something we've seen
What
from
MVP?
both teams today. Of
Just-
course, Tribe took
Justice-
it away from Hype Mobility earlier on. It was
he
the
was in
hardpoint
TLE, I
which,
think?
well, towards the second half
What
of the
type of
game,
stuff did you
Hype
learn when
Mobility
you were in
just lost
competitive?
all their hype
Just
and
like ways
all their
that
ability. And we saw Hydra go head to head with
Like,
Nexus on this earlier on today as
ways to
well,
hold
and they pushed
spawns
Nexus
and like
to
how
the brink.
to
So we're seeing
like
both competitive
certain
rosters,
routes and
but
paths you should
Nexus,
take,
or Hydra, excuse
not
me,
just depending on
look
what
better
hill
of
it's
the
at,
two.
but depending
Again,
on the
though,
time and
apples to
also where
oranges,
your
very
teammates are
different
at.
opponents. What does that really mean as we go into
Just
towards
a lot
this
of
one?
little things
Who knows,
that we
man?
went
And
over
it's
as
also
a
worth
team.
pointing out as well, Hype Mobility did manage to take map number 1 hardpoint away from Nexus.
Oh, he was on Cygnus.
Hydra
Yeah,
is best of
Cygnus.
5,
Sorry, I
excuse
said
me.
TLE.
So, Hype Mobility, man, I mean, they've
I don't know,
gotta
I was
win
thinking
this
of
one.
TTO
They've
for
gotta
some
have
reason.
another
Yeah,
hardpoint
Cygnus.
victory here, otherwise their
Oh
tournament
shit,
and Snapdragon Pro
hardpoint
Series guys are
Hackney
done and
yard.
dusted. Hydra
Mobility
ready
does
to
have good side.
overwhelm. They've embedded themselves into this matchup.
Not for
Ready
P1
to
necessarily, but
go.
good side for
Hype Mobility,
P2.
Can they clutch up here?
Oh, he's fucked. Oh no.
Must win map number 4 for
Oh my God,
Mobility to
clapped.
force the Tunisia search and
Oh,
destroy
Chelsea.
map number 5.
Did Hydra win? Yeah,
Again,
Hydra won.
Hydra, what they were
Oh,
able
big
to do
wipe.
versus Nexus, just not only keep up with the slaying, but also the same thing that we've gassed them for that map number 3, and that's just the
Big
resource
wipe, guys. Big wipe.
advantage that they continuously utilize in such
He's
a
sharing
high
guns on an
regard.
esports account?
So holding on to that side of the map have
Wait, is that not banned, chat?
Pixel staying alive for a long time.
Oh, I think it's not banned as long as you don't pick it up.
Pixar's doing a really good job at that inside. P1 right now.
Because I remember
Taking
it
up
was
a lot of
banned.
time for Hydra.
Score streaks are not banned in tournaments. It depends on what score streaks, though. So, shot, what's it called? Hunter Killer, Predator, EMP are all allowed. Those are like the main 3.
They have to completely
That's it.
transfer themselves straight over towards P2.
Oh my God, mobility
Right now,
is
they have to win some of these gunfights, and it's just
falling
not
apart. They're
happening.
crumbling.
Hydra winning every single one, but one lone ranger has got in behind enemy lines. It's
Do you guys have a
Proxy,
coach?
and I don't
Some
think
teams have
Hydra
coaches.
quite
I mean, I'm
are
not in a
aware that
competitive
Proxy has
team,
played his
so
life for a long
care
enough
package.
here. Now
Some
needs to
teams have
activate.
like players
Go
hold
off and
care
pick up some
package,
kills.
but you're
He's
not
done
allowed to
exactly
use
that.
it.
There's the one against Noisy. He's
You're not allowed to
given
put it down
Hyper
and
some
call it
control
like
over Nuke.
call it in.
I mean,
You're only
Hydra
allowed to
was still
use it
battling over by
because it
P1, and you actually
what's it
had
called?
Proxy that spawned back behind the blue
It
fence,
cycles your
so
score
was able to
streaks.
at least get inside of that
That's it.
corner, but Hydra were able
You think
to
Hydra
finally
learned
deal
from
with
their
them.
mistake
Now
with
you got
Nexus?
Compa in
Yeah,
the
Hydra
same
was playing
exact
very
corner.
well
Just
on this
think that
map.
thing's really interesting for Hydra because they need to try to deal with this player while also dealing with the reinforcements that are working.
What if whole
across
team
the
pick up the
entirety
same?
of the
You're
map,
not
and they're
allowed to
able
pick
do
up
the entirety of all of that. 28
mythic
seconds
guns
left
that
to
drop,
fire
but you
here
can pick
on
up guns
P2.
that
If
an
you're high
enemy
mobility,
like
you
died
might
and
just
they
do well
dropped on
chalk
the
and try
ground.
to set yourself up all the way
You
across
could
the
use,
map.
you could do that.
Yeah, it's so difficult.
That's
Fair
allowed.
play to Hype Mobility for taking some time away from Hydra on this hard point. Fair play to them for giving Hydra a tough time of it, but that is not a nice sight.
Wow,
At
this
the
is a
end of the
fat
second
lead, chat.
hill on
Oh,
this
big
map
kill
to
from
give
Jan.
Hydra what is going to be a 60 to
Nice
70
kill.
point advantage. They need to have a solid next hill. They can't allow Hydra to come in for the contest.
Ooh.
We'll see whether or not
Good
that's going to be the
trades.
case. Jordan and Proxy going to win the first couple of gunfights here. That's a road spawn and a half, though. You can see Noisy spawning in behind enemy lines. It's a good read coming through from Compa, actually, that play did manage to get through. But individual here on from Hydra to try and break early control of this hill here, Randy. Now we're already starting to see some of the operators. Hydra, though, they're starting to find kills here. This is dangerous Hype Mobility.
Yeah, you can see the visible comms actually coming through for high mobility, at least how they're reacting on the mini-map, but then it just comes to utmost chaos, but the kill feed is that much more favorable for high mobility, and the smoke inside of the hardpoint makes things a little bit more dicey, but Hydra
Why do I want
Those
mobility
spawns
the
coming through
window?
over by that green building, over by P5.
Because Chelsea is my friend.
Getting inside of the time, which is more damning for high mobility than it is anything.
He's
I mean,
my
they
old
had such a
teammate.
stellar setup, and they were looking to maybe get themselves some really good time, but Hydra break back in just when high mobility thought that they were driving this whip. Not the case at all. Hydra yoinked the steering wheel right back.
I'm able to see. Just trying to get some kind of control.
Let's go mobility. Yeah, but it's not looking good.
And now the rotation looks like it might be.
I don't mind if Hydra wins, because I mean, like, whatever team deserves it deserves it. Hydra is popping off though. Very nice to watch.
Mobility through the middle of the map though. Maybe he does have the assistance he requires. Used with the equalizers. Sat inside the new hardpoint.
Oh, that's so awkward.
How much damage can he do? No, Proxy on the other side is actually going to win that equalizer versus equalizer battle. Now Hydra on the other side though.
Oh, big Sparrow.
To go. It's Fixo here with the Sparrow who finds a couple of kills. Hydra, they're in for this time. At this point in the game with a 100-point deficit, Hypermobility need to find a way through.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, all this time, you definitely need, if you are high mobility, to even try to sniff a comeback in this first set of hard points. Hydra are just letting you absolutely have a gravity vortex gun out of Fabuloso. Just
oh my god, that vortex sucked them right in.
Where'd you think you were going, buddy?
Feels bad.
Gonna take you down. 20 seconds still left to fight over here inside of the office building for P4.
Mobility does need a miracle, unfortunately.
At it because they can. High mobility will finally get the last kills required. They should secure this back 10 seconds, but Hydra spotting well away from this P5. Gonna have to play for this rotation. High mobility showing up in the kill feed at a moment's notice.
Again, how many times are we going to say this here in this hard point as we go to the final hill of this set? High mobility need to hold. They cannot be broken here, as they have been for the last 2 to 3 hard points in a row. A good start from High mobility. Exactly what we wanted to see. Full yellow kill feed from
that's
them.
awkward.
Hydra are going to have a really tough time just getting past. It's so difficult, given the kind of setup of this hill. Maybe Fabuloso has sound the route though. Up top he goes. Yep, nice pistol on towards Coldest.
No way, bro. Yeah, it's not looking very good. Oh my, that's tragic. With a fucking no way, bro. J3 is crazy. Heard of Compa? Who is he? I have no idea. Well, most of these players, like I played against a lot of them, but I just don't know them like too well personally, you know?
You still have a little bit of a skirmish happening here for the back 15
Is that really the team that went
head
head-to-head with Tribe? Yeah.
Hydra have
it really might be a momentum thing. A lot of like these
and the War Machine will be the final
like newer teams, they're not very
back 10 seconds. What
used to that kind of
coming through from Hydra.
Comeback mindset. So when they lose, it just feels like they're crumbling.
Measly 78 points, but still not out of it yet.
It's they might be in their own head for real.
Had happened to yourself as you are on the better side of this rotation for high mobility. They still need to try to dance for this P1 time.
Hey, do not underestimate high mobility here in this instance, though.
Sexy.
Need to make sure
the control got to their head, perhaps.
It won't be long before they're back in the game.
Yeah, it's very hard for a lot of players to just be like, after an L, to be like, all right, guys, we're heading into this game, like, fresh start, bounce back. We do it round by round, you know what I mean? Like,
every single time that high mobility look like they've got some traction, they immediately go off track. Hydra now in control of this hill. It's
no
20
way.
seconds you have to fight for. You have to send resources to this.
That's crazy. Oh, wasted.
The Sparrow and immediately dealt with as well, so won't be able to utilize that to try to hold on to all this time. And a good way of gunfights to win for yourself if you are high.
Oh, he's under. Wow, what an angle.
Secure the back scrap time, but now you have yourself set up over by P2. It's just about holding down these spawns. Set up a little bit
very high potential. Look at their setup, bruh. Oh, yeah, Compa needs to go over here.
Well back into this map number 4.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Look at them. They're full sending it from the good side. That's crazy.
Do not let Hydra in towards this hard point. You've got the setup. Spawn out coming through from Prox team might actually be beneficial. The Hydra here in this situation. Can they find any value? Hydra have already gotten past that front line, looking for it.
Wait, no one's on point. Yeah, fill it.
Looking for a way through. They're picking up the gunfights. Fabuloso and
oh, he's just going for kills. This might actually be big brain.
Now looking for kills outside of the kill. What great trust.
Wait, that's actually kind of. He broke the spawns, but he. Damn, he. Wow.
He has trust that he doesn't need to get involved with the equalizers. He can zone players off, and Hydra have broken the time away from high mobility.
Holy
So the
shit.
one more player to be worried about if you
Wow.
are mobility. Currently lurking around up top was Kappa, dealt with though.
Well played.
Towards
Holy
the end of
shit.
This rotation is going to be pulled for Noisy. That should secure the
Unlucky.
back 15 seconds. And High Mobility are still sending members towards this hard point. And look at player number 1 in blue. Saucy, he's already past the office building. Look for High Mobility are spawning.
Oh.
It's split all the way across the map. This is a big 1v1 for the rotation, and Saucy's going to be able to win it. Now you're playing off the back foot.
Yeah,
Even
this
more
game
so
means a
if you are
lot for
High
both
Mobility.
teams.
218 to
Literally,
132.
whoever
What do you
loses
have left
this,
in the tank if you are High
the
Mobility?
dream of qualifying for stage 5 is
Absolutely
gone.
perfect. And at the very least, the smoke from Use doesn't land
Oh,
where he wants it to.
oh wait, never mind. I'm tweaking. Sorry.
This is a very difficult hill to hold, regardless of what
Oh, shit.
happens. And you're going to utilize
Oh,
your
shit, the
operators to try and
comeback?
zone off Hydra.
Is it alive?
It's not going to find much with the war machine up top.
Oh my god.
Now here comes the path.
Oh my
that's
god.
been opened up for Hydra to
Oh my
make their
god.
way towards the point. Fixo finds one with the yarn.
Oh my god.
Taking time away from hypermobility in this instance. They're fighting back again.
Oh,
Those
the
close
smokes.
towards hypermobility
The
will give
smokes.
them
What the hell?
continual shots at this time. Continual shots at this hard point and continual shots at map control. Smokes though give Hydra the cover.
What is happening?
Contest Use now towards the kill will find one. Has opened the door for Noisy. Perhaps to find some this time. Yawn on the point will find one. Hypermobility though, they're not getting the time that they want.
They're just full sending it. Oh my
surely
god.
not. 10 seconds all to fight over. Noisy's gonna get the last laugh on the time. Coldest needs the challenge.
Holy.
But he's one shot. Chag gonna pull out.
Chag?
Sparrow to
Nah,
try to
that's
secure
fucked.
this
Why'd they do
rotation
that?
Inside the office building, we will go.
Oh,
once
big
again.
3-piece.
Where
Yeah,
are
it keeps going back and
equalizers
forth
ready to go?
on
Compa's
this.
gonna open things up with the
Oh, they're
Annihilator.
using all their
Chag
ops.
towards the end of P3. We'll find 2 split spawns occurring currently for Hydra. Hypermobility.
Oh yeah, the spawns are
desperately need
goofy.
to hold on, and they're running out of resources to try to do so.
Yeah, there's a few different win conditions here for Hydra, of course. They
Big.
can keep on hitting this one, but as long as they hold on towards rotation, towards new, they should be good for that backup plan. I
Wait,
think
Just
they
has
wanna
a
go to
really
plan A,
good
though.
angle.
Get it done on this one. Used might have found the
You didn't see
perfect
him.
route in towards the hard point, completely uncontested. He does
Oh,
get shut down by
shit.
Fixo and Saucy come through for the couple of kills.
Oh,
Hydra
shit.
have broken in towards the hard point. Height mobility.
Oh.
Here, not able to
Oh
do
my-
anything. Fixo
yeah, you're
firing
done.
out
It's
these
done.
arrows to outside the hard point. Hydra have done it.
It's
They've broken
done.
in towards
Oh,
the time.
fuck.
All the utility coming down from the
Wow,
heavens
that
now.
R9 was a
Qatar
beautiful
one
break.
dead
They
and
tried to be
2
hype?
more
Yeah.
will take its place. Hydra
Wow,
continues
GG's,
to
GG's.
survive
Well played
as
from Hydra. That was, they were down 1-0 in maps, and then they just came back 3 maps in a row. Wow.
I mean,
3 maps in a row. They won 3.
It was
Wow.
not a fluke. They looked pretty damn good on
Holy
Happy
shit.
Hardpoint, and I think that was the solidification of it right there with a map 4 stamp over mobility. That is insanity incarnate. Again, it was every single time that you had a realistic setup, maybe besides one hard point out of height mobility, that got systematically dismantled by Hydra. And just go back to that P2 that we were talking about, how height mobility needed a full 60 on, Brody. They had just about a perfect setup, but the moment that they saw 3 players for Hydra working towards blue fence, the pressure over towards graffiti, over by the dumpster hop, immediately dissipated as the 2 players were able to complete that pinch, and then you saw the snowball effect.
Holy
and you called it
shit.
perfectly, that the operators trusted themselves.
That is so
One
unfortunate,
stays
dude.
to lurk to secure the time. The other
How many
gets
games
more
are they
space
meant to
past
play?
graffiti over inside of
What do you mean?
office, and it
Until
is just a
what? Until they
continuation
qualify?
of the narrative that Hydra
Well,
not only are a very
It's
good
like bracket
team,
format.
at least
So like
being able
Tribe
to
now
find as
plays
many kills as some
Nexus,
of
and the
others,
winner
but
of that
their operator
moves on to
usage,
top
their
4.
fundamentals are at a different level that are catching a lot
and
of teams
then
off guard, much like
the
how we
loser
saw
of that plays
Nexus early
Hydra.
on today in our
Wow,
opening
holy
best
shit,
of
that was a
5
crazy
on this
game.
very venue. Hydra are definitely turning a lot of heads as they continue on here in this bracket for Group B.
Man, insane. Honestly insane from Hydra. Here's a look at the final scoreboard at the end of the game. Shout out to Saucy. He has had an insane series. Of course, we look towards the search and destroy. I think, again, I want to see what he finished on. I can't remember, like 17 or 18. Something redonkulous. Comes into this hard point and has a stellar performance as well at 40 and 33. Wasn't the hill guy, though. Fixo is that guy.
I mean, how many rounds in this particular match? Well, it's a best of 5 per game.
Minutes 30. But you know what?
And
Doesn't
this was the
matter.
last
He
game of
gets
the
it.
day. And each bracket has
Man,
4 teams. Top 2
I
qualifies to top
I'm
4.
really impressed with what
So
Hydra
there's
just
Group A,
brought to
Group
the
B.
table there after their matchup.
Yeah, I
against-
mean, fair enough. Well played from Hydra. You can't take that away, but Hydra played extremely well. And Mobility played very well against Tribe. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, well, GG's to all the teams. We're going to get to see Nexus against Tribe, which I think is a game that we are all looking forward to. We can finally settle who's the better North American team, right, guys? we can actually settle the debates for now. It's not over. See? Oh wait, what the fuck? Wait, what?
Look like competitive teams. And
wait,
to a
this
certain
doesn't make
extent, it has to be
sense.
said, I think Hype Mobility feel almost like victims of the GSL format, right? Because if we were in a round
It should be
robin
whoever
format,
wins,
like
whoever
last
loses
season,
this
we would
plays
have seen
this.
more of Hype Mobility. We would have seen what they were like.
Wait, what the fuck?
Against
That don't
the
make no
teams in
sense.
Group A, and
This
they
doesn't
wouldn't
make
be out
sense.
this early on.
Why
So
would a
I do feel
losers
bad for
bracket
them
play
to a
against the
certain
winner?
extent, but I'm so happy that they were competitive.
This
in
don't
the
make
way that they
sense,
were.
chat.
And to me, at least, from my perspective,
I wanted
there is
TMG
a
to win as
genuine
well,
chance
but
that regardless
this
of who
doesn't make
Hydra
any
face,
sense.
whether
I
it be
don't know if
Nexus
I don't know if this is the right bracket, but either way, it doesn't look right. Whatever. Anyways, I don't know when the next game is. Let me go on their channel real quick. Let's take a look. Oops. Live. All right. Can we get some thumbnails up in here, please? All right. That's the one I'm currently watching. India. Pan. Okay. Wait, what? NA day 4. Wait, we just like skip the day. What if look? Okay, they don't even know what they're doing. Alright, period. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching today's stream. I'm gonna go grab some food now because I am hungry. Yeah, that was great games all around. I think definitely exceeded my expectations. Because usually it's like blowouts near the start. But yeah, take care everyone. Have a lovely rest of your guys' Saturday. Enjoy your Sundays. Get some fresh air. Touch some grass. All that good stuff. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.